600. What's the O stand for? Oh, my God, it's early.
All right, folks, enjoy the show. Stay tuned. We're going live in 5, 4, 3.
Morning Mayhem starts now with David BAZZEL, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore. Live from the Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort Studio.
Well, sometimes you have to go all out.
Arkansas's only casino resort.
Well, sometimes you have to go all out when you're the king and you can't help it, you know? Because there's only one man who's a king. God picks him, hand plucks him. One night, God looked down at all the millions and millions and millions of people, man. And he decided which one was the best. It was me. He plucked me from all those millions and millions and millions of people, man. Yeah? Listen to this right now.
All right, it's 6:09, and it's a Friday. It's summer. Let's go. Move it, move it, move it. Let's go.
Hit that dog on that. Move it. Move it. Move, move, move.
Hey, baby, we're going to be here all day. We're going to be here all day, baby. I like this kind of party. I like this kind of party, baby.
I like it a lot. Get your damn act together.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Settle down just a little bit.
Thank you, Jerry. Flying over to the Golden State. Hey, where's Justin Moore?
I love you, buddy.
I love you too, you old rascal.
I don't know who you are.
It's Roger.
All right, here we go. Scream it out wherever you are. Los Angeles.
Whose voice was that?
I don't know.
I
Stranger.
don't know who you are. What's that bulge in his pocket?
It's called summertime, bruh.
Obama!
I like honey flying over to the Golden State.
How the Doobie Brothers.
Hello, Buzz Sisters. Hello, Frank Fletcher.
Now. And then to the telephone. Los Angeles.
So the poor boys on the line.
Oh, yeah. That man on the turntables is Roger Scott, DJ Roger Scott.
Hey, everybody. Good afternoon, good morning, and good night. It's Morning Mayhem, but it's summertime with you.
All right. Today is the beginning of summer. It is your longest day of the year.
Yeah.
So we're glad you're starting it with us. Good morning, Roger.
Good morning, David.
Welcome back, Josh.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Great to have you back.
It is indeed great to have him back. We thought it was touch and go there for a little bit.
Todd did a great job.
He did.
And, got a busy show today, jam-packed as we wrap up this Friday and we head into summertime. DJ Roger will be playing summer music all show long.
Please give us a call in.
We're going to have
501.
Pat Bradley, not in studio, but on the show early this morning, 6:30. Tori Tisdale from Down Home Restaurant.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I know you're excited about the food.
There's going to be food all day with, you got Moe's.
Yeah, Moses is stopping by. They're catering our birthday party today. We've got the president of the University of Arkansas system, Lieutenant General retired, JB Saria. And listen, Lieutenant General, I mean, that guy, he's the one leading all of our colleges around the state through the Arkansas system.
I like it a lot.
I mean, he's been a fighter pilot. Thank you. True Trop Gun guy. Anyway, looking forward to having him. We'll have our movie review on Usual Suspects. That's at 8 o'clock. Danny West will be with us. We got the girls from Sports Clip. They're doing a great charity work here in the next week.
Yeah.
Heather Baker will join us. As you mentioned, Brandon LeCue will be coming by with Moe's. We got Beat the Baz, brought to you by Down Home Restaurant. Finish the Lyric, brought to you by Honda of Russellville. All that going on in this show.
We're doing that today on this show.
All this show.
We're going to squeeze that into 4 hours.
Yes.
And then we'll go shopping?
Yes. And is today our CEO's birthday, or is it another day? I know we're celebrating it today.
Does she know that?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know.
Yes, she does. She doesn't listen to the show anyway.
Is that true?
I think so. Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's like the two most important people in the office, Justin Acree and Terry Dawes.
I know. That's okay. That's okay.
But the thousands of you out there do.
That's
and that's
exactly
what matters.
right, and we'll keep carrying the flag of Morning Mayhem.
He said flag.
All they care about is that we're making money and getting the ratings, and that's what we do. Thanks to all of you out there listening.
we couldn't do it without
Great
you.
job last night at Mainline Sports Bar.
You know, David, it wasn't me. It was the people.
It was,
it
a
was
great
great to
crowd.
see Melissa.
Yes, Melissa Qualls, and
yeah,
Steve Qualls back, and their
Kobe back.
posse.
The team was back. The posse was back. I mean, the old band got back together. So we're welcoming them back. Missed them a lot.
That was
absolutely
a fun night. Hey, so we need to give away some draft tickets today, too, for their big game Saturday.
You want to do it right now?
Yeah, matter of fact, if you want some tickets to the draft game, if you want to
Just
call. And just tell Josh.
How many do we have?
I think we've got several. So you can look at the emails from Chuck and see. But I think we've got.
Ask Siri
plenty.
what
That was about as specific as you get.
I think we've got plenty.
I think-
In other words,
okay.
yes.
Yeah, they're not giving them away anywhere else. Take the points ones, too.
Roger, today is National Smoothie Day. It's
Like it.
National Selfie Day, which we do a lot of those. I always do that with the Qualls team. What's the name of their team?
Hey, Siri.
Hey, Siri, yeah.
Hey, let me make everybody mad on a Friday. Hey, Siri.
It's also National Daylight Appreciation Day, which is the longest, of course.
Love that day.
I guess it. I was trying to think.
It'll work for me because I got my more back. Thank you to Triple C yesterday. They delivered it while I was exchanging cards at Fletcher. So I'll be doing that, and I need every bit of daylight today to get it done.
And when we walked out of Mainline at Oaklawn last night, the sun was still up. It was beautiful.
Well, it was not black. It was not black dark.
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
not.
that's right. It was the sun. You could. I mean, it was.
Still there,
and today's is a long one too.
How about that? Yeah. So what you're saying is, the days start getting shorter starting tomorrow.
That's right. All the way to that's it.
That's the way it
Basically,
is?
That's it. Yeah.
That's
so
wild.
Roger will be playing summer songs as I mentioned
we'll
earlier.
try. Throw them out there to me.
If you've got one you want to play, that's right.
What's our phone number?
661-1037.
How do I forget that? Yeah, just send me a text.
By the way, 50th anniversary, Josh. You've been wanting to watch this show or this movie as one of our movie, Hawks Holmes movie review. It's the 50th anniversary, 50 years, and I remember vividly. You know, I grew up on the beach. I remember vividly the weekend after that release, walking out to the beach, and we were all like
Empty.
scared. Yeah, just like crap. We have a new perspective. We've never seen that before.
It's the movie that changed movies.
Yeah, that's right.
It
As
really
far as
is.
the blockbuster
It's
summer.
the first summer blockbuster. A lot of people would argue that movie ruined movies just because people started chasing the Jaws effect.
Yeah.
You know, that's what they're after. But
And it's still in effect now.
It's a fantastic film.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
Yes, almost didn't get made at times, Roger. You know the history there. It was a sort of a wreck budget-wise and all that.
Yeah, but the genius of them coming up saying, look, the mechanical shark's not working.
as well.
We're going to use music to make it happen.
Brilliant stuff.
I mean, that's why,
There's a million different things, like movies-wise, that happen there. You know, they try to mount the camera on the boat, and they're like, people will get sick in the theater if they do that.
Do you know how old Spielberg was when he made it?
35.
27.
It was say 27.
right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Last night in the NBA action, you had the Pacers just blow up the Thunder 108-91. And Roger, you know what that means?
I
You know what that means?
Are you telling me that the two greatest words in sport is happening when?
Yeah, it's Sunday night.
Sunday night. It is Game 7.
Hey, also big news, speaking of basketball, what about the Trojans getting the commitment from Terrion Burgess, 4-star?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, how about that? How about that?
I had talked about this before.
Did you?
Because I floated the idea that, hey, if you're a kid, and he's a 4-star,
Floater.
if you're that good of a player, why not go play for a program like Little Rock where you know you're going to play?
You're going to be the star.
Because, we see now a lot of these schools, that they're hunting for guys who have played at that level, who have experience, as opposed to taking a risk on guys, who are, on 100 to 200 in the rankings.
But, Josh, I've always said, well, not always, but only when it first popped into my head, was that now with the advent of all the technology that we had, you don't have to go to a big market area to get noticed.
Right.
If you're good, you'll get noticed. And who's to say, I don't want to, put it out there in the universe. He'll get noticed, and then they have that little thing called a portal.
Yeah, and then you got the battle on after that.
I'm sure that's a conversation with Coach Walker that's happened, right?
Sure.
Will Wade said this when he was at McNeese. He told his players, I'm trying to get myself up. I'm trying to get you guys up with me. But I will say the one thing that he'll learn with Coach Walker, not saying Terrion doesn't have this, but he'll learn how to play some defense.
Yeah.
Because y'all know Coach Walker, he don't.
There's the portal. There's the transfer portal.
Terrion, no.
No, Terrion, no.
Well,
Terrion, no, listen. We gave you your start. They didn't think about you up in Northwest Arkansas. No. It hadn't had a championship team in 13 years. We'll get your money. Terry on! Shut it down! Oh, thank you.
So
That's huge,
I think he'll be a bigger. If you went up to Arkansas and tried to play with Cal, and you're fighting, and J.J. Andrews will see that. By the way, you got to, if you missed it yesterday, Coach Cal was on with Pat McAfee, and he dropped the mic on 2 occasions. He goes, "Do you mind if I brag a little?" And Pat says, "Go ahead." My players who played under me have made $6 billion in the NBA. And I tell my guys, don't trip on nickels on your way to $200 million. So if you want to make another $800,000 to go, play for somebody else, good luck to you. If you want to play with me and look at my track record,
sure.
Great sales.
It's a great sales pitch, but it not smacks in the face of, but it's one of those things now where you look at and go, I don't have to go to you. I can go anywhere and get noticed. Now, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to take away from what he did.
What he's saying with him, it's not about the money, because if you go with me, I'll make you more money at the end of the day.
What's it about?
It's about showing that you're gonna try to shake me down for $800. I'm gonna help you make $200 million like all my other guys.
Okay.
That's what it is.
That's what he said. Okay, I'm gonna try to help you get that. Don't shake me down for that.
That's right.
But you've got somebody down in Mississippi who might want to pay him that.
Well,
kind
that's
of money.
right. No, and that's what he's saying. He's saying don't trip
Use
over
your
nickels.
head.
Don't trip over nickels.
Use your head. You know what? Didn't they say that in the movie Ray? When the dude came in and said, "Look here, you've never seen Ray. We'll have to get that." He told Ray, you ask for nickels, you get nickels.
Yes.
Ask for dollars, you get dollars.
Do that here. Got to do here at the station, Roger. Start asking for bigger dollars.
So you do listen to me on our rides, don't you?
I accidentally said Tori Tisdale. It's really Tori Tisdale Moorhart. Yes. Obviously, she's been married to Chris for a long time, and anyway, she's bringing in food today too. So we'll appreciate that. There wasn't much, with all this talk. Yesterday, I finally had to turn it off. I finally had to turn off all the Arkansas baseball stuff because it was just, we've seen
what happened?
it.
I missed it.
Yeah, man. Will McIntyre, listen how classic of an act he was. And by the way, Roger's shirt does say, Arkansas Razorbacks, there's always next year. There's always next year. And that is true. Will McIntyre reached out to me yesterday, Josh. I told Roger, and he was one that initiated, said, "Hey, man, thanks so much for having me on the last 2 years. It's been a blast, and all those kind of things." That's the kind of young man he is.
Yeah.
And I just said, "Hey, we're gonna get you. We got one more call. We'll get you and Cam on next week.
Yeah.
Let the dust settle." Yeah, we have not had you on the show since all the craziness happened. Yeah, you want to give us your take on all of it? Just disappointing.
It's baseball is. I was talking to somebody about this yesterday. I stumbled upon this in my brain, I guess, but I asked somebody yesterday. I said, "How many happy pro baseball fan bases are there? Like, does any pro baseball fan base seem happy?"
I don't know. I don't follow it enough to know.
Because the answer to me is, the Dodgers, you could say right now are sure, but generally speaking, the fan bases are unhappy. Think about the Cubs were cursed. They're won a World Series, but they're bad again. Yankees fans really, honestly, never happy. Red Sox fans, not always
You're saying
happy.
baseball
Mets fans
lends itself to never being happy.
It's cruel. The thing about Arkansas all year we talked about was how good on defense they were.
That's a good point.
They were the best defensive team.
Yeah, Devlin had no errors the whole year.
And when we say in baseball, it doesn't just count 30 teams like the major leagues. It's we're talking about all Division I. They were one of the best defensive teams. And they had an inning where they made at least 3 critical mistakes.
Yeah, I know.
Complete misread by Davlon. Robinette should not have played that ball. That was a second baseman's ball. And then Vahiva, I know it's a tough decision, but decides to go to third as opposed to turning 2 when he had plenty of time. Those are old players, older guys, and guys who made a bunch of plays, made all of those plays routinely this year.
Yeah.
And just not making, and that's not even to mention the ball that Cam maybe could have caught, although it was ripped.
Right off the tip of his glove.
But I just... And the thing is, did you all get a whole lot of Dave Van Horn can't win stuff yesterday? Did you all see?
I didn't even look at it. I'm sure it was on there.
But what's he supposed to do?
I know. What else?
What is Dave Van Horn supposed to do?
Yeah. Again,
it's not his fault.
You're down to 3 teams in the World Series. You get about as close as you can get, and I still hadn't decided if I want to watch it. And right now, I'm leaning towards not watching it. I just, it's like, man, I'm ready to move on. Yeah. Now we talk about the possible miseries of football season coming up. Maybe not. Maybe it'll be something positive.
I heard someone yesterday, or not heard, I read where someone was talking about because our Twitter message yesterday was, which was the most
egregious of the
error. Yeah.
Well, it had the double play ball, right? That was on the poll.
I think that was number one.
Yeah.
It was a double play. And then
because it is the game. It is the game if you turn the two.
Or was it the Robinette? And somebody said, yeah, great. It was. I think someone pointed out, for sake of argument, it was the Robinette play that started all that. If that doesn't happen, then nobody's on base, yada, yada. He said, now we have to look forward to is a 6-6 football team. And I went, that's very generous. 6-6.
And a big thank you to all of you out there listening. We really appreciate you. Throughout the day and week, we run across folks who say, man, listen every morning. We're so appreciative of that. I don't think
we meet them at trivia.
Yeah, I don't think our numbers, our ratings are really indicative of how many people actually listen to the show, and we're very very grateful.
Yeah, and thanks to our advertisers for doing what they do.
That's right.
To support us as well. We couldn't do it without any of you, and we certainly are grateful.
Because it's summertime, I saw this on MarthaStewart.com. What do you think is the ideal number to set your thermostat in? What do you think according to Martha Stewart, what do you think the ideal temp indoors in your house is? And this is going to be different for everybody, Roger. Because
you're asking me what mine is, or you asking me what she said?
I'm saying what do you think she's going to say that she suggests that you should keep?
She'll probably say 73.
What do you think, Josh? He says 73.
For me, it's 67.
But of course, Roger, it is same thing because Sam likes it cold, right? It's in the 60s. You're not saving any money.
No. She said, look, we're keeping it at 7, and you're getting a blanket.
She says the ideal temp indoors, now there's a but, is 70 degrees.
Okay.
But if you want to save money and not crash the grid, the ideal setting is 78. She says
that's ridiculous.
Each degree above 75 saves you.
What month is she putting this in?
I think beginning now.
Really lost it.
Each degree above 75 saves about 3% on your energy bill.
Well, now listen, if I had my way, I'd have my air on like we do, which is fine if throughout the day or whatever. But Samantha works in our bedroom office that she has there, so. So she's there all the time, and I think the vent in that bedroom, maybe, don't hold me to it, is right above that. And, vents hit, so it gets a cooler in there, so she's sitting right under that thing. So you got to keep it cool in there. I would have the air on and the ceiling fans in every room. I'd turn them all on whenever I'm.
Ceiling fans are to me, are so helpful.
Well, with the air on, just to circulate everything, that would be for me. But I mean, she may go around and just click, click, click.
That's why the greatest invention, I think, is having the indoor air conditioning. All these years, if you had to give up one thing, it said, would you give up air conditioning, or would you give? Well, plumbing is probably. I always think sometimes when I get up to use the bathroom at 4 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock, I think if this was 1905 or 1850. I would be walking out to an outhouse.
But we didn't know any better back then. So if we didn't know then, but right now there's no way. I'm such an inside dog, and I love the culture. The air conditioning is incredible. And right now, I mean, Melinda nailed it. After the rain came yesterday, boy, it got steamy.
Yeah. Listen, our friends at Luxury Pool and Spa in Conway and Russell, they've been designing in-ground pools, custom pools since 1976. Hendricks's are a new customer that they're very happy with the customer service that they've given.
I turned them on to Landon Parker. I don't know if they did anything.
Yeah, we trust them. We trust them. So if you've got a pool or you've been thinking about building a pool, call them today. It's luxurypoolarkansas.com, and they carry all the equipment. They'll do the water sample for you if you've got a hot tub. But with it being summertime, they are Morning Mayhem's pool headquarters, and they're good people too, so give them a call. We'll come back, we'll visit with Tori, we'll play a little Beat the Bazz. We got Pat Bradley coming up. We got the president. The new president of the U of A system is actually brave enough to come in here. Listen, he's a fighter pilot. He ain't scared.
This is baby crap compared to him.
He's a fighter pilot.
He will carpet bomb
35 years in the Air Force. 35 years. Flown missions.
Lieutenant Colonel.
Lieutenant General.
Oh, excuse me.
Lieutenant
I apologize.
General. Do we stand up, salute when he comes in?
I don't know if that's disrespectful.
I know. Maybe we should stand up.
I'll do whatever he says.
All right, don't go away.
County fair in the country sun, and everything is
Catch the buzz on all of our social media platforms, presented by Luxury Pool and Spa in Conway and Russellville. They specialize in custom in-ground pools. LuxuryPoolArkansas.com.
This is Sports Center.
The 2025 NBA Finals will see a seventh and decisive game after Game 6 last night. The Pacers win 108-91 after a swarming defensive performance that saw them hold the Thunder to just 42% from the floor and 8 for 30 from beyond the arc, which is only 27%. The Pacers made 15 of their 42 three-point attempts en route to a 17-point blowout victory. It was Obi Toppin who led the way with 20 points and 6 boards. He was 4-7 from beyond the arc. The ailing Tyrese Halliburton scored 14 points and dished out 5 assists. Pascal Siakam finished with 16 points and 13 rebounds. Game 7 will take place in Oklahoma City on Sunday night. You can catch the game at 7 p.m. on ABC. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
A heat advisory this afternoon, meaning the heat index could get around 105, the actual high temperature 94. It'll be partly cloudy with a 10% chance of a shower or thunderstorm. Then tonight, mostly clear, staying very warm and humid with an overnight low of 76. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
What's going on, everyone? DJ Williams here with the Buzz and the Zone, all back in studio. Justin found his way back from Omaha. We're going to have Matthew Banks in talking about a wrestling event coming up. Also, Tom Murphy's going to join us, probably recapping the game a little bit, but now it's time to move on. Got to talk football. Zach Gilliam's going to join us. Still all things going on to bet on and get odds in on. Very excited to see what's going on at Oaklawn. I'm going to wrap it up with Philip Martin, who's going to be here in studio Friday. Always a fun day here in the Zone. Make sure you tune in 10 a.m. The Zone, where sports and entertainment come crashing.
Hey, everybody, Roger Scott, and I've got some important information for you. Central Arkansas, if you are looking for a great way to keep the kids active, engaged, and inspired this summer, Summerwood Sports has got you covered with not one, but two. Count them, 2 awesome summer camps for grades 3 through 7. We're talking about sports, games, movies, and more. Plus, a daily devotional to feed the soul, and lunch every single day to keep them fueled up. It's the perfect mix of fun, faith, and friendship, and it's all under one roof. So mark your calendars. Camp sessions run June 9th through the 12th, and again July 14th through the 17th. Spots are going to fill up fast, so do not waste. Get all the details and sign up today at summerwoodsports.com. Here's the dates again. June 9th through June 12th and July 14th through July 17th. Do not hesitate. Sign up now at summerwoodsports.com. Let's make 2025 the summer to remember.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
Sure, there's plenty of places you can go get your fireworks for your 4th of July celebration, but there's only one Torpedo Joe's Fireworks Superstore, carrying the largest selection in Central Arkansas, from those huge commercial show quality cakes and artillery shells to sparklers and snakes for the kids. Torpedo Joe's has everything. A family-owned business, their knowledgeable staff can answer all your questions, and they can even provide shopping carts for your convenience. Oh, and the best part, it's all air-conditioned. Torpedo Joe's Fireworks Superstore, just 4.5 miles west on Colonel Glenn, past the Rave Theater.
This is Darren McFadden. I listen to Baz, Justin, and Rod because they got their wood. Enjoy Mayhem on 103.7 The Buzz.
Slow ahead. I can go slow ahead. Come on down and sell some of this slop.
Roger.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
I love that organ or whatever it is at the beginning.
Yeah, I think it's wrong.
But you know the words of this, don't you, Raj?
Oh, who don't?
That's
not that.
It's not? Okay.
No. It sounds, you know what? They may have sampled that or taken it.
I thought it was. Hop.
You don't stop rocking.
Hey, thank you for listening. Today is the beginning of summer. Roger will be playing summer songs all day. If you got a suggestion, 661-1037. We'll check the text line here in just a minute. All you 609ers, glad to have you. 609er wearing a shirt last night. You can get your 609 shirts
Joshua
or
Kelly.
your Morning Mayhem shirts by going to our friend Steve Qualls' website, which you can get off feed right now.
QR code's on there.
That's right, or website.
And the shirt that I have on right now was made there by Design Lab. So,
Yes.
so if you're looking for if you got a company party, if you got a family reunion coming up this summer, you're going on a family vacation or a trip or anything like that. A neat idea is to get some shirts made for the family's name or whatever the occasion is. Do all that sort of stuff. But that's just a specialty that they do. They have all kinds of things that they can do for you.
And Roger's got a cool shirt on. It's Arkansas Razorbacks. There's always next year.
That's it.
It's the right attitude to take.
Listen, and that's the beauty of what they can do at Design Lab as well. We said that yesterday. Boom, tonight we got a shirt. It's all done. You know, that sort of thing. So.
All right, let's go to the east coast of the United States and check in with our man PB.
It's now time to talk to the shooter, Pat Bradley. Brought to you by Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union. Take advantage of rates starting as low as 1.99% with Alcoa's summertime auto loan special. PB is also presented by Cabot Outdoors, where you can save $600 off Hustler mowers through May 31st. Now, from the land of the Bruins, Celtics, Patriots, and Red Sox, here is Pat Bradley.
Good morning, PB.
Hello.
A special Friday.
You got me?
A special Friday edition of Pat Bradley. The longest day of the year today, summertime, Pat.
So take your time.
The summer solstice is here.
That's exactly right. Last night, before we talk Razorbacks, got to talk about the NBA, man. The Pacers blow out the Thunder. We got a Game 7, Pat.
Game 7.
Yeah. I mean, that was probably outside of Game 1 victory, that was just been that sort of a seesaw type season. And Indiana's a fun team. They're a dangerous team.
Yeah.
They have so many guys that can hurt you, and they did it last night. So, if you're Oklahoma City, man, you feel pretty good. You're one of the best teams at home in the league. However, we just witnessed it the other night, and anything can happen in a one-game situation.
Yeah, it's going to listen. I know they don't have the ratings that they normally do because these are small markets, but it's been a good series and it's good basketball and it's got some drama to it in the good way. Basketball drama, not personality drama, which is great. It's funny. Joe Klein yesterday was in here talking about how he got knocked out of the NCAA tournament and how just like, they failed just like the baseball team has failed to win the World Series. Remember who he said knocked down the winning shot that after, I think it was
I remember
Alvin Robertson.
The name, yeah.
He said Alvin Robertson blocked the shot, Pat. It went to the left side of the court, and a guy by the name of Rick Carlisle, who is the head coach of the Pacers, knocked in the shot. Shows you how long we've been around. How about that? I know.
Wow,
Isn't that crazy?
Well, when you got those teams that you're talking about from those markets, Game 7 is the best that they could hope for.
Yeah, you bet. A good series.
Yeah, right, exactly. They that'll be, and rightfully so. You talk about the ratings. That'll be one that everybody loves a Game 7.
Yeah. You just don't have a lot of names. Like, for example, Roger, did you know who the leading scorer was last night?
I do.
Obi-Wan Kenobi Toppin. That is Obi Toppin was the
Obi-Wan Kenobi Toppin.
That's him.
That's a nerd.
Let me tell you something.
That
That is a nerd thing. But let me tell you, that is so Chris Berman like, and that's where all that stuff came from. So we just add to it. Obi-Wan Kenobi Toppin.
Yes, that's it. And
hey, you get in here,
Pat. The other big news yesterday that I think some folks were a little surprised about. Terrion Burgess, one of the top players in the country, 4-star, decides to stay home and goes to Little Rock, the Trojans, with Darrell Walker.
Yeah, he's a heck of a player, and I guess people want to know what maybe the effect of NIL is, and we've seen high-level guys decide to either stay home or go to what we would consider a major program, but things are. You have other teams be in the mix, and of course, Coach Walker's got incredible experience with his NBA background. So,
I'm
sure all that plays into it.
Yeah, and again, I think if you look at it, do you go to a Power 4 school that you got to stand in line, fight your way to get minutes, or do you go to the Trojans who you're going to be playing immediately and have impact, and also your value, both from an NIL perspective or transfer portal perspective, goes up immediately, and then maybe those same schools that you were going to have to fight for time are going to step up and cut you a check. Now again, the Trojans have to fight that. That's negative for Little Rock, but in the meantime, next year should be a great year.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and they've got some other local talent.
Exciting for the local
that's
community,
right.
especially.
Yeah, that's right. You've got some local guys you can follow.
Yeah.
Pat, did you see what Cal said on Pat McAfee yesterday?
Was that I saw a clip on Twitter, but you're talking about the salaries?
Yes, he said, "Can I brag a little bit?" He said, "My players who play for me have made $6 billion in the NBA," and he said, "I tell guys that I'm recruiting, don't trip over nickels on your way to $200 million. If you want to take $800,000 to go somewhere else, good luck to you. And you want to play in the pros. I'm the guy that's helped make my players $6 billion. So pretty good selling pitch right there.
Yeah, and then, that's something that he's been able to use effectively. Even 10 years ago even before he was at Kentucky, when he was at Memphis, he was talking about how, he's invested in and I know he told the story of one of his players, and it was pretty funny. He said, listen, if you want to help yourself and your family go into the draft, if you want to help me and my family, stay in school. And so, but he's always been a guy that's been very pro, having his players focus on trying to get to the ultimate goal of the NBA, which, that's, we all grew up with sort of the mindset and coaching of, you don't really talk about going to the next level when you're not there, right? That seems to be, the opposite of what you talk about. But he was one of the first guys that's like, hey, in high school, he's telling these guys, "You come with me, I'm going to get you to the NBA."
Yeah. That's his calling card.
He's shown it.
Yeah, it really is. I do want to thank Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union for sponsoring Pat, along with Cabot Outdoors. We appreciate them. Pat, we were in misery all 4 hours yesterday trying to recover from the gut punch of the game in Omaha. It's almost inexplainable how. Josh mentioned this team is the number one fielding team in America this entire year. That's Joe Klein yesterday.
Wow.
And yet we make 3 fielding mistakes in the 9th inning alone that ends up costing us the game. It's hard to believe,
Well, because it's not just one play, and it never really is one play. I mean, it was, the combination of 4 or 5 different things that had to happen, and it does happen. I mean, that's. And the other thing is too, it's one thing if you go out there and a kid from LSU throws, kind of like Wood did an ace game on the mound and you lose that way, or
right.
But this, if somebody outplays you, then you maybe can handle it a little bit better. But
not giving it up like that on the silver.
That wasn't the case.
You know what's crazy too? The Avalon we mentioned did not have an error all year long. Are you kidding me? I mean, are you kidding me? He was so distraught yesterday. I don't know if you guys heard it, but I was listening to the Zone. Somebody, Bubba Carpenter, had went on social media and put out there, you should not be showing the locker room. I mean, the dugout crying. Right. And of course, Acre makes the point. It's public space, but it was brutal watching him because he all that loss he felt on him, and everybody, including Dave Van Horn, said, "Man, listen, we'd have lost 10 games in the SEC this year if not for you." So, but it's hard to that doesn't do a lot when you're having to deal with that.
I agree on Acre's part more than I do on Bubba. No disrespect, he has the right to say what he wants, but you know what? It's we're not showing a severed arm.
That's right. That's right.
And people want to see that, and they want to feel it as well.
Yeah, it's real. Listen, that emotion those guys were doing, it was real, and they were upset, but nobody more than him. And there was a little bit of controversy. I don't know if you guys heard. There was this chair for Vahiva Aloy for the press conference, and he was empty. And of course, a lot of fans from Tennessee and others go, no class. Well, what is he doing? He's not showing up. Well, what happened is that he had done some media out on the field. By the time he got there, it was going to interrupt the press conference. So whoever was in charge decided, we're not going to let you go out there. Right. So it wasn't really his fault. Right. And but yeah, it would have been interesting to hear his perspective. But what do you say? I mean, it's there, and we got to see that same video. Now we'll see 2 videos over and over on a loop. Pat, is the 2018 foul ball, with 3 guys running at it, and then we'll see the 3 plays.
Which one do you think they'll put up?
Oh, it's got to be the left field one. It's got to be.
You think it'll be that one, not Kozel? As far
as it ricochets. I mean, it's almost like a cartoon. Boink! And it just goes like 40 miles an hour to the corner of the stadium. It just it's brutal. That's why Roger has on his shirt, Arkansas Razorbacks. There's always next year, Pat.
That's right.
No, we're going to change it. We're going to change the tide. We're going to turn the tide this year. We're starting with football, baby. Big year.
We were thinking about, oh no, here comes football. Pat, Joe, before we let you go, Pat, what is Pat Bradley? What are your plans for the summer?
My plans for the summer, I'm gonna get a great tan. I'm gonna get great shape.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a little fishing.
Wow.
I'm gonna do a little.
Shut up. Shut up. Listen, I know what you're going to be doing somewhere around the 24th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, and that is being a part of the Scott family touring of Boston. Yeah, hopefully you'll be around that way. Again, lunch is on me. Or dinner, whatever you prefer.
Yay.
What about
have a good time.
What about summer camp? Pat Bradley's summer camp here in Little Rock. Summerwood Sports has added a new gymnasium with 2 more courts. It's sitting
They're
there
just
ready
waiting
for
to
the
call
Pat
it
Bradley.
the Pat Bradley Court.
Yes, waiting to do the camps there, man. Your name's all over it.
Use
Isaiah Joe's doing it.
What?
Isaiah Joe's doing it.
He's coming in August to get that done. Why
Taking your
can't
3-point mantra
I don't
away.
even know why you're. Use your head.
Funny, the last time I was there was working out with Terry and Burgess.
I know. Look at that.
He's a big Saline County guy.
You got a place to stay in Pulaski County. You have a place to stay in Saline County. We've got you covered. Listen, we are your VRBO.
Exactly. They would put up a big poster of you, Pat. And it would
scale.
Yeah. How about that?
Let's do it.
All right. Well, listen. Thank your great sponsors on this longest day of the year, beginning of summer, Pat.
Great day. Cabot Outdoors.
Hi, Pat.
All kinds of power equipment. You can also get our good friends at Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union, the summertime auto loan special. Do not forget about that.
Don't do it.
Hit them up at alcoacommunityfcu.org.
As low as 1.99%. I was in Conway shooting some new social and TV spots for them the other day, Pat, and this summertime special is outstanding. So take advantage of all that at Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union.
And, Pat, the young lady who was saying hello to you is Tori Moorhart from Down Home Catering.
Hey, Pat.
Tori.
How you doing?
Hey, my friend.
I know. It's been too long.
She brought in breakfast this morning.
Of course.
Keeping my boys fed?
Got to.
All right, Patty B. At the beginning of summer, let's get some trips to Little Rock. Let's make it happen.
Let's do it. All right, love you guys.
I love you too. Say hello to your mother for me.
Tori, this show is going to be very packed while you're hanging out, but we're going to do some Beat the Baz. It's time to do Beat the Baz.
That's right. I feel it. I'm going to do it.
And, of course, we don't see Josh in production because he's back there probably eating your food, which he was very excited about.
Good. I can't come without bringing food.
Look at that. Yeah, and I even offered. I said, you're busy. You've been going through some things, and you have time. You must bring food. You're a catering business.
That's right. I can't come without bringing groceries.
All right, we got to do Beat the Baz coming up after 7.
Man, with all due respect, you hear that, Klein? You hear that? She can't come in here. She caters. She has food. She can't come in here without You know what? Joe Slippin, ever since he got on that, he needs to get on that CoQ10.
Only on Morning Mayhem can we have the beauty and food that comes with Tori from Down Home Catering and a retired Lieutenant General.
Not Lieutenant Dan.
Who's running our education system in the state of Arkansas. Our higher ed at that. So do not go away. 661 Joe, I know, Joe. It'll be all right. Hey, folks, it's David BAZZEL out here at Fletcher Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood. Last month's Employee Pricing Plus program was a huge success, so they're doing it again in June. Employee pricing means you pay what they pay, and you'll get all the rebates, too. Everybody qualifies for employee pricing. No gimmicks, no hoops to jump through. Only Fletcher Dodge has discounts up to $14,000 and finance rates as low as 1.9% for 72 months. Come in today and get employee pricing plus 3.9% financing for 72 months on new Ram trucks. New Jeep Wranglers up to $7,000 off, and new Jeep Compass for only $379 a month, and that's with no money down. And you don't have to worry about your credit. Go to FletcherCredit.com to get pre-qualified in minutes. At Fletcher Dodge, you'll get the best price, lowest finance rates, and more for your trade. For the best buying experience, go see my friends at Fletcher Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sherwood, or you can shop online at FletcherDeals.com.
Lumber One in West Little Rock is heating things up with our Summer Ready sales event, just in time for Father's Day. Find the perfect gift for Dad with huge savings on the Traeger Wood Pro Series 22 Wood Pellet Grill and the Blackstone 36-inch 4-burner propane griddle with hood, both just $389. And don't forget the Big Green Egg at a price point so low, it's top secret. Don't wait, this sale ends June 24th. Shop Lumber One on Colonel Glenn today.
I'm Kyler Sanson. Me being in the construction industry and having 2 young kids at home, health insurance is vital. I got a call saying that my plan was going to be canceled at the end of April. Got on the phone with Farm Bureau and I got in touch with an agent. It took me about 30 minutes, and then about 3 days later, I was approved. So with Farm Bureau Health Plans of Arkansas, I'm saving close to $300 a month. You cannot find this plan anywhere else. Get after it and get it.
Farm Bureau Health Plans of Arkansas. Trusted coverage, personalized plans, affordable premiums. Learn more at arfbhealthplans.com.
Now that it's summer, we're blowing out prices at HJ Trailer Sales. Through the end of the month at factory cost, some even below. Aluminum truck beds in stock marked down to $6,500 installed. All bedrock beds $4,900 installed. Butler hay beds $12,800 installed. Need a trailer? Good Guys 22-foot 10K $8,100. All air tow trailers under $20,000. Delta 30-foot 14K gooseneck only $10,900. HJ Trailer Sales on Facebook or hjtrailersales.com, Hot Springs and Paragould.
Most people think HR is pushing out payroll and filling out forms, but you know better. You're looking to shape culture, drive strategy, and truly lead people. And on June 24th, you can be seen and heard at the TPC Together Conference. Attend sessions to help grow and strengthen your organization and connect with a community that actually gets what you do. June 24th at the Oasis Hotel and Convention Center in Springfield. Space is limited, so register now for the HR event that's redefining what's possible. The TPC Together Conference.
It's Brad and Stephanie here, owners at Mosquito Joe. Stephanie, lots of people ask us how we ever got involved in Mosquito Joe. Tell them what you told me years ago when we first started.
I said if you figured out a way to keep the mosquitoes out of our yard without coating ourselves and kids with bug spray, then sign me up. And if this works, we have to share this with our friends and neighbors.
To this day, that's the mission of Mosquito Joe. It's our passion to make outside fun again for all Arkansans. Whatever's bugging you outside, we've got the solution.
Visit arkansas.mosquitojoe.com.
March is gone. The brackets are done. Feels like we need some excitement.
Are you kidding? Do you realize how much is going on? Basketball, hockey, baseball, golf. It's like 8 seasons in one. It's the season of action.
And we can bet on all those with the Oaklawn Sports app.
That's the spirit. Now let's go lock in some bets.
Receive a 10% profit boost on qualifying 3-leg parlays. Bet all summer long. Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting app.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Tune in to Out of Bounds to hear from Captain Kendall Diggs. Brought to you by Stephen Elmore with Shelter Insurance. For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter Agent Stephen Elmore or give him a call at 501-537-0959.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
All right, it is a 6:52. Got to play a little Finish the Lyric today. Our man Justin Moore right there singing.
It's a summertime song.
Yes. That is brought to you by Honda of Russellville. 50 years of the open road. They're celebrating the 50th anniversary of the Honda Goldwing, so check that out. But we'll do that somewhere in the next hour or two. It's a busy show. Tori, super time, busy time this summertime. Today's first official day of summer.
Yes, it is.
Are you glad? Is it good for you for down-home catering, or did it make much of a difference of what part of the year?
No, I mean, it really doesn't. May, busy wedding. May, June, that's weddings, events, things like that. And then, really October to January is my busiest time of the whole entire year. So it's always really, really busy then. But, then there's the steady stuff, the day stuff that we do.
Today is National Selfie Day, and it's funny. Do you guys consider yourself good at doing selfies, Roger?
No.
What about you?
No, I'm terrible.
Some people are really good at it. I mean, some people have the ability. Like, there's some girls that go, boom, and it will look great. It's like they know exactly what they're doing.
Right angle.
Yeah, right angle.
Terrible.
And for me, it's like I'm the same way. Is my arm long enough to? It looks like half my head's cut off. Yes.
Yeah, or I get like fat face. It's like all crazy.
Yeah. If you will. Do a selfie of yourself this morning.
Send it
Text it to us, 661-1037. Just we see a face behind the name. Today is also National Smoothie Day. Do you do smoothies as part of your deal or no?
No,
It'd be too much work.
No, not really. I don't usually do that. So.
It's also National Go Skateboarding Day. Did you ever, Roger, do the skateboard deal at all?
Oh, sure.
You did? I never did. It was too difficult.
I was good at it.
Were you?
No.
I was about to say, wow.
No, I said I didn't say I was good at it.
Yeah, very impressive if that's the case. What about you, Tori? No, yes or no?
Didn't really skateboard, no. Now
we didn't. Well, living in the housing projects, we made it. We had to make it out of different stuff.
No, but you did. But you did roller skating, but not.
God,
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the skateboard was just. It was just. I don't know what it was, but there were some cats in the neighborhood that could go down in Hot Springs. We called it was Coy's Hill. It's probably just a grade right now, but when you're going down that Susker, we didn't have it. There was no protective helmets and pads.
Yeah.
You hit the pavement, and you got scars like crazy on those things. So I was not good at it.
Do you think we'll ask Josh? Josh, instead of skateboard, which is bigger in your generation? Do you even talk about roller skating at all? Did you ever do roller skating as a kid at all?
They got those Segways, man.
The what?
Scootering was big.
They're Segway
Scootering is big, bigger.
Like a Razor scooter.
Yeah, we didn't have the Razor scooter back in the day.
We had, you know what?
All
we had?
skate.
What
All
did we
skate.
have?
We had what?
What was the coolest invention that people kept? The moped.
Oh my God, I had mopeds.
Remember the moped?
I can't even remember. I'm just blank on the moped.
damn.
I'm
Oh my
blank
God.
on
The
it.
moped
Me and
was
my
not a
sisters.
motorcycle. It was not a bicycle.
yeah, okay.
The moped.
We had like the scooter. Like we thought we were cool when we got the scooter. It didn't have the pedals and stuff on
Oh,
it.
sure.
Oh my gosh,
Sure.
yeah. We
Yeah.
put
Different deal.
jam box. They call
it's
them boom
future.
boxes now.
But think about this, Josh.
Yeah.
Back in the 60s and 70s, you had bowling alleys and skating rinks. I mean, that was really the
And you could
still have
smoke.
both of those now.
And you could smoke in
all-night
both
skate.
of them.
Yeah.
Oh, you could smoke in both of them.
Yeah, you did. While you're skating.
I think those things are gone now. They're still around.
Yeah, they
But
are.
like-
They are.
Yeah,
Back in
there's
the
still
60s, we
skating
had
rinks.
bowling
Or
alleys and
skating,
skating
what
rinks.
bowling? Your skating
But
rinks
not
still
as many
around?
as you used to,
Your
though.
skating
No.
rinks?
There's one in Little Rock, right? And it's out there in West Little Rock.
Yes,
I don't know.
yes.
This is
I
where
don't know
the
if
ice
Hot
skating
Springs
rink
still has
is.
it.
Yeah, and so that's it, right?
Oh yeah, I
That's the
think
only
so.
roller skating rink that I'm aware of. And how many bowling alleys we have? 2 in Central Arkansas. 3,
Professor Bowl.
and the one in West
There's
Little
one
Rock.
in Maumelle.
There's one in Maumelle.
Hot Springs has
Is there one in Benton?
There's one over there at the end of
I don't even
Shackelford,
know.
behind.
Oh yeah, Professor Bowl.
Well, it's
Oh,
not
no.
called. It's not called Professor
Oh,
Bowl.
is it
You
not?
can see it from I-430.
I don't know. There's one called Millennium in Maumelle, and there's one called Professor Bowl that I know everybody
Yeah,
goes to.
that's been there a long time.
And then I don't know about any other ones.
Yeah, you know where? Your Hot Springs has one.
Conway, obviously.
Conway does have, but there used to be you would have multiple. And boy, you're right, Roger. You'd walk in and you could see a heavy roll of smoke there.
You would go, I'm home.
661-1037 is the number. We'll come back to. Did you see the story about Shadur?
Yes.
Listen
again.
It's the second time now, Roger. You know we sometimes go a little.
Cleveland is snake bit.
He is going 101 miles an hour in his Dodge TRX pickup, 41 miles over the speed limit, and he gets pulled over. The cop, I don't think, knows who he is at first. If you've listened to it, it sounds like another cop walks up and goes and hands him something, and he goes, "You can't hand me that now. I've already written the ticket." So it sounded like maybe somebody said, "Do you know who that is?" And listen, the guy, he said, "Man, I can't. I got to write you at 41 miles over. You got."
yeah.
Of course, that's the second one, Roger. As you said, he was doing 91 in a 65 back in June. Well, back in June or early June, right?
Yeah. Okay. You know what?
Yeah, hey, you better watch out. You're gonna lose your license.
Well, the problem is that you can't do that. I'm not going to say we all have. I've been guilty of speeding. I've gotten tickets, and I have been told to slow it down.
Yeah.
And I did not have that incident in
problem.
so close to each other.
I'm just glad, I
Twice.
thought I was a fast driver.
You are.
Until I hung out with Roger.
Oh, you're
Wow.
ridiculous. You are so ridiculous.
Wow.
You know what you are? You grab a handle like a chick when you're in my car. Such a win. You know what?
Only when texting on curves.
Oh,
That's it.
shut up. You are ridiculous.
All right, we got to play a little Beat the Bass.
You're
with
about to beat your bass.
Tori from Down Home Catering. Don't go away.
This is Chuck Barrett inviting you to listen to me call the Hogs on 103.7 The Buzz. KABZ Little Rock.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
Looking for adventure on 2 wheels or 4? Honda of Russellville has the largest Honda selection in the entire state. ATVs, motorcycles, dirt bikes, scooters, and side-by-sides, all priced to move. From the trail to the mud and back again. Check out our Mud Pro series featuring Ranchers, Foremans, and Rubicons. Want more power? Try our Mud Slayer packages on Pioneers and Talons. From mild to wild, Honda of Russellville has exactly what you're looking for. Visit us on Facebook or check out HondaofRussellville.com.
Razorback football, basketball, and baseball right here on your home of the Hogs. 103.7 The Buzz, KABZ Little Rock. Buzz News with KARK's Claire Kreitz.
A government report released Wednesday shows some of the state's groundwater use is unsustainable. The report shows groundwater withdrawal in eastern and southern Arkansas, quote, remains unsustainable. However, 2 aquifers have shown a slight rebound over the last decade. The Department of Agriculture says becoming less dependent on groundwater is a priority. Taking time to cool off this summer is leading to a health scare for some families in Benton. It comes after multiple children were said to have developed burns, rashes, and irritated skin after playing at the Tyndall Park splash pad. The splash pad was shut down immediately by the city after the reports of irritation surfaced. It was later found that one of the pipes had cracked, which caused issues with the water's chemical controller. As they continue to look into the issue, city officials say the splash pad's drainage system is separate from the pipe that cracked. This is Claire Kreitz for the Buzz Radio Network.
Live fan feedback on 103.7 The Buzz is powered by Whit Davis Lumber Plus. Whit Davis Lumber Plus, more than a lumber yard.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Hot and humid weather today. It'll be partly cloudy with a high of 94 and heat index this afternoon around 105. So a heat advisory, the first of the year, has been issued for this afternoon. Also, a slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm. That's just a 10% chance of rain. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Morning Mayhem has teamed up with Moe's Southwest Grill to deliver lunch to one hardworking office each week. Register your office to win at 1037thebuzz.com. One office each week will get a catered lunch for up to 15 people delivered by our friends at Moe's Southwest Grill and hosted by Roger and Baz. To learn more about Moe's Catering, email moescatering@moesar.com.
Hey folks, this is David BAZZEL for Simmons Bank. What started as a hometown bank in Pine Bluff more than 120 years ago, Simmons Bank has expanded their footprint to more than 200 locations across the Mid-South. Simmons Bank offers comprehensive financial solutions delivered with a client-central approach. Last year, Simmons Bank was recognized by U.S. News & World Report as one of the best companies to work for in the South, and in 2023 by Forbes as one of the world's best banks. The Simmons Bank Championship presented by Stevens was named the best tournament on the PGA Tour champions by the golfers themselves. It's very rare that a first-year tournament wins an award from the players like the Simmons Bank Championship did. George Macris and his strong team at Simmons Bank can can help you grow. Give them a shot and tell them Baz sent you. You can find all of their locations on the web at SimmonsBank.com. With more than $27 billion in total assets, Simmons Bank continues to grow. Join me and many others and make Simmons Bank your bank. SimmonsBank.com or check out a branch near you. One of the best banks in America located right here in Arkansas.
For all you parents and grandparents, I have huge news for you. Summerwood Sports, the state-of-the-art sports complex located right off Highway 5 in Bryant, is now offering 2 summer camps for grades 3 through 7 this summer. Campers will not only get to participate in sports, games, movies, and more, but will also receive lunch along with a daily devotional each day. Camps run June 9th through the 12th and July 14th through the 17th. So, don't wait. Sign up today. For more details, click on summerwoodsports.com.
You're gonna stand there and tell me you don't have no whistling bungholes, no spleen splitters, whisker biscuits, honky lighters, Husker do's, Husker don'ts, cherry bombs, nipsy-daisers, or one single whistling kitty chaser?
But Torpedo Joe's Fireworks Superstore does, just 4.5 miles west on Colonel Glenn past the Rave Theater. Torpedo Joe's is West Little Rock's go-to place for fireworks, including commercial show quality cakes and artillery shells, a 10% off discount for Buzz listeners, as well as military, fire, police, and EMTs. And yes, Torpedo Joe's Fireworks Superstore is air-conditioned.
Hi folks, it's Chris Zender here at Frank Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood. Last month our Employee Pricing Plus program was a huge success, so we're going to do it again in June. Employee pricing means you pay what we pay, and you get all the rebates. Everybody qualifies for employee pricing, no gimmicks, no hoops to jump through. Only at Fletcher Dodge do we have discounts up to $14,000 off trucks and finance rates as low as 1.9% for 72 months. Come in today and get employee pricing plus 3.9% financing for 72 months on all new Ram trucks. New Jeep Wranglers up to $7,000 off. And the all new Jeep Compass 4-wheel drive for only $379 a month. And that's with no money down. And again, don't worry about your credit. Go to FletcherCredit.com to get pre-approved in minutes. At Fletcher Dodge, you always get the best price, the lowest finance rate, and more for your trade. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Come see us in person at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road in Sherwood or shop online at FletcherDeals.com.
At the Bet Saracen Sportsbook app, we realize lots of you have thought about opening an account, but you just haven't made that move yet. Well, now's the time with our new player offer. It's easy. You just sign up, use the code WELCOME, deposit at least $25, place a $25 bet, and that's it. Once that bet settles, you'll have $125 in free bets ready to go. Bet Saracen, the most popular sportsbook app in the state. Download it today on all your devices. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hawks Homes are great for duck clubs, hunting clubs, classrooms, and if you need affordable housing, we have 5 bedrooms for under $110,000. All prices include delivery anywhere in the state, setup, underpinning, central heat, and air conditioning. If you have any land problems, no problem. They'll help you find some and help you get the utilities and prep and set up all in the loan. Located in Conway and Bryant, check out the inventory online at hawkshomes.net.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
If I can change.
Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
Then you can change.
Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
Everybody can change.
Here is David BAZZEL, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
Josh, will you take that sound of Joe Klein and amplify it some and then put it back in there for me?
It's on the back side of it, it trails off.
Yeah,
well,
it starts out low. Listen to it. Yeah, can you take that and amplify it, pick that up a little bit and make it a little bit? Thank you, I appreciate that.
We're glad you're with us this morning. Got a busy show. We've already had Pat Bradley, brought to you by Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union and Cabot Outdoors. We got Tori Tisdale Moorhart, the owner of Down Home Catering. We asked her about, are you glad you're out of the restaurant business? And you said yes, because it was a lot. You were doing both.
It was a lot.
The catering business keeps you busy as it is.
It does. You know, I miss seeing everybody at the restaurant. I really, really do. I loved them coming in every day, but it was a lot. It's really nice.
Coming up here shortly, we'll visit with the new president of the University of Arkansas system, which Roger and I were doing some investigating last night, Tori and Josh, and there are 7 campuses that are part of the U of A system. Mm-hmm. Fayetteville, Little Rock, UMS, Monticello, UAPB, Fort Smith, and the University of Arkansas Grantham. Don't know what that is. Does anybody know what that is? I've been here 45 years, and I don't know what that is. Then they've got 8 two-year colleges, including Pulaski Tech. That's part of the University of Arkansas system. Then they have 6 other units, including like the Winthrop Rockefeller Institute and the Clinton School of Public Service, Roger, the Arkansas School of Mathematics over in Hot Springs. So this gentleman, the new president, JB Saria, hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. He is in charge, and glad to have him in coming up here shortly. Danny West will check in with us, talk to us about all the things we need to know about Razorback recruiting. We've got our Hawks Homes movie review on Usual Suspects, a movie with great acting. Roger, you're the actor of our group.
I am a major.
But there's some good acting. There's some good acting going on in that.
It's a great cast.
It's a great cast. What would you call that? What do you call that?
Ensemble.
Ensemble.
Yeah, it's an ensemble.
It is.
Listen, and we know them all.
We're going to have Heather Baker on the show to tell us what's happening this weekend. We've got the Girls from Sports clip coming up. They're raising money for Camp Aldersgate.
Yeah, that's cool.
Tori, I don't know if you've ever done anything for them. It's it's basically they do camp activities for special needs.
Now, is your hairstylist coming in?
No, she is not coming in. Yeah, that's Junji. That's Junji. We got Cassandra and Sierra.
Chrissy's mine, and neither is she. But they do something all the time. They've got a lot going on this month and next month as well. But we'll get them to tell us.
They're donating $5 from every full-price MVP haircut to Camp Aldersgate. I've also got to say happy birthday to our CEO, Terry Mayhem. We don't know if it's actually today. We need to look that up, but
we will wish her
we're
we're
welcoming her to a new decade.
Yeah, the water's fine.
That's exactly right.
Come on in. Come on in.
We'll also have Brandon LeCue of Moe's coming in. He's providing lunch for them today. We got to play Beat the Bass here in a minute. Yes. We've been doing this for how long? Tori, how long have you been coming in the show?
Oh, my gosh.
15?
At least 15.
15
I think
years.
It's probably over 15 years.
Tommy and I started the show in 2004.
Okay.
So that's how long we started, and so that's how long it's been. And also, Josh, we've got to do, and Roger, we got to do Finish the Lyric. We got to do this. So, Josh, you'll have the Justin Moore Finish the Lyric. 661-1037. So we need somebody now. Roger, it's the beginning of summer.
It is.
Today's the longest day of the year.
When does summer start?
What's that?
What time does summer start?
It started, I guess, this morning at
I don't know. It's not necessarily
4 o'clock.
like that. I don't know. Is that right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Tori, when you think of a summer song, what's a summer song that comes to mind for you? Is there one that sort of stands out?
Oh, there's a bunch of them.
There's a ton.
There are
but
so
I don't even
many.
know it. Some of them have summer in it. Some of them don't. Some of them talk about heat. Some of them talk about
That's
hot.
Yes, yeah.
For sure.
Couple things, too, before we play. We need a contestant, 661-1037. Cabot has a bowling alley. We're getting your text. We see that. Main event is the one I was talking about that overlooks 430.
Yeah, that's right.
Skateland in Pine Bluff still has a wooden floor.
Skateland
still has a wooden floor. All skate.
You know, there's an Ace Hardware. I don't know if it's part of the group that we deal with there in Sheridan that we did a show in once before. It wasn't no skate.
That's right. It was.
It still has.
I forgot about that. Yeah, and then somebody said Cersei has one. Okay, I think they have a bowling alley. So they are here. I'm just saying there's not. There used to be a few more.
That was the thing to. I mean, like. Oh my gosh.
Listen, we didn't have an iPhone to look at it all day long.
You didn't. And we would go to all night skates, and that was like so cool.
Yes.
All
skate.
Yes.
What kind of range in pricing when you're doing a catering for like a wedding or whatever or a big party? Is it like, hey, I can do this for $7 a head, $8 a head?
Oh yeah, no, not for parties and stuff. I mean, there's always something you can do. It just depends on like what type of food they want, or are you going to be there staffing it? You know, do you have all your chafing dishes? Do you have, it just really literally depends on what they want, especially some of these larger events. Like staffing is such a big deal.
What's the smallest group you'll do?
Oh, well, 10. I try to do 10 people.
At least 10.
At least 10.
That's an office. That's a small
Yeah, that's
office.
off like breakfast and lunch stuff, afternoon things, dinners. But
Well, listen, you're dependable. You put out your own phone number, so that's one thing that you want to have somebody you can count on. And you've been doing this for so long.
22 years.
Yeah, if you want to ask for something special, you can arrange it. I know you've done stuff for Heather Baker. Did you get the open?
Yeah.
Let's hear this open. Now, one of the things about this open, we have had the same open for whatever 15, 17 years we've been doing that.
Right.
And the funny thing is RJ Hawk pronouncing breakfast, the plural of breakfast. So he goes breakfast, and we've never changed it, much to the chagrin of RJ Hawk.
Yes.
We need a contest at 661-1037. Roger, let's hit it.
Sherwood is thank you to Trim Man. It's Sherwood, not Sheridan. I said Sheridan. I guess Sherwood is where the True Value Ace or whatever.
I thought it was Sheridan.
I did too.
No,
it's Sherwood.
Okay.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's no big deal. Here we go. Once again, thank you, David.
Well, it's one for the money, two for the show, three to get ready. Now go, cat, go.
Now, come on.
Beat the Baz. Yeah, I'll beat the Baz. You want to beat the Baz? I can beat the Baz. I can definitely beat the Baz. It's time to beat the Baz.
Break out the fine china, chill the lemonade, tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak.
Sponsored by Down Home Catering. From everything from office breakfasts to watch parties, call Tori at Down Home Catering, 804-4330.
That is a representative of.
I love it.
I do too.
All right, listen, don't be scared out there. Bring it on. Let's go.
Yes.
For example, Roger, let's
we
give an
need to
example.
beat David.
Let's give an example of Beat the Baz.
They're all going to be something to do with summer, summertime.
Oh, well,
all
this is
that.
tough. This is tough. All right, here we go.
It could be. Are you ready?
Lord.
Yes.
All right, we'll do that. It's going to be like this. Let me make sure. Let me turn it all up.
Don't be scared out there.
Don't be
661-1037. Let's go.
Don't be
Let's go
scared.
out there. You guys always want a piece of me. Let's go. Let's see what you got.
All right, what is this one?
Daddy's hands. Daddy's hands.
Uh-huh.
That's a summer song?
No, I'm just
okay.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh,
And the name of the band or the song.
Which one was there, Raj? Good Times by Chic. Here, I'll let you have this, Roger. So if you want to.
Who's this?
Hey, morning, guys. This is Blake and Maumelle.
Hey, Blake and Maumelle.
Hey, Blake, what's up,
and
buddy?
he's not scared.
That's right. We know Blake. He's not scared.
All right, Blake, can you hear that?
Right now, I hear nothing.
You don't hear that music right there?
How about
No.
now?
Don't hear a thing.
Now?
I'm not scared, but I might be deaf.
It's okay. No,
Wow.
Can you hear anything now?
Does anybody else out there hear the music?
No, I don't hear it.
Can you hear it now?
Yeah.
You do. Now you do?
A little bit. I mean,
Okay,
I
yeah.
hear it.
Well, see, that's it.
Okay.
We've got a problem with the.
Now I got it.
Okay. All right. He said he's got it now. All right.
All right.
We're playing for. We've got a variety of prizes, but I know we're going to do Trav tickets.
Okay.
So they have a big game Saturday where I think it's pickleball, and I think they're giving away actually pickleball paddles.
Do they have like
Pickleball's
Trav's
so
pickleball
popular
paddles?
now.
Yes, exactly. What's that?
Pickleball is so
I know
popular.
it is. All right, Blake. Here we go. So what we want to do, Roger? You just want to say your my name, like BAZZEL or Baz or Terry.
No, I you yell it out. I'm pretty good at is hearing who I hear it first. Now let
So
me
just say our name.
You can say whatever you want, or
Okay.
just scream out the answer.
Okay. Well, okay.
Are you feeling lucky, David?
Yeah. All right. Here we go.
Okay.
Blake. Here we go.
Blake.
All right, Blake.
You're good to go.
I'm hearing.
I want to make sure one more time. You heard that.
I heard that.
All right, my brother. I don't think there's that much of a delay. So name the band or name the song
Either one.
or something that sounds like the name of the song, and you'll win. Here we go. They're all about summer.
Oh God. Something rap.
Boom!
yes.
Dancing in the street.
Oh, very good, Blake. Good job.
You were
Blake,
so
that's
good.
very good.
All right. Is it 1-1?
One, yeah. Blake and Tori, is that right?
Yes.
That's right.
All right.
You got
and
this,
Bazzy
Blake.
Wazzy. All right, Blake, that's one. What are we going to, 4?
Yes, first to 4.
All right, here it is. What's the name of this one?
This
Just
is
checking to
yeah.
see.
I think it's the
trying to
same
keep you on
one.
your toes. I'm cleansing your palate. Here
Oh,
we go.
yes,
Let's go.
yes.
Van Halen.
I'll let you have it.
David Lee Roth.
Beach.
You know what?
Wait.
No.
Beach Boys.
Beach Boys.
Beach Boys. I'm sorry. I'm gonna let
oh.
I'll let that. You know what? That was my fumble.
Okay,
Does
scratch
not
that.
count.
Okay.
Scratch
Does
that.
not count. Does not
Get
count.
the name right in front of you over there. Are you playing it again? Roger? Are you playing
Answer
it again?
just play the game.
Beach
We're just-
Boys. This.
David Lee Roth.
David Lee Roth.
Oh.
That's the one right there.
Oh, okay.
That's the one I'm letting you have. I'm just trying.
What
to,
was the one before that?
That was the Beach Boys. doing
Oh,
the same
Ah,
thing.
gotcha. They
Oh.
sampled it. They sampled
That's
it. yes.
exactly
Oh,
right. When they
okay.
stole it. Here
Two-
we
two-
go.
2-1 me.
Band
Come on,
or
Blake.
song?
Summer Dream.
Boom!
Wow, good job,
Wait,
Blake.
wait. Let's say it again. What'd you say, Blake?
Summer Dream.
Not it.
That's not it? What,
yeah.
You acted like it was it. Is it not?
Because I didn't. I wanted. He got half of it right.
It's Summer Dreams.
Summertime.
This sounds like a cover, too.
Hold on. Here it comes. Here it comes. Come on, Blake. You're on it.
See the curtains hanging in the window.
Summer.
In the
Come on, Blake.
I'm trying to.
I'm trying. Come on, Blake.
Summer blues.
Here we come.
You're so close.
Summer breeze.
Oh, man.
All right, she got it first.
Breeze.
The summer breeze. That's
Makes
what
me
it
feel
is.
fun.
Right on the hair of your
Well, listen,
chin
if you
and
say
chin.
summer, you're halfway right on every song.
That's it. Well, almost.
Hey, in my
almost.
defense, you said anything that sounds like a song. And
No,
that
that's true.
doesn't
No,
sound
yeah,
like
you know, in your defense, you are correct. You are
What's the
correct.
score? Is it 2-2?
It's 2-1. 2-1, Blake. 2-1
here we
team
go.
Blake. Here we go.
Okay, we got this, Blake.
Summer 69.
Summer 69.
Brian,
Summer 69.
Brian what?
Summer 69. Brian Adams.
Brian Adams.
And here we go. Here we
3-1,
go.
3-1.
3-1. This is one of the two greatest words in all of Beat the Baz. Song 4. Here we go.
Easy, you should
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, it's from what is his name?
Come on.
He played in Arkansas when I was
Wait, you know I said it.
I think she got
What'd you
it.
say?
She said
Huey
you,
Lewis.
Lewis. I think she edged me.
No.
by Oh, it's not you,
It's
Lewis?
not.
No, this
Who
is from
is
Beverly Hills
Come on,
Cop.
Blake.
Come on.
Oh God.
It's
Come on, Blake.
I would have crushed you all this game.
Oh my God, I know it's so hard. Ah.
it's our guy.
No, he's not our guy.
Bob Seger. Bob Seger.
No.
The heat is
to be
on.
clear.
The heat is on.
What'd you say?
The heat is on.
What'd you say, Blake?
I said hit to be square.
Okay,
That
heat is
was all.
on.
Heat is
That's
on.
it right
Who
there.
sings
There
it?
it is.
That is Glenn Fry, right?
Yeah, it's Glenn Fry. It
Really?
is. Yeah,
Oh,
I was
I don't
thinking
know.
Eagles when I first heard it.
All right.
Heat is on.
Yeah, all right.
That was game
3-2.
5. Right now it's
Suck.
3-2. 3-2. Here it is. Here it is. Let me see where I'm going. Where I'm going. Let me see.
Bob Seger.
Bob Seger, Hollywood Nights.
Dadgummit.
There it is. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Joe. There it is. Very good. Very good. Congratulations, Blake. You're the
Oh,
winner.
man.
You're
We
the
beat
winner.
The Baz. Woohoo!
Yeah, very nice. Thanks for
Yay.
sponsoring that all these years. Listen, you know, Josh, it's really easy for you to go, oh, I could really beat you.
Listen,
Everybody says that till they get in here in this
it's
room.
a lot harder
Okay.
than
Turn on
you
the mic.
think.
Everybody says that.
I'm on the mic in here, though.
But
Yeah, it's
listen,
different.
You can sing it, you can dance it, you can be like, oh my God, I know this. And you're like,
right.
Yes.
what in the world is this?
That's right.
I'm in the mesothelioma room. I still got that stuff correct. I'm fine.
661-1037. I did notice it was, speaking of Beach Boys, it's Brian Wilson's birthday, who we just
lost.
Yeah, another great, I was going to see if this guy had a summer, because it's his birthday day, a summer song. Lionel Richie. Did he have a summer song?
I don't know if he had that, but he may have had a summer sausage.
You know, too, this is the, because today's the first day of summer, you've got we're talking about, this is the 15th anniversary of Jaws.
Yes.
What has been one of your favorite summer blockbusters? Because the last 5 years, you know what they've been the last 5 years? You ready for this? And this is according to this article I read. All right. Inside Out 2, which I don't know what that is.
It's a kid's movie. Kind
Barbie. I remember that. You had
Yeah.
the Barbie Heimer. Had the rise of Barbie Heimer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oppenheimer
Yeah,
deal.
and then you have Top Gun Maverick when that came out. What
Yes.
summer that was?
Wow, was that a couple of years ago now?
I think so. Black
Jimmy.
Widow.
Well, I don't see color.
You know Black Widow. That's with Scarlett
I know,
Johansson.
yes.
And then Tenet. That was a
That terrible Christopher Nolan movie that people will tell you is good.
yeah.
I
Whoa,
never saw
whoa.
that.
And so those were the 5. And so of course Jaws was the one that sort of set this thing on fire. To where,
Sort of.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you had Star Wars after that. You had remember Will Smith? You know, with Independence Day.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So you had all those. So if you have a favorite summer movie, we were talking about Jaws. I remember Tori because we grew up on the beach, and I remember we had like a church function on like a Friday night, and so we'd seen the movie that week. So that all of us get up that Saturday morning and walk to the beach, and we all stood there. And I remember it vividly. I was probably 12 or 13. I can't remember how old it was. What was the year? 76? Is that when I said?
5-6, yeah.
Yeah. So I just remember thinking, I'm not sure I want to go out there. Even though we'd never seen a great white on the Panhandle, it was still, we'd never seen sharks presented in that way.
Yeah.
And I remember too, Roger, if you remember, You remember who wrote the book?
I do, Peter Benchley.
Peter Benchley. And you remember what was on the cover?
I do.
What was it?
It was
It's a terrifying.
Yeah, the shark.
The shark's coming up, and what's at the top of the book?
The girl.
The girl. Yes.
Swimming.
And that first scene where she gets attacked at the water buoy thing. That's a violent. I mean, we all were like, "Holy crap!"
Yeah.
My
They tell us
parents
why it was
went to
violent as
see
well.
the Jaws at the drive-in movies.
Yeah.
I was 70. So I was 5.
Yeah.
And my dad, they still talk about it. My dad choked on popcorn because it
startled him so bad.
He choked on popcorn, but the drive-through. They
listen,
don't even have those anymore, do they?
No, it's
drive-in, not drive-through.
It was a scary movie.
Not only that, you have a child a kid gets eaten. The Kittner boy.
Oh, he does. That's
why,
right.
That's why he's like, I don't want you to pull some kind of half-assed autopsy and have the Kittner boy spill it all over the dock.
Yeah, and then the other. Remember, you saw the leg of the guy. Hey, boys, y'all okay?
Yes.
And then you see the
Still
leg.
had tennis shoe on.
Here
I
it is.
watched some kind of movie and it had Richard Dreyfuss in it. It was either on Netflix or one of those, and it was like a Jaws thing.
Well, he was in Jaws.
Don't you think that this song is one of the reasons that made that?
Yeah.
Terrifying.
He remember what you've seen the story, Roger. He calls whoever the composer is.
John Williams.
Calls Spielberg over. He said, I want to show you this, and he hits the 2 notes. Spielberg is like, that's it, and it was magic.
Oh my God! I know everyone still goes dun dun.
The
dun,
shark
dun.
was the music. When you didn't have the shark, you had the dorsal fin. You couldn't see the rest of the shark. And I remember the head popping out of the boat. Oh my gosh, it was.
What was the name of the boat?
Oh, what was the name of the boat, Tori?
Oh gosh, let's see.
I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
I should know that.
Absolutely. Killer whale.
Orca.
Nailed it.
That's exactly right.
Nailed it.
That's why he is the king of all trivia
why
and the
he was-
actor.
And one of my favorite lines.
Pump it out, Chief. Trying to go under. Jay can with 3 barrels on him, not with 3.
Not with 3
Not
barrels.
with 3 barrels, he can't. Not with
Not
3
with 3
barrels.
barrels. That was another great deal. Where those barrels disappeared and then they pop up.
Yep.
Yes.
I mean, it's great movie making. And Spielberg was 27 years old. We'll review our movie of the week, brought to you by Halt's Homes. Usual Suspects coming up. Tori, what's your number for Down Home Catering?
501-804-4330.
804-4330.
Yep.
And that's something that you've had for 21 years.
Absolutely.
And that phone's been blown up. So if you've got an event,
Yep.
Tori will take really good care of it. She did. Listen, we didn't see Josh for like the first 10 minutes once you arrived, and they're shoveling food in his mouth.
Good.
All right, when we come back, we'll share the studio with a former lieutenant, always forever retired Lieutenant General who's running the University of Arkansas system. So don't go away. 725.
River City Flooring presents Pat Bradley in the Zone with Justin and DJ each week. River City Flooring. Find them online at rivercityflooringinc.com. That's rivercityflooringinc.com.
This is Sports Center.
The 2025 NBA Finals will see a 7th and decisive game after Game 6 last night. The Pacers win 108-91 after a swarming defensive performance that saw them hold the Thunder to just 42% from the floor and 8 for 30 from beyond the arc, which is only 27%. The Pacers made 15 of their 42 three-point attempts en route to a 17-point blowout victory. It was Obi Toppin who led the way with 20 points and 6 boards. He was 4-7 from beyond the arc. The ailing Tyrese Halliburton scored 14 points and dished out 5 assists. Pascal Siakam finished with 16 points and 13 rebounds. Game 7 will take place in Oklahoma City on Sunday night. You can catch the game at 7 p.m. on ABC. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
A heat advisory this afternoon, meaning the heat index could get around 105, the actual high temperature 94. It'll be partly cloudy with a 10% chance of a shower or thunderstorm. Then tonight, mostly clear, staying very warm and humid with an overnight low of 76. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Wes Moore. Coming up Friday on Out of Bounds, Steve Sullivan will stop by the studio. We'll look back at the Diamond Hogs' great season and, of course, the disappointing finish. Neil Atkinson from Bet Saracen will be with us. We'll talk about some of the promotions, the NBA Finals, and a whole lot more. And Brian Edwards will join us. We'll get some picks from Brian for the weekend. All that and a whole lot more coming up Friday on Out of Bounds.
We all plan to be on time, but fender benders, damaged windshields, and slick roads quickly disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design personal protection plans that work for you and help keep you on track. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter agents Justin Sollers, Dan Cook, or Brian Kress in North Little Rock today.
In search of a great happy hour? Then look no further than at the Butcher Shop Steakhouse. Each and every weekday from 4 till 6. Great specials on appetizers, draft beer, house wines, well drinks, and cocktails. Inside the bar or out on the patio. Enjoy happy hour at the Butcher Shop.
Most people think HR is pushing out payroll and filling out forms, but you know better. You're looking to shape culture, drive strategy, and truly lead people. And on June 24th, you can be seen and heard at the TPC Together Conference. Attend sessions to help grow and strengthen your organization and connect with a community that actually gets what you do. June 24th at the Oasis Hotel and Convention Center in Springfield. Space is limited, so register now for the HR event that's redefining what's possible. The TPC Together Conference.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
If you have a passion for adventure and unmatched quality, then head to Honda of North Little Rock for the best lineup of quality motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides. They have Honda's best models and will find the perfect ride just for you. That's Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
Always make sure to say please and thank you. Morning Mayhem is back on the air, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
Daddy's hand, hardest steel when I did wrong. Daddy's hand is always gentle. Ways of love, Daddy's hand.
That is the 3-time delay version of Daddy's Hand. One of our favorite new clips.
It is indeed. Absolutely.
It is 7:30 here on this first day of summer, the longest day of the year. We're glad you're with us. Tori from Down Home Catering is with us, hanging out. Great to see Tori. The phone number again, Tori?
501-804-4330.
We did say it's the longest day of the year. Roger will be playing summer songs all day long. Yeah. We've got a lot to talk about. You got the Pacers beating the Thunder last night. You got a Game 7. The big news for the Trojans of Little Rock, Benton's Terrion Burgess commits to Darrell Walker. That's a huge.
I didn't
get.
See that coming.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
So it's a huge get for them. So congratulations there. We'll see what happens from there. And our next guest is somebody I've been excited to get on the show, Roger.
Yeah.
I can't even remember, Jay, who you were with that night. I'm blank now who you were with at Trios. I can't remember who you were eating dinner with.
Well, he was actually on a little bit earlier. There's an ad that Dr. Lowry Barnes.
Oh, it's Lowry. It was Lowry. Yes.
Orthopedic, the Orthopedic Surgical Hospital, yeah.
He's a great guy. So, yes, you're retired U.S. Air Force Lieutenant General and president now, new president of the University of Arkansas System, JB Saria. And Jay, great to have you.
Oh, it is great to be here. Thanks, Dave.
Listen, your career has been remarkable. You grew up a military kid.
Yeah, Air Force brat. Yeah,
Air Force brat. You grew up in Europe, right?
Yep, Europe.
And now you've come over here and you had a great military career, but now you've gotten into education. You were at A&M, Texas A&M, right?
I was.
Branch of that, right?
Well, I was running their location in Washington, D.C.
Yeah, and you just started with the U of A system. In January.
In January, yeah. I've only been here 5 months.
So you've 35 years in the Air Force?
Yeah, 35 and a half.
Oh, my
yeah.
gosh. Thank you, sir.
And Roger,
Thank you.
listen, I'm going to read just a few things. Just
Oh, my gosh.
spare with. So during your military career, you served as Deputy Commander, Combined Air Force Component, U.S. Central Command, Southwest Asia. You were responsible for the command and control of air operations in a 20-nation area where key operations, resolute support in Afghanistan, and inherent resolve in Iraq and Syria were executed under your command. You served as the Commander, U.S. Air Force Warfare Center, Nels Air Force Base, Nevada, Vice Commander, 14th Air Force Space Command at Vandenberg Air Force Base, California.
David, you're going to have to take a breath.
I know. Listen, it goes on and on and on. And I saw where you were a command pilot with more than 3,900 hours in the T-37, T-38, F-15, H-860, F-35A aircraft.
All true. All true.
I mean, you're a living, breathing Top Gun. You're Tom Cruise.
I was lucky. I was lucky.
I mean, you have been in the heat of the battle. You've flown those kind of missions before.
I've had some amazing opportunities in the Air Force, and a chance to serve. I'd do it all again. If I was 20, I'd do it all again.
Right. You mentioned you're Rogers and I. You're 62.
I am.
And,
I am.
So what made you decide to come to Arkansas? You were the Texas A&M system. What made you decide to come here?
Well, I was looking for some way to grow in higher ed, and this dropped in front of me with a chance to come to Arkansas, and I was drawn to the system that's going on here in Arkansas. You hit a little bit of it earlier.
Right.
There's
it's crazy.
20 campuses, divisions all over the state.
For those who missed that, 7 universities, including Fayetteville, Little Rock, UMS, Medical Sciences, Monticello, Pine Bluff, Fort Smith, and Arkansas Grantham, which I'm going to need to learn about, which I don't know about.
It's online. It is
online. Okay.
That is the online university.
Did not know that. 8 two-year colleges, including Pulaski Tech, which we talk about quite a bit. No folks who've done this.
We should.
Yeah. So that's 8 two-year colleges. And then you have these other units, which is with the Rockefeller Institute, the Clinton School of Public Service, the high school at Rogers' hometown, School of Mathematics, Sciences, and the Arts. I mean, it's crazy how much that we have with this system.
Yeah, and it has an impact in 75 of the 75 counties. I mean, the Division of Ag, you didn't hit that, but I mean, they're out there. They're soil testing for farmers. We're doing R1 research up in Fayetteville. We got medical research going on here. We've given out a degree. We graduated 14,000 people this semester.
Wow, that's amazing. And it didn't mention law schools.
Right. There's 2 law schools.
2 law schools.
Yeah, medical schools.
Yeah, medical schools.
Yeah,
that's a lot. Do you walk in there? Do you realize? I mean, is it for what you've done? You've done so much. No big deal? You've got that many? Or no problem?
There is a lot going on in all directions, and it's all just about a chance to help the campuses succeed.
Yeah. How do you manage that? I mean, there's so many people. Hey, we're over here. We need help. We need attention.
Because I have unbelievable senior leaders at these campuses. I mean, Arkansans should be proud of this system. And these leaders that are leading these campuses, I mean, my job is just to help them when they're working on things.
Your 2 predecessors you mentioned during the break, Mr. Bobbitt.
Yep.
What's his first name?
Don
Bobbitt.
Yeah, Dr. Don Bobbitt, yep.
I did not get to know him. I met him a few times. Yeah. But I remember Alan Sugg.
Yeah, Alan Sugg.
A great guy. And it's hard to believe there's only been 2. You're only number 3.
Yeah, I'm only number 3.
That is
only
wild.
number 3.
I would have thought there was more.
Yeah. It's well, listen, we're glad to have you here. Now, everybody would go, the Razorbacks.
Absolutely,
got to pay attention to Fayetteville. Yeah. Does that get that because the board, obviously, that board position? I know some folks on the board.
Right.
Does that get a majority of your attention, or a lot of the attention, just because it's the flagship?
I mean, he gets a lot of attention, but Chancellor Robinson, I mean, he does an outstanding job up there in Fayetteville. Yeah. So I mean, it's like I said, it's about me helping them, but my job is really to synchronize some of those efforts across the campuses.
Right.
When you mentioned there's 8 community colleges that are out there, they're out there, making an impact in those local communities.
Yeah, you don't have to go to a 4-year college.
You don't.
I think people look down on 2-year colleges, and I think now the last 10, 15 years, or maybe 20, that's not the case.
The impact they're making in this state and the workforce that they're developing.
Yeah.
I mean, I went to 7 commencement ceremonies in May, and it was everything from PhDs, to men and women that are going to truck driver's license and welding and medical school. I mean, we're doing a lot.
Now, you're an Air Force man. You also oversaw the Air Force Academy.
I did.
Yeah, how cool is that, Roger? I mean, how neat is that?
That is a magical place. These are 18-year-olds that want to serve their nation. I mean, being around them, it was remarkable.
And you're, for your transition, you grew up in Europe as a kid of a military man, and now you're leading after flying, military missions. I mean, your career it's gone, from one end to the other. Pretty impressive.
Well, this job, it's about the next generation.
Yeah.
This is about developing the next generation of Arkansans to serve this state.
What is the majority, all those colleges, is there a demographic breakdown in terms of, is a certain age? Because obviously in Fayetteville you would presume the 18 to 20, 24.
Right.
But does that change with all the other? I'm sure with the 2-year colleges you might see a difference in that.
Yeah, because it's about meeting students where they're at. I mean, students that are, that 18 to 24 age group, certainly. But this is also about adult learners, the online learners, graduate schools, professional schools. So we have a chance to meet the students where they're at.
I would not put you on the spot to try to embarrass you. But, Roger, I wonder, could you name, Roger, the mascots of the schools that I mentioned before? University of Arkansas.
Razorbacks.
University of Arkansas Little Rock.
Trojan.
University of Arkansas Pine Bluff.
Golden Lions.
University of Arkansas Fort Smith. I'm out on that one. I'm going
to take a guess. Marshalls.
the Marshalls Museum, very. And then the other one is I don't know what that is. And then you have the
with the online
Monticello. That's the is that the
boll weevil?
Is that the boll weevil?
Yeah. Yep, that's the boll weevils. That's the boll weevils.
So are you you have to be loyal to all those sports programs, athletic programs, and that's another part. We're a sports show, although we do. We're more like barbershop radio, as I think I've told you. Is that, man, how do you help navigate these schools through the NIL world and transfer portal world? Do you stay out of it and let the athletic directors do their jobs, or are you counsel to them as well?
Oh, yeah, absolutely counsel to them. Also some legal counsel to them. I mean, we're always watching what the latest is and greatest with certainly the House settlement and those deals and the NCAA. Yeah, we're very aware of all of those steps all the time.
Yeah, so you have to go to each of these schools, like you said, 7 ceremonies, and you've got to fit in and know exactly what's happening on those campuses.
Right.
They are. It's like having kids, right?
And we love all our children.
That's right. You've got two boys. They're living out in California.
2 boys.
Yep. No grandkids yet.
No grandkids.
Here's the greatest thing, Tori, is what he said, and I heard this one the day he was hired here, or the day it was announced. He and his wife, both of them, have made 20 moves together.
20 moves.
20 moves.
Oh, my word.
20. Tori,
and nowhere that we've moved has been this welcoming and this warm. I mean, it's been unbelievable. It's really been unbelievable.
That deserves a big bell right there. Yeah. I was going to ask, what have you, now you've been in Arkansas just a short time, what is your first takeaway, from our small but great state?
Well, like I mentioned, so welcoming. But the University of Arkansas system, like I said, Arkansas should be proud of this system because it's having an impact across the state. I mean, Northwest certainly is booming, but this is having an impact in places like Forest City and in Hot Springs and Monticello. I mean, Stuttgart. I mean, it is having an impact all over the state.
Is your goal to try to get out and try to shake hands and meet people?
I have been to every campus unit division, and then I'm going to keep going back.
Gotcha.
I mean, I got to go see what they need, what their challenges are, what their opportunities are.
Do you you're a sports guy at all? I figured,
absolutely.
So give us your history of sports fandom. I'm sure you're obviously an Air Force guy.
I'm an Air Force
guy. Of course,
guy.
Remember Roger, who was my coach that coached at the Air Force Academy?
Kenny Hatfield.
Ken Hatfield.
Oh, yeah.
Have you had a chance to be around Ken?
I have.
Great guy. So tell us about your sports. Growing up in Europe, what was sort of your sports?
Well, I mean, there's being in Europe, there's a lot of soccer playing, at the young age. But I'm a baseball fan.
Okay.
I
heard you're a passionate baseball fan.
I am a passionate baseball fan. I am a Dodgers follower, but
that's an easy one this year.
But I'll watch a great baseball game at any level.
Okay.
I mean, I've probably been to 25 major league parks, 20 minor league parks. I'm a tourist. I'm a baseball tourist.
Is it a goal to go to all of them?
It is.
It is. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So, but did you grow up being a Dodgers kid?
I did.
So, Roger, we remember back in those days, you had the Steve Garvey and the Ron Says, and
I was there watching Fernando when he
Valenzuela.
That's
I
right.
think we've got a clip about that.
We do, but we ain't playing it.
Valenzuela actually came here, Jay.
Really?
Actually came here.
Really?
And,
So this is sacred ground.
He
right?
was going through his rehab, and it was the old Traveler Field, not the new one.
Is it the old one?
It was the old one,
I don't
and
remember
it was so big that they let fans. This is no joke. That the famous general manager Roger Bill Valentine, he let fans come on the warning track, and he put a rope around and let them stay there during the game. They were watching the game from the warning track because he wanted to get as many people as he could in there. I don't even remember how many innings that Valenzuela threw.
I don't know, but it was huge.
But yeah, of course, you saw yesterday the owner of the Dodgers is about the Lakers.
Yeah.
Do you consider yourself? I mean, obviously a West Coast.
Not really.
Oh yeah. How can you be? Now I'm glad you've ridded yourself of those darn Aggies. That Aggie connection. So have you learned just from a Razorback?
Although we do love their marching band. So.
The great
Matt
marching
is
band.
one of the unbelievable band.
Yeah, so have you learned, again, we know you've got all these different campuses, but, I'm an old Razorback, and so
Right,
with a lot of Razorback popularity. Have you already learned about the hatred that we of the fan bases and the schools that we love to hate at Arkansas?
Yeah, absolutely,
LSU's, the Ole Misses, and
that
Texas.
that is clear.
Yeah,
Oh,
Texas
that
has been
is
there
very clear.
a long time. So
back in the old Southwest Conference.
Southwest
days,
Conference days, that's right. I had Lou Holtz was my coach along with Ken Hatfield, and a lot of great tradition. I know you were in Omaha. I know you were in Omaha.
I was in Omaha.
In which game? What was the last game you saw?
I saw the no-hitter. I saw
You saw,
Gage Wood, the no-hitter.
you saw history.
Yep.
How
Yep,
cool.
I did
As a
see
baseball
history.
guy, you had to love that.
Unbelievable
Yeah.
moment. Unbelievable moment.
Yeah,
Loved
to be-
absolutely every pitch, every inning. It was unbelievable.
Hard to believe it had been 65 years since that had happened.
Yeah, what an accomplishment.
And then you want to comment on just the misery of what happened?
Well, I'm not calling it misery. I mean, I'm not calling it misery. There's not a coach in this country that would have looked at a lineup that had a Loy at shortstop and Davlin in left field and thought that's exactly what they wanted.
Yeah, and I love what Dave Van Horn said. He told Davlon, he said we would have lost, or he said we would have lost 10 SEC games.
Yeah,
if
we
not for you.
wouldn't have been there if it wasn't. Yeah.
But what's crazy, Jade, if you just tuned in, we're visiting with the new president of the University of Arkansas system, JB Saria, is that we've had a history of these kind of struggles, and it hurts and it's painful for fans. We did have a 1994 national championship in basketball. And so we love Dave Van Horn. Dave was actually in school with me for a year.
Coach,
great coach, and I think you saw that exhibited, on the post-game press conference. And it hurts. The great thing about it, if it hurts, it means something. And I think you've probably been able to see the passion of Razorback fans. All these
I've been
schools.
all over the state, and there are Razorback flags in yards all in every corner of the state. But let's bring it up a level. Let's think about Little Rock. I mean, they took LSU to the brink.
They did. We love Chris Curry.
On a national stage with Little Rock across their chest. I mean, that was an unbelievable moment.
To have both those schools, excelling at the same time. I mean, they were on ESPN. They were on the mothership.
Well, I'll give you one more. Down there, the Boll Weevils in Monticello, they were an at-large bid in Division II in their region.
Yeah, look at you.
So,
look at this guy right here.
That's 3 baseball teams at the national level in Arkansas. I mean, that's remarkable.
We're going to like this guy. He's following sports.
Well, we can get our Boll Weevil on. That's right.
Well, listen, yes, we've had some Boll Weevils on. We had a great commercial about Boll Weevils, right?
Sure, that's right.
We'll take a break, come back.
Who was that?
It was,
He's
my gosh.
It was for Delta Pest.
He goes, I've been a red bug.
Not Harold Horton.
A Boll Weevil. How bad are we? I can claim.
I'm telling you,
I can claim CTE.
Well, you know what? And I blame cholesterol meds.
What about Jackson Wells? Have you guys hit that?
Yes, he's a regular. He's a regular caller on the midday show. Listen. What they did, and it looked bad for a while. They lost 14 in a row. Yeah. But to go on that journey, it's changed that program probably forever. And Chris is a great guy. We love Chris, and of course we have Double R in the afternoon who had an honorary degree from there. I don't know if you had a chance to listen to the great Randy Rainwater in the afternoons, but we'll have to introduce you. What are we going to do with the break with
the Air Force?
Exactly.
Gotta love that.
We'll come back and visit with Jay a little bit more and Tori. And we know that you've got a meeting at 8 o'clock, so we're going to get you out of here.
Alrighty.
We invite you to come back again.
Anytime.
Yeah, we're in your corner. We're in your corner.
Oh, we definitely are. Larry Lacewell.
Larry Lacewell.
Thank you,
Good
guys.
Lord.
Thank you.
Terrible. We don't remember things sometimes, Jay.
I'm telling you. We need CoQ10.
It's part of being 62.
All right, do not go away. 7:45. Number 53 here, and back in my day, I was fortunate to be around some great teams, along with some great teammates. And even now, all these years later, I'm also grateful to be a part of a great team here at 103.7 The Buzz. But another great team that I've come to appreciate over the years is the team over at Edwards Food Giant, and there are 11 stores located all over the metropolitan area, including their Edwards Cash Saver stores. And let me tell you this, if you haven't been to the newest Edwards Food Giant in North Little Rock in the Lakewood Village Shopping Center, you really need to stop by there. This store is truly the most beautiful grocery grocery store that I've ever been inside of. The layout with their used selection and inventory, including their deli and salad bars, is the best. Of course, their meat department at Edwards will truly blow you away, too. That newest Edwards store has everything from heat and eat, meal solutions, weekly specials, to a giant wine department, to their dry-aged beef that's been temperature and humidity controlled for 28 days in their cooler, resulting in a steak that's tender, flavorful, and unlike any steak you've ever had. So see for yourself why the team at Edwards Food Giant is now Central Arkansas's favorite place to shop.
Lumber One in West Little Rock is heating things up with our Summer Ready sales event, just in time for Father's Day. Find the perfect gift for Dad with huge savings on the Traeger Wood Pro Series 22 Wood Pellet Grill and the Blackstone 36-inch 4-burner propane griddle with hood, both just $389. And don't forget the Big Green Egg at a price point so low, it's top secret. Don't wait, this sale ends June 24th. Shop Lumber One on Colonel Glenn today.
Shop your favorite summer clothing brands at Fort Thompson. From Sitka, Patagonia, Local Boy, Marshwear, Drake, and many more. Fort Thompson's in Sherwood is looking forward to seeing you and taking care of all your needs. Shop local. Shop Fort Thompson.
Hello, folks. It's Frank Fletcher from Fletcher Dodge here in Sherwood. Our employee pricing program was such a big hit for May. We're going to do it again in June. We had a fantastic month and you really responded. Remember, employee pricing simply means you pay what we pay. Everybody qualifies for employee pricing. Folks, there's no gimmicks, no hoops. You pay what we pay. Only Fletcher Dodge has the discounts in addition to employee pricing of up to $14,000 and finance rates as low as 1.9% for 72 months. Got some other great deals. New Jeep Wranglers, $7,000 off. New Jeep Compasses for only $379 a month with no money down. Don't worry about your credit. Go to FletcherCredit.com and get pre-approved in minutes right on the internet. FletcherCredit.com. At Fletcher Dodge, we're always going to give you the best price and the lowest finance rates. Come see us in person at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road or shop us online at FletcherDeals.com.
March is gone. The brackets are done. Feels like we need some excitement.
Are you kidding? Do you realize how much is going on? Basketball, hockey, baseball, golf. It's like 8 seasons in one. It's the season of action.
And we can bet on all those with the Oaklawn Sports app.
That's the spirit. Now let's go lock in some bets.
Receive a 10% profit boost on qualifying 3-leg parlays. Bet all summer long. Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting app.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Arkansas Municipal Equipment and Poen, founded over 10 years ago by Daniel and Vanessa Ellison, Arkansas Municipal Equipment specializes in refuse and recycle equipment. They lease and sell trucks, trash carts, and roll-off dumpsters. But they don't just sell it to you. You can get parts and service for all makes and models for refuse equipment. Their technicians travel the state to take care of you.
AME, it's the service after the sale.
When you golf in Missouri, the courses are so close you'll spend more time on the fairway than the freeway. After the back nine, enjoy world-class dining and distilleries, shops and spas, museums, and more. Find your new golf MO at visitmo.com.
Listen each Friday during Drive Time Sports for the basketball insider in Arkansas. It's Bart Reed, made possible by Martin Orthopedics, with locations in Little Rock, North Little Rock, Cabot, and Hot Springs Village. Staffed with fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons and sports medicine specialists. For more information on the web, go to martinortho.care.
Your morning drive will never be the same with Morning Mayhem on the radio. Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
If everybody had an ocean across the U.S.
All right. I think I don't know what. Maybe it's my ears set. I can barely hear myself, which is okay. Maybe that's good that I don't hear myself. It is 7:50. Wrapping up things here with Tori from Down Home Catering. Tori, your number again. Thank you. That's it.
501-804-4330.
We'll get you up again. Play a little beat the bass.
Yeah, definitely.
Glad that things are going great with you.
Yes,
Always
wonderful.
great. It's been a great partnership for all these years.
Well, for us,
yeah.
it has.
Yeah.
I don't know about
Yeah,
you.
yeah, she may say just the opposite.
No, never.
And what a pleasure it is, and it's cool that you got to sit in with our first visit with retired U.S. Air Force Lieutenant General and now President of the University of Arkansas System, JB Saria. And B is for, is it Benton?
It's Benton.
It's Benton, yes.
Very impressive.
You were going to say something about UMS as well, right?
Well, I mean, just as we left, UMS does all of the orthopedic and sports medicine support for the Razorbacks,
Right.
Little Rock, and Pine Bluff.
Yeah,
So,
they do a good
within
job, and
the
that's
system,
one of the reasons
yeah.
you were with Lowry.
Yeah,
probably.
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
He does a great job. I was going to ask too. You flew military missions.
I did.
Is there
I did.
one? Is there one that you can share with our audience that would be maybe would enlighten us of sort of what it was like to do that?
Let's see. I'll take a mission in the 90s where I was set against an air defense site in the Balkans.
Okay.
We'd had 2 aircraft shot down prior to that, so an air defense site was a pretty important spot at the moment, and there were a lot of people waiting to. A lot of other aircraft waiting to get in to attack some targets.
Wow.
And they counted on us to hit that air defense site, which we did.
Okay, I got to ask this. So, have you seen Top Gun Maverick?
Of course.
So, so that's sort of what they were going in to knock out, whatever that area was.
Whatever that. Yeah,
but look at you're shaking your head like you're completely bogus. Is that right? Is that out of 1 out of 100%? How close is that to reality?
Well, I don't know. A good solid 10.
Oh, wow!
Okay.
Wow.
So here's you mean to tell me they don't wear Ray-Bans?
Here's what's missing. Here's what's missing. Nobody does anything like that in a small group, of small numbers. It is a joint warfighter event when this is aircraft carriers, this is bombers, fighters, drones, cyber, space. That's the way we fight today.
Yeah.
Is that it's a combined effort across all of those platforms.
And you took out what you needed to take out. You got it done. How many were with you that were going to take it out? How many planes?
We had four aircraft with us in our formation, but there were multiple formations around with other targets.
Did you have a code phrase when you knocked it out that you were successful, like Geronimo, whatever, the 0 dark 30?
Here's the truth, and I have it on tape. When that weapon hit that air defense site, and I'm supposed to do all sorts of things. I'm supposed to talk to my backseater. I'm supposed to talk to weapons or the airborne warning and control. I'm supposed to talk to command and control. I'm supposed to do all sorts of things, and I didn't do any of that. I said, true story. I said, oh my God, I love my job.
Wow, that's what you said.
That's a true story.
That's what you said. Very, very nice. That's outstanding.
I have it on tape. I don't know why that came out, but I have it on tape.
And I bet you, again, I think of you doing that, and I think of all the ladies. Just, did you when you were married?
This
at
is what
point?
it's getting down
That's what I
to
said.
right
Because
here. What about that bar
pilots
you all
always
went
get the
to?
girls. Pilots always get the girls.
You can't be a pilot unless you're smart and good looking.
No, that's what I'm saying. Every girl, right there, Tori. You see, if you say I'm a pilot, boom. You already had. How long have you been married?
40 years last week.
And did you by chance sing to her in a bar somewhere?
I did not.
You did not. Oh, there it is. I'm sure everybody asked you that question. Can you carry a tune?
I cannot.
You can. Okay.
I cannot.
Now, did you? I'm sorry. Did you give us your call sign?
Tonto.
Oh, very nice.
I
learned that.
But you're 60. You're in your.
Yeah,
we're the same age,
Tonto,
right? So who's Jay Silverheel?
Absolutely. Yeah, that was Tonto.
Yeah, Tonto. Yeah, that's very cool. Yes, Josh.
It's our guest. He's one of our guests who has a Wikipedia page.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he deserves one.
And then I saw Tonto on Wikipedia.
I saw that on there. Very nice. You were going to mention before you get out of here too. Athletics at the junior college level.
Yeah, junior college.
We
got three in our system with junior college athletics down in Cossatot and
Cossatot.
And yeah,
Roger,
that's right.
Yes.
In Rich Mountain and Phillips County. I mean, the junior college. I mean, this is an opportunity for Arkansans that are close to those. I mean, they can get some good junior college athletics.
I'm sure that your schedule is probably absolutely nuts, but you love that. Right?
I love that.
What you've done in your career, your military career, I would guess would prepare you to face any kind of calendar or schedule, right? Now I know I heard you were a runner. I did a little research. Are you still doing the running thing every morning?
Well, I'm doing the running thing, but I'm a little slower.
Okay. So do you run in near where your house is?
Yeah,
in the
I
heights?
run in the heights, but it turns out there's a lot of hills.
There are hills there. Yes, that's right. That's okay. And so you're an early morning riser.
I am.
And then you used to probably have responsibilities at night. What time do you get to bed at night?
Oh, I don't know. Whenever I end from that day
That's a great answer.
You look in great shape. A lot better. You and Roger could hang out together. I would not. I've gone from a linebacker to a nose guard. I'm a defensive lineman now.
Happy.
It's a shame. It's really embarrassing, but By the way, too, we got to say thanks to everybody again who came out last night over at Mainline at Oaklawn.
Absolutely.
Have you had a chance to do some of the non-work things like go to Oaklawn and watch racing or do the fun things yet? I know your job probably has consumed you.
Yeah, I haven't been out too much because I really wanted to get out and see all of these campuses, divisions all over the state.
It makes sense. And you think about that, all the presidents, because you have a president for each one of these institutions,
Yeah, the chancellors at each institution.
Wow.
Yeah, they're amazing people.
Do you have like one giant boardroom like with 80 chairs in it with a big wooden table?
We get together a few times a year, but these days, we have a lot of Zoom meetings on Zoom and stuff.
Yeah. Well, listen, we so as I told you, we'd love to be a friend of the show. You to be a friend of the show. If you ever have something you want to promote or talk about what's going on, we'd love to.
You'll get tired of me. There's so much going on in the system that we should be proud of.
Well, Roger, what hit me when I saw him with Lowry was your. You can, for me, I can sort of tell when somebody's genuine. Feel like I can tell when somebody's genuine, and I could tell you wanted to connect with people.
Absolutely.
You want to get out there, and we've had some leadership in years past in different positions, not just yours, but has not been the greatest. And I think part of that problem has been a lack of connection with Arkansans. And this is a great state. I'm from Florida. And I've always said this is the best state in America when it comes to friendly people. And
everybody's been so welcoming here. They have pulled me in and grabbed me by the arm and took me to this, took me to that. I mean, it's been unbelievable.
Well, today's the longest day of the year, so I know you're going to have a full work day. Is there a song when you think
I'm on my way to Hope, Texarkana.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
Love Hope. Love Hope. Is there a song that you think of in all the summers that you've had that comes to mind that sort of
especially out there in Cali?
Yeah, is there one that comes to mind?
It's got to be the Beach Boys, right? It's got to be the Beach Boys.
Yeah, and Brian Wilson, actually, it's his birthday today. Yes. Well, Jay, thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
What a pleasure. Come back anytime you want to.
Absolutely.
Yeah, look forward to your
Thanks
success.
so much.
And maybe I won't jog by your place, but I'll drive by and honk.
Yeah, he will.
Tori,
deer.
Tori, always a pleasure.
Thank you.
So much. You do a great job. All right, we've got the Hawks Homes movie review coming up. We got the girls from Sports Clip coming up.
I don't know how we're going to pack it all in.
We got
here.
Trey.
We got 3 hours of show and only 2 hours to do it.
Got Danny West coming up. Yeah. Do not go away. It's 8 o'clock here in Morning Mayhem.
For all you parents and grandparents, I have huge news for you. Summerwood Sports, the state-of-the-art sports complex located right off Highway 5 in Bryant, is now offering 2 summer camps for grades 3 through 7 this summer. Campers will not only get to participate in sports, games, movies, and more, but will also receive lunch along with a daily devotional each day. Camps run June 9th through the 12th and July 14th through the 17th. So, don't wait. Sign up today. For more details, click on summerwoodsports.com.
Most people think HR is pushing out payroll and filling out forms, but you know better. You're looking to shape culture, drive strategy, and truly lead people. And on June 24th, you can be seen and heard at the TPC Together Conference. Attend sessions to help grow and strengthen your organization and connect with a community that actually gets what you do. June 24th at the Oasis Hotel and Convention Center in Springfield. Space is limited, so register now for the HR event that's redefining what's possible. The TPC Together Conference.
Listen to Morning Mayhem for your chance to finish the lyric with Justin Moore, brought to you by Honda of Russellville, where you can check out the new Honda Mud Pro Series ATVs or Goldwing trikes at hondarussellville.com.
No matter what you do,
you were finished.
We can't be stopped.
Oh, well, allow me to retort.
103.7 The Buzz.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
KABZ, Little Rock. Buzz News with KARK's Claire Kreitz.
Some leaders here in the state are taking steps to try to help with what they say is an incoming energy crisis. The Arkansas Advanced Energy Association says the state is on the verge of an energy crisis as soon as 2028. It's due to coal plants which are expected to shut down, like the one in Newark in Mississippi County. Officials there are already taking steps to try and help solve the problem. The Arkansas Advanced Energy Association will be speaking to Independence County leaders soon to share information on the crisis. The AAA reports the state's average for gas is about $2.85 per gallon of regular unleaded fuel. That is 7 cents more than last week. The conflicts involving Israel can indirectly raise them by sparking fears of more instability, which could disrupt oil supply from the Middle East. There's no time frame as to when gas prices will go back down, but according to Gas Tracker, the lowest price in Arkansas is $2.69 per gallon. This is Claire Kreitz for the Buzz Radio Network.
Anywhere in the state, dial 888-8888 for Rainwater Holton Sexton. They'll help you weather the storm.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Hot and humid weather today. It'll be partly cloudy with a high of 94 and heat index this afternoon around 105. So a heat advisory, the first of the year, has been issued for this afternoon. Also, a slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm. That's just a 10% chance of rain. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
This is Trey Reed from the Wild Side, inviting you to join Mark Hedrick and me every Tuesday night at 7 here on The Buzz.
Brought to you by Trader Bill's Outdoors, West Rock Landing, Edwards Food Giant, Battery Outfitters, All About Tire and Brake, and Tammy Chase Insurance.
It's The Wild Side on 103.7 The Buzz.
David BAZZEL here for Jones & Son Diamond and Bridal Fine Jewelry. At Jones & Son, when you shop for an engagement ring, you get the benefit of shopping with the largest selection of rings in Central Arkansas. Jones & Son also carry the biggest brands in the business. At Jones & Son, shop their new collection of Jones & Son branded engagement rings. The Jones & Son rings are high quality at a fraction of the price, also are fully customizable, and they can modify any design to suit your needs. They are a direct diamond importer and import all of their diamonds, so you save money. Jones & Son is located at 1121 Rodney Parham Road, and they've been there for over 39 years. The same address and phone number for over 3 decades. Finding the perfect piece of jewelry to match the occasion can be overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be at Jones & Son Diamond and Bridal Fine Jewelry. Find the right diamonds for that special occasion. Jones & Son invites you to come by or shop with them online at jonesandson.com. Jones & Son is located at 1121 Rodney Parham Road, and they've been there for over 39 years.
Car wreck? Call Rainwater Holt in Sexton.
888-8888.
8 for a fast response. 8 for results. 8 for Arkansas.
Anywhere in the state, dial 8.
888-8888.
Responsible attorneys Michael Rainwater and Bob Sexton.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
Ever feel like the road is out to... Thankfully, Hyundai is always working to ensure it doesn't, with over 130 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006. IIHS Top Safety Awards include Top Safety Pick and Top Safety Pick Plus awards to Hyundai vehicles from 2006 to 2025.
Lease the Hyundai Tucson for $289 per month or get 2.99% APR for 48 months. See your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end July 7th. Call 469-405-7740 for details.
I'm Allison Greenwood. I live in Pulaski County. I got a notice from my insurance carrier saying that my premium was going up to over $1,000 a month. My insurance agent called me and said, "Hey, Farm Bureau has a new product." I said, "Well, tell me more." In less than 24 hours, I was signed up with the Farm Bureau health plan, saving over $500 a month, and I was a happy girl.
Farm Bureau Health Plans of Arkansas. Learn more at arfbhealthplans.com.
If you already scheduled your garage door tune-up for just $79, please disregard this message. If you don't have a garage door, you're off the hook. For the rest of you, why would you spend more than just $79? Overhead Door Company of Little Rock will perform their garage door tune-up and safety inspection for just $79 on up to 3 garage doors and openers. Call 501-510-6399 or schedule online, overheaddooroflittlerock.com.
50 years of the open road. The motorcycle that launched a feeling is back. Honda of Russellville is celebrating with the 2025 50th anniversary Honda Goldwing, a legend reborn for the next generation of riders, because it's always been about the journey, not just the destination. Ride into the future with a Goldwing or Goldwing Trike in stock now at Honda of Russellville. Find us on Facebook or visit hondaofrussellville.com.
They're back. That's right. Steak Burger Friday is back at the Butcher Shop Steakhouse. $12 gets you an amazing huge steak burger with all the fixings, delicious steak fries, and a drink. I'll see you this Friday starting at 11 for lunch at the Butcher Shop, but get there early.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
Please.
Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
The Moretti's.
Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
They're below or above the Navy?
Here is David BAZZEL, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
Smart ass.
Hey, what an impressive guy that dude was.
Oh, jeez, you kidding?
What did he, Tonto? Listen, that dude's fine military missions.
That's right.
Taking out, I mean, he's a real Top Gun maverick.
He's top guy. He's a great dude. Didn't ask about his boys being in the military, did he say? Because he says his dad was in the Air Force.
You know, I don't think they are. He said they were living on the West Coast out there. But what an impressive guy. We're talking about JB Saria, the new president of the U of A system. And, he can't just be about the Razorbacks. He's got to be about, everything.
And you know he's going to try to stay in as much good shape as he can.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's innate with him as long as he was in the service.
I don't know if being a military guy guarantees you success in management, those kind of things, but it certainly gives you a leg up in terms of discipline, organization, all those things, loyalty. A real sharp guy. Looking forward to his leadership.
Yeah, and not overreacting to the small stuff because nothing is that big a deal.
That's right. I'm sure there are going to be people that go, "What are you doing? Going on Morning Mayhem? What are you doing? You need to be on Arkansas PBS, not Morning Mayhem." All right, coming up here in just a second, we're going to do our Hawks Homes movie review. The movie is Usual Suspects. Do have a couple guests going to be hanging out with us a little bit. Cassandra Sanchez and Sierra Finley Tate. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Get on that microphone, ladies. Come on.
Good morning. Good morning.
Listen, we've already mentioned you guys are doing great things for Camp Aldersgate beginning June 22nd, which is
this Sunday.
Sunday, all the way to June 28th. $5 for anybody who buys a full-price MVP haircut experience. $5 will go to Camp Aldersgate.
Yes, sir.
Have you guys actually been to Camp Aldersgate?
I have.
It's really a cool deal where they, create activities in an environment where special needs folks can feel all the great things that you experience in a camp kind of setting. They've been around forever, so that's great that you guys are doing that.
Yeah, I think they've been around for like 77 years.
And you guys,
excuse me a minute. Before you, but if somebody comes in and doesn't get the MVP, do you have something set up that they can make a donation there?
Yeah, we actually will be taking cash donations, and then our kiosk will also be set up where
Very
if they
good.
don't get an MVP, they have
In all
that
the stores?
opportunity.
Okay,
in our store, I think.
In
I'm not
your
sure.
store?
Yeah, it's
really?
in our
All
store.
right, well, I need to find out about Chrissy down in Bryant. Need to find out.
Yeah, I know, right?
Which one of you cuts Josh's hair?
He's just like all of us.
Josh, is that right? These ladies take care of you?
Yeah.
So
Hi.
Do you come in and go, I want a Josh?
No.
And Roger, what do we call that? Military?
His military high and tight.
High and tight.
It really accentues his face when he does it.
Is he high maintenance in the chair?
Yeah.
No, he's actually super chill.
Why does he take his shirt off?
He's super quiet.
Well, that's cool. I get my hair cut with Junji.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah, the amazing Junji. Here's the deal, though. It's getting to the point where I'm gonna have to have a full-time backup because she's so popular that when I go to my app and I plug in Junji, it goes 3-day wait for Junji to get in to see it. It's ridiculous.
Come see me and Sierra. We're over there.
You know what? Maybe you guys are at
University. Right there by Cheddar's.
I love the app. Listen, I go to my. I will set the, if I will check before I leave here to see if Chrissy is working.
She's amazing.
And I will hit that thing because I know how long it takes. I can run. I can go to Sam's, get on my Topo Chico, get all that done, and then make it to Bryant, and she's ready to go.
Josh, do you do the full experience or no?
Yes.
You do? Oh wow, you do the whole thing.
Well, I usually don't do the massage thing at the end.
He just gets a shampoo.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't do the massage. Just don't want the rub.
No. It's not bad.
You could always get an extra shampoo.
I don't do that either.
I don't. Well, here's the thing. I don't like sitting in the chair that long. Just because I get. Well, actually, I get like hot with the thing they drape over you. What's it called?
Good
like
night. Mark the tape. Mark the tape.
The
cape.
The cape. Yeah. So I don't like.
Even in our store where we keep it super chill.
You know,
I don't know. I'm always.
Here's
warm.
the deal for me. People who know me and judging all the girls.
How do they cut around the bubble you live in?
I want to be in and out. If I walk into it and I have a new girl cutting my hair, I'm going to listen. If you're still cutting 7 minutes from now, you're taking too long. I want to be in, out, boom. Barely touch it, barely trim it, and I'll be back in 7. I'll be back in 7
Ladies,
days.
do you hate a guy like that?
No, you want to know exactly what you're being told.
You kind of slip with your trimmers on somebody like that?
I said I'll be back in 7 days, and you can do it again. So I get my hair cut usually 8 to 10 days.
We'll see.
I know.
Ching,
Ching, ching.
That's some growth. Huh?
Yeah, it
So
is. It's
you
a
need to
growth.
come in
Yes.
You need to come in next week during our
Yeah, I know.
Camp
This is a
Aldersgate.
really neat deal. June 22nd to the 28th.
Yes, sir.
$5 will go to Camp Aldersgate. Great,
Yes, sir.
great program.
All right,
Roger. Let's.
And you think this is mainly just your store and Little Rock
It's
store?
just our store.
Okay,
It's a
all right.
focus week just to kind of bring people in.
All right, I
So-
know that they do stuff. June, I know is June and July. There's something going on at our store in Bryan, but I don't know. But that's cool that you guys are doing that, taking advantage or taking taking care of somebody local like that.
Exactly.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's hit it. Let's rock and roll. Here we go.
Nobody knows cinema quite like the guys from Morning Mayhem. It's time for David, Roger, Justin, and Josh to review another one of the best or worst films of all time. The Morning Mayhem movie review is brought to you by Hawks Homes in Conway and Bryant. Let Hawks Homes help you design your new home, lake house, or duck club. Visit them at hawkshomes.net.
Yes, we appreciate the guys at Hawks Homes. Been around a long time, and they'll take great care of you. Tell them you heard about them on Morning Mayhem. They've been sponsoring this movie review. How many movies have we done now? 10?
We got to write them all down now, and I'm tired of having to say that every week.
Oh, we do?
No, it's been more than 10. It's been a dozen.
I wrote them down the other day. And
It's over a dozen, and we're still missing them. We've got to do better at that. Please, I need everybody's help. I left my notes beside my chair at the house, which is okay. So I'll go on here and pick out the things that I remember that I wrote down particularly.
All right, this movie was made, Roger, in 1995, The
That's
Usual
right.
Suspects.
That's
and it's
right.
Kevin Spacey, Benicio del Toro, Gabriel Byrne, Stephen Baldwin, Chaz Palminteri, Kevin Pollak. It really is, as Roger, you described it, a ensemble cast.
Well, it is, and it's an ensemble now because it has a group of people, but now we know all those people to include Pete Postlethwaite.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I mentioned
Who
him.
we
That's
saw
right.
in the town. And Kevin Pollak, I remember Kevin Pollak.
I was in Officer and a Gentleman.
He was Lieutenant Weinberg. Joe
yeah.
Klein right now is screaming at the phone. What are you saying, Joe? It's gone. But he was a comedian. I remember him as a comedian,
I know.
a stand-up comedian back in the day. And as you said, Kevin Spacey plays a real good creep, and I think he's been typecast now that we know about his personal
Let me
life.
tell you, so my favorite thing about this movie is we learn the name of Kaiser Sose.
Yep.
I keep thinking there's a guy in a bed that's suffered burns, and it's the first time you hear the voice, the name of it. Kaiser Sose.
That's all you can.
Kaiser
That's all you
Sose.
get. Yeah, we all know that part. He's speaking in whatever language he is, and he says Kaiser Sose. I also found out that Spacey's name is Verbal. Is Roger Verbal Kent.
Did not know
I
that.
did not know that until now. I've watched this movie over a dozen times. I
Yes.
know that $6 million was the budget.
Is that right? Just $6 million?
$6 million.
Wow.
So that's why I'm saying now we know all these cats as huge stars.
Yeah.
In that ensemble cast. Benicio is a skinny, young
dude. Yeah.
95 skinny. We all get older, but he did. And it made $67 million at the box office.
I just saw where they shot this movie in 35 days.
How about that?
35 days.
Also, to come to find out that the Chaz Palminteri character was first offered to. They wanted him to do it, but he couldn't do it. They wanted Christopher Walken, and they wanted Robert De Niro. They turned it down. Al Pacino was offered the gig that Chaz had. He turned it down. He says it is his biggest regret in movies that he's turned down, which is wild to say. So they went after Chaz, and Chaz was hot because of A Bronx Tale and something else that he had done. So he was hot at the time, and they wanted him. He said, "Look, all I got's a week. All I have is a week." And to see that what you just told me something I did not know, there was 35 days. That's not a lot of time, but in the big scheme of things, a week was a great amount of time for them to get what they needed done from him.
This movie, to me, if you made a list of the top 10 movies with greatest endings, this is one of them that I told Roger Josh that I remember. I don't remember who was sitting next to me in the theater. It was 1995. I remember telling them I knew who I thought Kaiser Sose was. Kaiser Sose. And it was the very ending. If you haven't seen it, you need to turn off your radio. But it is a sort
If
of
you
a,
hadn't
The
seen
movie's
it,
from 1995.
yeah, but most have seen it. But it's got a great twist at the end of it, and that's what shows how great Kevin Spacey is. And so Roger, well, I'll tell you what, we'll start with you, Josh. You want to give a capsule of sort of what the framework of the movie is about?
Yeah, so it is. I mean, essentially, well, the time stuff was actually hard for me to follow. I didn't know what was happening when.
It is difficult to. It's a lot thrown at you.
Yeah, and so I was trying to figure out what the association of these basically five guys rob a truck of guns.
They're arrested for accused of that.
Yes,
they're accused of that.
And then the cops are then trying to basically figure this out, and it bounces between them, in lockup together, kind of becoming friends, and also was it present day trying to solve the case? I was confused.
So here we go. Here's a great recap of it too. The plot follows the interrogation of Verbal Kent, small-time con man, who's one of only two survivors of a massacre fire on a ship docked at the port of Los Angeles. Through flashback and narration, Kent tells, and that's Kevin Spacey, tells an interrogator a convoluted story of events that led him and his criminal companions to the boat and of a mysterious crime lord known as Kaiser Sose, who controlled them. So basically what you come to find out, the whole thing is a figment of Kevin Spacey's character's mind as he's trying to mislead this interrogator.
Trying to mislead, yeah.
But you don't know that and then you find out, which to me was one of the great twists. It reminds me of Shawshank's Redemption at the end.
I use Kaiser Sose as a lot. And refer to this movie a lot in some everyday convo.
What was your favorite thing about the movie, Raj?
Well, first of all, I've seen the movie more than a dozen times, probably double that.
Right.
And it's still way too busy for me.
Yeah, trying to keep up with all the names.
Even though I know everything about it, you try to always try. Since we've seen this movie so many times,
right.
And fortunate, again, I didn't know that the guy's name was Roger.
Yeah.
At first, I had no idea. And I've seen it all that time. This gives us the opportunity to go back and watch a movie and delve into it and all that. The opening scene, I start going back trying to figure out when did I know that it was Verbal Kent that was the main guy.
You didn't know. You said you did not know.
I did not know that. I did not know.
Great.
So I'm picking up at the very beginning of the movie. All you see is his below his neck. You see his torso and down. He's using a lighter. At the end, you see him do a lighter again. So it clicked on me to go. I wonder if that was a subtle little hint again on that one. Where he's urinating on the fire. I'm going with the editing on it. I'm going, wait a minute. He's already zipping up his pants, and I'm still seeing urine. And I'm going, no, that's not. So that's the things that I'm picking out in this movie.
Well,
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the movie a lot because it's not your typical deal. There's two people that were not even credited on screen, and that's one of the guys at the red coat or whatever his name is. I can't remember his name now. I wrote it down in the deal. And the guy who played Kaiser Sose in the long hair younger years. So even he didn't look like Kevin Spacey.
The thing that's neat about the movie is that you find out this interrogation that happens throughout the whole movie. You find out that Kevin Spacey's character is looking at behind the bulletin board in the detective's office, and every story he's telling, he's made up from a name he sees on the board. Yeah. So what you're thinking,
name he sees on the board, bottom of a coffee cup,
Redfoot,
a note, Redfoot,
Kobayashi.
That's it. Well, that's your Redfoot. Absolutely, that's the guy.
All these names and characters, you realize, wait a minute. It's all a ruse. This whole thing has just been a made-up story. Yep. And of course, I love what Chaz Palminteri says to him. He said, you know why you're here? Because you're not smart. I'm smarter than you.
Yeah,
the whole time, it's Kevin Spacey's character. And at the very end,
absolutely,
the greatest scene is where you see this, obviously physically challenged.
He's physically challenged guy who is
limping out of there.
Absolutely.
And Chaz realizes he's been had, and he tries to catch him. And the famous line at the end, the greatest act that the devil did was making people believe he didn't exist.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just like, poof. He's gone.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it's got the guy who was just in the movie The Town.
Postal Wait.
Postal Wait was in this too. So.
Yeah. No, it's a good movie. And then when you know the backstory, the one thing that we all know about the backstory of this thing is when they're all in the lineup at the beginning of the movie.
Yes.
They talk about Benicio had farted in real life in the scene. He farted. So when you look back now and see the guys, they're laughing at it because they know he's done that. And I just imagine, I'm trying to see how disgusting it was. So if they're covering up their nose or their mouth or anything like that, what was happening? Because you and I have driven in the car before, and you just, it's nuts on that, especially after you eat burritos. And so I was trying to figure that out. So it was cool to see that, to know the backstory on that. Knowing it was only 35 days, that's amazing as well. It's a fantastic movie.
Well, you've seen it, so you and I have seen it. Josh, you haven't seen it. What was your takeaway from having seen this for the first time?
I had to read the plot afterwards.
It was difficult.
Because I was so confused because I didn't know what was happening.
I thought you had seen it. I didn't know.
Listen, it is difficult to keep up with.
I didn't know when I was in the movie. Like, you know what I mean? I didn't know like what the timeline of the job was, and the killing and everything. So I had to read the plot along with it.
Yeah.
I will say Benicio's character I always kind of relied on him to like bring me back into the movie because it was just like it was funny seeing him.
He did that. He did the accent, fast talker, so fast you couldn't understand what.
I think if there was any comic relief in it, it might have been his character. Yeah.
So that being said, what did you think? If you had on a 1 to 4 stars, 4 being the best, 1 being the least.
I feel like I need to watch it like 10 more times. I'll go 2.5.
2.5. Roger, what about
Yeah, I'll
you?
do the same thing. I mean, I didn't hate the movie, and it was one of those things. I like it because it wasn't a cookie cutter movie. I don't know of another movie like it. I really liked it. I like most of the actors in there. For some of the other various things that they've done, I think it's a great story, great twist on it. Anytime you start a movie out where all the characters are dead, and then it does it. You go, well, we already know that they're all dead, so we can suspend knowing what's going to happen to him, what's going to happen. We don't care we don't even try to figure out when's he going to die, what's going on. The movie was intriguing enough to stay with it.
The other part that I didn't mention, the other part of the end, which I think was a great deal, is that you forget that early in the movie they have this guy who's been burnt almost to death. He has seen Kaiser Sose, so they're asking him to give a
artist
rendering. So you forget that's happening at the very end of the movie. It comes across the fax machine.
You're right, you did.
And it's Kevin Spacey's character. It's like it all
the
comes
FBI
together
agent
then.
at the very beginning of it, he's asking about that because obviously Kaiser has been around. And they actually there was a part on there that when I made my notes, and I was telling you about it last night, David, it was, let me find it here. It was that they took the character in the book. I mean, in the movie, they took the character of Kaiser Sose. They took it from some real life people.
Yeah, you said that.
From John List. And I don't know if anybody remembers John List, but John List is a guy who back in the 80s, maybe the 70s, he killed his wife.
Right.
He killed his mother. He killed 2 of his kids when they came home from school. Just shot him right in the back of the head. Then he went and watched his oldest child playing, for sake of argument, soccer or basketball in a basketball game or tournament, drove the kid home, and as the kid is going home, or as they walk in the house, he shoots his oldest kid in the back of the head, come to find it. And the reason he did that, he said, and then he went on, he left. They couldn't find him for 30 years. He had started a new life, had a new name, and it was on America's Most Wanted that somebody spotted him. The cat's living somewhere else with a whole new family. But he wanted to end their suffering of a crazy world that's out there. He didn't want them to live in that kind of world. Yes. And that's what Sose did, because Sose's wife was raped.
Well, of course, this is all made up. This is Kevin Spacey making this up. So,
is that?
That's right.
See, I don't know that because he's still the devil.
Yeah.
But all of that he did, but they got that character from an actual guy, or parts of it anyway, by killing the family because he said that his wife was raped, and he didn't want his kids to have to live with that and see another child being killed as well. So any of those things. So there's just some good twist in that.
Well, this is what you got to do for this movie. The movie is called Usual Suspects, and to really enjoy it and appreciate it, you got to watch it more than once. I will give it. I will give it a 3, a little bit higher than a 2.5. I think, Josh, when you go back and watch it again, I think you'll appreciate the acting in it and the writing.
I appreciate it. And I've watched Kevin Spacey. For a while now.
It's so frenetic. It's so crazy. Trying to keep up with names. Is it real? What's going on?
That's kind of the point, though, right? Like that is kind of the pace at which Kevin Spacey's character would want the authorities to work at.
Yeah.
Right. To confuse them.
It is.
So in watching this movie, this is Josh.
That was me. I was having a tough time.
Right. That's okay. Well, listen, that's why we do this. We just try to give everybody a shot.
It won 2 Academy Awards, though.
It did. What did it win?
Spacey won for supporting.
How about
McQuarrie,
that? And who?
Christopher McQuarrie won for adapted screenplay.
Okay.
Or best screenplay written directly for the screen. is the category.
Can I tell you? As I watched it, Roger, I was like, okay, this is this is a good movie.
It wasn't fast paced.
Yes.
But it kept moving, which is always good for people with a short attention span like we have.
I do want to thank Kevin Hawks and Brian Hawks at Hawks Homes. Remember, they can build your custom home up to 5 bedrooms, lake house, duck club, you name it. Even if you don't have the land, they can find it for you. Manufactured and modular homes in Arkansas. It's hawkshomes.net. And we got the girls up from Sports Clip. We'll come back. We'll talk with them about what they're doing. $5 for every high-end cut that they have at Sports Clip from June 22nd to 28th will benefit Cap Aldersgate. Really cool stuff. And when we come back, we'll visit with Danny West to find out the latest on Razorback football recruiting. Now, Roger's got his shirt on.
Thank you to Design Lab.
This was Steve Qualls' idea.
Yeah. Well, we talked about it yesterday.
There's
we
always
just threw
next
stuff
year.
out.
There's
always
always
next year
next
for the
year.
Hogs, and so that's what we got. If you want a shirt done, specialty, Design Lab is the place to go, and you can get all of our shirts.
And it does sort of fit.
It's totally
You gotta
fits.
believe it. There's
Well,
always-
what do people say? Look, now we move on to football. That's exactly right.
All right, don't go away. 8:26.
Listen for Champs and Chumps on Fridays during The Zone. Brought to you by Washita Bar and Grill on Central Avenue in Hot Springs and BKC Home Builders, building premier homes in Hot Springs.
This is Sports Center.
The 2025 NBA Finals will see a 7th and decisive game after Game 6 last night. The Pacers win 108-91 after a swarming defensive performance that saw them hold the Thunder to just 42% from the floor and 8 for 30 from beyond the arc, which is only 27%. The Pacers made 15 of their 42 three-point attempts en route to a 17-point blowout victory. It was Obi Toppin who led the way with 20 points and 6 boards. He was 4-7 from beyond the arc. The ailing Tyrese Halliburton scored 14 points and dished out 5 assists. Pascal Siakam finished with 16 points and 13 rebounds. Game 7 will take place in Oklahoma City on Sunday night. You can catch the game at 7 p.m. on ABC. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
A heat advisory this afternoon, meaning the heat index could get around 105, the actual high temperature 94. It'll be partly cloudy with a 10% chance of a shower or thunderstorm. Then tonight, mostly clear, staying very warm and humid with an overnight low of 76. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Hey, it's Randy Rainwater from Drive Time Sports, and Monday, Rick Schaefer and I will be breaking down the Hogs versus LSU. Also, we'll have Neil Atkinson from Bed Saracen. And hogsports.com's Trey Biddy, thanks to Chris Crane Hyundai and Genesis of Conway. See you Monday on 103.7 The Buzz!
Hi, folks. It's Chris Zender here at Frank Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood. Last month, our Employee Pricing Plus program was a huge success. So we're going to do it again in June. Employee pricing means you pay what we pay, and you get all the rebates. Everybody qualifies for employee pricing. No gimmicks, no hoops to jump through. Only at Fletcher Dodge do we have discounts up to $14,000 off trucks and finance rates as low as 1.9% for 72 months. Come in today and get employee pricing plus 3.9% financing for 72 months on all new Ram trucks. New Jeep Wranglers up to $7,000 off. And the all new Jeep Compass 4-wheel drive for only $379 a month. And that's with no money down. And again, don't worry about your credit. Go to FletcherCredit.com to get pre-approved in minutes. At Fletcher Dodge, you always get the best price, the lowest finance rate, and more for your trade. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Come see us in person at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road in Sherwood or shop online at FletcherDeals.com.
For all you parents and grandparents, I have huge news for you. Summerwood Sports, the state-of-the-art sports complex located right off Highway 5 in Bryant, is now offering 2 summer camps for grades 3 through 7 this summer. Campers will not only get to participate in sports, games, movies, and more, but will also receive lunch along with a daily devotional each day. Camps run June 9th through the 12th and July 14th through the 17th. So don't wait. Sign up today. For more details, click on summerwoodsports.com.
Now that it's summer, we're blowing out prices at HJ Trailer Sales. Through the end of the month at factory cost, some even below. Aluminum truck beds in stock marked down to $6,500 installed. All bedrock beds $4,900 installed. Butler hay beds $12,800 installed. Need a trailer? Good Guys 22-foot 10K $8,100. All air tow trailers under $20,000. Delta 30-foot 14K gooseneck only $10,900. HJ Trailer Sales on Facebook or hjtrailersales.com. Hot Springs and Paragould.
I'm Stephen Davis, and this is your Travs report for Friday. Travs fell last night to the Wichita Wind Surge 5-1 at CHI St. Vincent Field at Dickey Stevens Park. Travs had some chances, couldn't get a key hit, going 1 for 11 with runners in scoring position. The bullpen really good, though, for the second night in a row. 5 scoreless innings last night. Second game in the series, the Travs bullpen has thrown 5 or more shutout frames. They'll look to keep that rolling tonight as the Travs are home this weekend hosting Wichita. 7:05 tonight with fireworks postgame. Michael Morales, the 22-year-old, on the hill for the Travs against right-hander C.J. Culpepper for Wichita. 6:05 start on Saturday with a pickleball paddle giveaway, and then 1:35 for a day game on Sunday to wrap things up. Wichita featuring the number 6 overall prospect in baseball, 20-year-old Walker Jenkins. Travs home to Wichita the rest of the weekend. 7:05 tonight. First pitch with fireworks after the game. I'm Stephen Davis, and this is your Travs report.
Let's keep the good vibes going. Morning Mayhem is back on the air. Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
Oh, that's a good summer song. Kid Rock's actually going to be in Little Rock Saturday over there by the...
I know. I mean, it's a ton of people going to be here.
By the State Fair. By the way, too, our buddy Michael Marion said that Riley Green tickets go on sale today at 10.
Riley Green!
He's going to be playing Saturday, November 22nd. He's the one who's done a song with Justin, Can We All Get Along? Really good song. Former football player, played for Jack Crow. So you got that going on. But Roger's playing summer songs because today is the beginning of summer. We're glad you're with us. Great to have the girls in for Sports Clips, where pretty much all of us get our hair cut there. Cassandra Sanchez and Sierra Finley Tate. Cassandra, you've been with Sports Clips 8 years.
Yes, sir.
And you've been Sierra 1 year.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and so and you guys cut Josh's hair.
Yeah.
Listen, it's very important that he comes in with the right hairstyle.
Yeah, we have to make sure it looks great.
Especially when it comes to, because it helps him with the women game.
Yeah, we always know. We always know. Yes. When he's got a new chick in his lair.
I don't see him looking good with long hair. I don't think
No,
it's him.
I don't think so.
No, the high and tight accentuates
high and tight.
that
My hair goes
chiseled
up,
good
too.
look that he has. Now, Tim Wilson gets his haircut too. Tim just asking me about some of the things. Do y'all know Tim Wilson?
No, they don't know Tim.
I don't know where. I know he goes in Little Rock, so I don't know where he is. But of course, I got started with Sport Clips years ago with Jeff Owens and Brandy. Brandy
Yes.
Owens like that. She is something else. She's very
I
special.
love her.
Oh, she's one of the best there is, and Jeff's a great dude as well. So they always keep me taken care of with all of the stuff that I have to give away at some of our events with the same stuff you give away.
Yes, sir.
And you mentioned the app, Roger. That app is a cool thing to have.
It is.
Again, it's
really
sort of, I
good.
told Judgy it's really useless with her because, again, you got 8 hours to wait to get to Judgy. I'll just try tomorrow. Don't forget, so it starts June 22nd, this Sunday through the
This
28th.
Sunday.
You guys will be donating $5 from every full-price MVV haircut experience that
Yes.
goes to Camp Aldersgate, which
Yes,
is a great
sir.
organization. So
I'm just looking to see if I was just going to, because I love that app as well. There's a new, whatever it is you guys have, I don't know what it is, but I asked Chrissy to use it on the back of my neck all the time. It's that little razor thing that goes. It
the shaver.
That shaver, Baz. I mean, the clippers is one thing, but that shaver,
Yeah.
I'm feeling like just a baby's butt back there. When
Yes.
I'm just telling you.
now, so have you guys? This is something new for you. Have you always helped Camp Aldersgate? Is this a?
So we actually were asked to find a charity that was something that we would all
that's a great
all
one.
do, and we found that one. It's close to my heart. I have a son that's got special needs, and then we have another girl at the store that has a daughter with special needs. So it's something that we just
Camp Aldersgate has had such a great reputation,
Mhm.
and for those who don't know where that's at, it runs parallel to 430. And it's sort of behind the Baptist Health Campus, sort of in that
Yeah.
area over there. But
The camp is beautiful.
Yeah, y'all picked a great organization that's got a great reputation doing great
Yeah,
things. So
it's a beautiful, beautiful camp. I got to tour it with Ryan.
Yeah.
And man, that place, they have done so much with it.
yes, let's check in. I know you ladies probably are all up on your Razorback recruiting, but if you're not, we're going to find out right now what's going on.
He's known across the state as the king of recruiting. He's a sea of knowledge when it comes to the future of the Hogs, and he's jumping into the mayhem on the Buzz. From hogsports.com, it's Danny West, presented by HJ Trailer Sales. Visit them online at hjtrailersales.com or visit them in Hot Springs on Albert Pike.
Good morning, Danny.
Hey, buddy. Good morning to y'all.
Great to have you back. So were you at the beach
Thanks,
last
sir.
week?
No, I was traveling to and from, and I was actually in Northwest Arkansas last week. We had football camps, we had official visits, and a whole bunch going on. So, yeah, I've been traveling the last what feels like 3 weeks now, fellas. Did get back from vacation and still went straight to traveling. So it's a busy month. We all expect it every June, man. The first few weeks of June are tough, but hey, we're about to roll into a dead period. I think we've got about 3 more days on this recruiting calendar, and we're going to roll into a dead period for, 4 or 5 weeks, so it should slow down a little bit for us.
Well, help me out on this. I saw an article today, or somewhere yesterday, I think, that said, and I think it's wrong, but you can tell me, are all the commitments for 2026, they're all 3 stars at this point, no 4 stars? Is that correct? Through the 15 or 20, is that wrong?
They've got a few 4
Okay,
stars.
I was
They've
thinking
got
that was
3.
wrong. Okay. They got
3 right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking they did. And then you guys got a commitment, or not you guys, the Razorbacks got a commitment the other day from was a linebacker here in Arkansas, is that right?
No, not yet, but still working on one.
Gotcha.
Yeah, let's talk about Braxton Lindsay. You'll like this kid, Bass, from up in Rogers. 6'3", about 6'2 and a half, I'd say, but we've got him at 6'3", 225, Braxton Lindsay. No relation to Jim, but
Well
of course
done.
the Lindsay
Yes,
family. I'm
yes.
sure that question would
Right,
be
you
asked.
bet.
But
Or George.
yeah, interesting kid, man. Oklahoma has put it on him here lately. We know,
Gosh.
Baz, that Oklahoma is one of those
Yes.
schools, neighboring states that keep coming in and taking some of your top
Yes.
talent.
Right.
And here they are again. You know, they got Ja'Cory Smith already committed. Last year they came in and took Robinson from there in Central Arkansas, took Marcus Wimberly as well. And they've kind of been on a little run with defensive guys in Arkansas. So trying to stop the bleeding with Braxton Lindsay. He was back for his official visit 2 weekends ago now. And looks like Arkansas is in good shape, but man, Oklahoma's sitting right there. And like I said, buddy, they've had a lot of momentum on their side.
So now you've got summertime, and I guess the kids, it's hard to sort of keep up when the kids get to campus. I know there's a group that's already there, right? And then I guess the rest will get there in early August or late July?
Everybody is, to my knowledge, already in. Got in late May, early June. So for 2025, everybody should be in the books and on campus and ready to go. Now this next wave of 2026s, of course, over the last few weeks, it's been all official visits, as you guys know, Baz. But this will be their 4th and final weekend. I'm looking forward to it this weekend. Got 10 more coming to campus starting later today, actually, Baz. But this final weekend, typically, guys, they kind of reserve it for your already committed guys. You want to get as many of those guys as possible on campus this weekend. Only 2 guys who are uncommitted or committed elsewhere coming in this weekend. Got a 4-star linebacker, J.J. Bush, out of Theodore, Alabama. And I think I tweeted about it, but, Travis Williams has gone in 2 years in a row down there in the Southeast, Baz. We don't see this a lot.
Right.
And pulled out 4-star linebackers
yeah.
in back-to-back classes. Can he make it a 3rd? Bradley Shaw was ranked the 16th linebacker in the country 2 years ago. Tavion Wallace, number 16 in the country last year. J.J. Bush coming in today, ranked number 16 in the country. That's a trend there. If he can go 3 for 3 on number 16 linebacker in the country in three straight classes out of Alabama and Georgia. I've never seen that before at Arkansas. He's got a chance to do it this weekend. This kid's 6'3", 210 out of Theodore, Alabama. Also got an Oklahoma State cornerback commit coming in this weekend. That's Victor Lincoln out of Lancaster, Texas. We all know Lancaster's a big-time producer of talent as well. So everybody else, Baz, people can check them out on Hog Sports, but you got 8 committed guys coming in. Typically, nobody really gets too excited about the committed guys anymore. It's all about the uncommitted and the guys going elsewhere trying to flip them.
We're visiting with Danny West, brought to you by HJ Trailer Sales. Appreciate Trey and the gang over there at HJ, always sponsoring Danny. Hey, so we didn't have you last week, so it's been a couple weeks. Has there been any fallout or any positive or any more comments about the House settlement that was finally signed off by the judge, that it's now sort of official? Has there been any trickle-down effect from that affected the program? I know there was a discussion. I don't know how it got brought up with the new GM, Remy. I can't believe think of his last name.
Remy Cofield.
Yeah.
Remy Cofield.
How is that going? What have you heard? Is it because he's doing both basketball, football, baseball? What have you heard on him?
Very little. I've yet to see him, to be honest.
Okay.
We have. I think people have, and I don't want to throw the U of A under the bus. I'm not sure what their process is or what that looks like, for his job duties. But in terms of media, I know there's a lot of media members that have been
want to
curious.
visit with him. Yeah,
of course, and haven't heard anything yet. So hopefully at some point we will get a chance to hear from him. But Baz, I got to be honest, I don't hear as much about the House settlement stuff as I do the transfer portal stuff.
Yeah, that's the biggie.
And, we heard Coach Smart at Georgia, and, Kirby's kind of one of those guys that, after Saban leaves, he steps into the role of when he talks, everybody listens type guy.
Right.
And I happen to agree with him on this until we figure out that transfer window and how many of those we're going to have first and foremost and when it's going to be. Nothing else really matters. Everybody's all for them getting paid and getting paid equally or wild, wild west, whatever the case may be. But until we figure out when guys can transfer and for how long, everything's going to remain a mess. I think everything kind of revolves around that one thing at the moment. And until we figure that out, and again, we've got a little bit of clarity on it. We're pushing for January sometime, maybe a 10-day portal period that starts January 2nd. We've seen that thrown out. But until that's established and in the books, I think everybody's still worried about that as the top priority.
661-1037. If you want to ask a question, let us know. Danny, what are your plans for the summer? Are you going to do? Are you going to allow yourself to have a little fun before it gets crazy? What's the scoop for Danny West?
Man, I'd like to, like I said, the last few weeks have been tough. It was tough watching all my buddies go up north for Omaha, and I'm sticking around for football camps. And that makes it tough. So I do plan on sneaking away for maybe a day or two, catch some crappie, clean up some deer stands, and get it ready for the fall.
I like that. I like that, Danny. Well, listen, you do a great job. We're lucky to have you. Somehow you managed to find your way through all this madness that we call recruiting. And, of course, it was a tough night the other night, even though you do recruiting for football. That's Joe Klein screaming the other day in the studio. Tough to watch that the other night.
Yeah, boy, it was tough. Anybody from Arkansas felt that one, but trying to shake it off, fellas. I want to tell you, I appreciate y'all for having me. I know I stutter through it, and I'm not great at it, so I appreciate you sitting through
Nobody says that to your face.
No, as we know, you've got the Josh Neighbors.
We love you.
Josh Neighbors endorsement as the top segment of the week.
Most educational 15 minutes of my week.
Yeah. And we throw a lot at him.
It's a low bar, but you clear it, Danny.
Ow!
Whoa!
Hey, listen, how's that resume coming?
Roger,
let me add something to it. Please let me. I endorse it.
Roger has a shirt on today. It's so fitting. It says Arkansas Razorbacks. There's always next year underneath.
The way it is, Danny. It's the way it is.
Because you know what it was, Danny. We said the other day, the next morning, which I don't even know what today's Friday. I guess it was it yesterday morning, Wednesday morning after the game. Yeah. We just said that now we get to wait 2 months to see how football is going to break our hearts or whatever. Just it's like no.
Hey, let me tell you this. I had a buddy remind me. He said, "Did you remember what you said?" And after Game 2 of the LSU series down there, you texted me and said, they're going to be the ones that ends it in Omaha.
Oh,
or Arkansas.
no, you did not say that.
I
You
take
called
full
it.
responsibility for that mess in the bottom of the ninth, fellas. Sorry about that.
You called that shot. Well, great work as always, Danny. Thanks, buddy. We'll
Thanks,
talk
boys.
Thank
next
you,
week.
Dano.
All right.
Thank you.
See you,
We'll take
buddy.
a break, come back, and say goodbye to our lovely ladies from Sports Clips. They're doing great work for Camp Aldersgate starting Sunday. So make sure when you go in there, you can either give a donation or get the full price MVP haircut experience. I usually don't do that. If I had time, I would.
Listen,
Put the little towel on the face and
hot towel, cold towel, whatever you want. Massage, you get the massage. If you want. I love the wash and the rinse, the scalp massage as well. Listen, it is. I mean, it's goosebump worthy, is what it is, and I will get mine cut, and I'll always ask Chrissy if she will. Don't mind two things. I tell her if you don't mind, could you rinse it out? I don't need to watch it if you rinse it out or whatever because I've got a few other places I've got to go, and I mean no disrespect when I put my hat back on when I did it because I let her know that, and she's so good to me. She's so nice because she'll tell me she'll go. No, Roger, listen, we'll just let your hair grow a little bit longer and all that. And she'll take care of me because she knows, and she's very kind of me. She goes, no, you're losing a little hair back there. There's nothing we can do about it. We tried all the product. It's just not working.
When you guys are rubbing the heads of guys, do you ever get one of those, you ever get those that go, man, that's weird. He got a bumpy head. He's got a weird, you don't have a weird, dude, what's that big knot on your head?
Yeah,
You don't have,
really,
all heads are the same there, huh? They
Like
don't,
customer service.
Yeah, come on
you
now.
know,
You
look at
know
somebody-
this.
look-
You go,
you
oh
look
my
at some-
gosh,
yeah.
that guy has a warped head.
Yeah, he has.
He
a
must-
that is
no.
a water head. Look at that water head.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, look at the size of that guy's head.
Yeah, he's got more scalp. He's got more forehead.
It's going to take me an hour to rub around this guy's head.
Yeah, solar system
We're
head.
nice to all of our clients.
Really?
Do you
Yeah,
have,
hey,
do you have,
Mercury
do you have
face.
moaners, the guys that moan?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Where the hell do you get your hair cut?
Well, it does. Listen, it feels good.
That's what cold water is for.
It does feel good.
Very good.
Very
good.
That out. There's nothing the matter with that.
Why are you
That's why guys
whispering?
do that.
Why is your shirt off now?
All right, Doug, go ahead, 47.
Summer's a natural aphrodisiac, and with a pen and pad, I compose this rhyme to hit you and to get you equipped for the summertime.
Hey, it's David BAZZEL. Let me ask you something. If the power went out right now, would your home and family be ready? That's why I've got to tell you about Tri-State and their Generac home standby generators. These things are incredible. They kick on automatically within seconds of a power outage. No refueling, no hassle. They run on natural gas or propane. They're very quiet, efficient, and they even add value to your home. And right now, Tri-State is offering up to $1,500 off a brand new Generac generator. And it gets better. They're also throwing in 1 year free monitoring, 1 year free generator maintenance, and a free in-home consultation. That's real peace of mind before the next storm or outage hits. And trust me, once you've got a Generac generator from Tri-State, you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. Give them a call today at 866-695-1015 or go online to tristategenerators.com and schedule your free quote today. Again, that's 866-695-1015 or tristategenerators.com. Terms and conditions apply. Call for details.
Let's go shopping at RussellHonda.com. Check out the newly redesigned Honda Civic, or for something with enough room for you and your future soccer stars, the newly redesigned Honda Passport. Right now, get into a 2025 Honda Accord SE CVT for as little as $466 per month, or a Honda CR-V LX for $470 per month. At Russell Honda, Honda dependability, Honda economy, Honda performance, and Honda style, all waiting for you at RussellHonda.com.
Lumber One in West Little Rock is heating things up with our Summer Ready sales event, just in time for Father's Day. Find the perfect gift for Dad with huge savings on the Traeger Wood Pro Series 22 Wood Pellet Grill and the Blackstone 36-inch 4-burner propane griddle with hood, both just $389. And don't forget the Big Green Egg at a price point so low, it's top secret. Don't wait, this sale ends June 24th. Shop Lumber One on Colonel Glenn today.
It's your Razor Hog update on Out of Bounds, brought to you by Standing Firm Farms in Greenbrier. StandingFirmFarms.com for high-end restaurant quality fresh Angus beef delivered to your doorstep.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter agents Jay Vandover, Steve Ferguson, or Alex Blake in Little Rock today.
Brett Michaels' triumphant return to Oaklawn. Friday, September 26th, Oaklawn Event Center in Hot Springs. From over 50 million albums sold comes the Poison Hits and Solo Hits Live. Voted one of the most exciting and engaging live shows ever. This show will sell out. Get your tickets now. Tickets on sale now at Oaklawn.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
The games are on, the food's delicious, and here you are always part of the team. Welcome to Walk On Sports Bistro, where every day is game day. Whether it's a post-win celebration, drinks after work, or taking the fam for some made-from-scratch favorites. Walk-Ons is your go-to for good times, craft beer, and cocktails, and bold flavors for fans of all ages, from melty mozzarella logs to Hall of Fame level burgers. Stop by today or order online in the app. Walk On Sports Bistro. Game on.
When you golf in Missouri, the courses are so close you'll spend more time on the fairway than the freeway. After the back nine, enjoy world-class dining and distilleries, shops and spas, museums, and more. Find your new golf MO at visitmo.com.
Morning Mayhem has teamed up with Moe's Southwest Grill to deliver lunch to one hardworking office each week. Register your office to win at 1037thebuzz.com. One office each week will get a catered lunch for up to 15 people delivered by our friends at Moe's Southwest Grill and hosted by Roger and Baz. To learn more about Moe's Catering, email moescatering@moesar.com.
Want to reach the show? Well, give us a call or text at 501-661-1037. Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
Joy Chestnut is back. I wasn't that far off. Oh, wait, there you go, Russ. I don't know why. Listen, I was only off a little bit on that. Haters. We got to play Finish the Lyric coming up in the next hour, brought to you by Honda of Russellville.
I didn't know there's another hour left.
Yes, we've had so much show.
So much activities.
Honda of Russellville is celebrating the 50th anniversary of the Honda Goldwing, which is hard to believe it's been 50 years. And they've got one of the largest Honda selections in the state. We appreciate them sponsoring Justin's song of the Finish the Lyric. The song that we're going to play today, Josh, is one. It's got a name that I always sort of have fun with. It always sort of, you guys, I'll tell you this, you love the song, Roger. You love the song. Justin loves the song.
Justin who?
More, who is singing it. So
I love the song.
Yeah, wrapping up with the ladies here for Sports Clips.
Not always country.
Cassandra and Sierra, they're helping to raise money for Camp Aldersgate starting June 22nd through the 28th. Just go in there and get the full price MVP haircut, and $5 will go to Camp Aldersgate. Yeah. I was saying, you guys.
Or get a regular haircut and drop off.
That's
a
right.
couple
You
of
can
bucks
also
as
make
well.
a donation.
Yeah.
Great
Or
organization.
just drive by and say, I got a haircut last week. Here's some more money.
So they get to see. I asked, most of your customers are men. Yeah. I said, you guys get to see the best of men and the worst of men.
Yes,
my first thing I thought is that you probably get customers probably don't smell the best sometimes. And you guys have to just hold your nose. You got customers sometimes run their mouth too much.
Do you get some stinkies in there?
I guarantee they get stinkies in there. You just got to hold your breath. You can't say anything. You can't say anything.
Well, of course you can't.
But do you enjoy? Do you hardly have any women or kids? Mostly
How long
men?
can you hold your breath?
Long enough.
Okay.
But
There you go.
but the kids do come into sports clubs.
We
You
do.
guys may not have a lot on university, but I know there's other places where you got a lot of kids.
We get a lot of. I mean, we have a good number of them, but we're just not the location that has the most kids. But yeah, Sport Clips has a lot of kids that come.
Do you consider yourself counselors too? Do you help men as they get through? Because Josh is probably one of them. Josh will come in and probably tell you about things going on in his life and how unhappy he is working with those guys in the morning.
Right.
He's nice.
No, well, nobody said he's not nice. He's just got a bunch of chicks on a leash.
And of course, I think you could probably give him some good love advice.
Yeah.
Some relationship
tell him what
building
to
advice.
do, help him out.
You're gonna give him some good love advice.
Well, absolutely. Well, I hope you do. He's just a young buck out there, and he needs to know.
And what's great is I know you can't say it on the air, but I know there's customers when you come here, you're like, oh crap, I got to deal with this guy today.
And not because of the stinking.
Maybe it's not right. Roger, Mr. Comedy, he's probably telling jokes the whole
I'm
time.
not telling jokes at all. I let Chrissy do what she wants one. You know what? Here's the deal. I go in there and I ask Chrissy how's her day because she's on her feet all day long.
Right.
And then you can't. There's not soft enough shoes for you to wear when you start at 9 o'clock and you're there until it's all over.
No,
and then
I've
it's
tried every
summertime.
other one.
I know
And
you have.
You guys are right, catty corner from UALR, right? Is that right? On University?
No,
How
we
far?
are down.
We're
We're
farther down.
Further down?
Yeah, we are right across from St. Vincent Hospital. Like we can look at our
Oh,
front door and see
you're
St.
okay.
Vincent.
You're on the North University. Really, the reality of it.
Yeah.
You're on the north
Yeah.
side of
They're
630.
across from
Well, we're
Cheddar's.
South University.
Cheddar's, yes. That's a great.
Yes.
That's a busy location, I would imagine.
Yeah.
And your hours are?
So we are normally open Monday through Friday 9 to 8, and then Saturday 9 to 6, Sunday 9 to 5. But for that week, Sunday we're going to be 8 to 7, and Friday 8 to 8, Saturday 8 to 7.
One of my favorite things to do, Roger, is to on a Saturday morning to be the first one there.
Oh,
I was like, all right, girls, let's go.
You know what?
9 o'clock, let's go. Open that door. Let's go. I'm number one. Let's go.
I had
open
no
at 8 on
idea.
Saturday.
8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, whatever it is. I'm there at 8. I want to be the first one. Or you can go like.
There's nothing like it because there's not there's no sweeping up to do. You're not tuckered out or anything like that. You know what's going on. It's fresh. It's early. It's a new car smell.
It is disappointing to go in there and you see 18 people, unless
Say it.
you see your name at the
Oh,
top of the
board.
list. Sorry,
Yep.
everybody. Look up there. That's my name.
Yeah.
It's exactly right.
Yeah.
Bam. Listen, and when you've gone, now I'm talking to some people because I give these things away at all of my functions, some of the gift certificates that I get. And I give them, like at Mainline last night. Now I'll let people know. Maybe you don't go there to get your, and the other part of it is there's some guys that like to go, nope, I get my haircut all the time. Look, and they're completely bald.
Yes.
But somebody can come in there with one of those gift certificates and or without one and get their beard taken care of or get their mustache and all that. So what all do you do for somebody like that who has no hair on their head? They're not out of the game. They can come in.
They can. We even have like the super shavers where we can get it really, really close, like you said, and then
I've seen the work.
All right,
The
be
beard.
honest. Like if you have somebody coming there, they don't have much hair, that you try to like extend it out to where, all right, got a few more minutes here. Let's cut those few strands there and just make them feel better where they're not done like in 3
Why
minutes.
are you looking at me, you
I know,
chub?
I'm not. I'm not. Yeah, it's.
no, I mean we take our time with everybody.
Would you say like to me, like Junji has seen me go to gray. She's seen me go gray, and it's
No. She's seen you come in and go, it's Dr. Strange.
Yeah, it is. And or
Yes.
are you willing to go? Oh yeah, that little spot on the top of your head's getting a little bigger there.
I get that.
There you go.
Yeah, Roger gets that.
No,
yeah.
I get that a lot because, it started at Walmart with their stupid little security
Cameras, you
cameras
can
at the
see it.
checkout stand. Huh? Why isn't my check stand going? Oh, there's a red light and there's a camera and a bald guy standing in my place.
Cassandra, Sierra, thanks for the
Thank
good work
you,
you're
Thank
doing.
you, guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
you guys for
Aldersgate.
having us.
Yeah, get in
Thank
there,
you.
get your hair cut a couple times, give
Yeah.
the money to Camp Aldersgate.
Thanks for doing
Yes,
what
sir.
you're doing for that group.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, coming up, we got Heather Baker, we got Brandon LeCue from Moe's. We got to announce our company winner who's got the catering from Moe's, Roger. We got to play Finish the Lyrics, so we got more to come in this 9 o'clock hour. First day of summer. First day of summer.
What are we going to do? You know what we need? Slip and slide?
Yes.
Oh, get
Lawn
out there.
darts.
Take a drink out of your water hose.
Yes.
Kind of burn your lip just a touch with the water hose.
Yes.
And the copper.
Yeah, I mean,
Love it.
childhood.
The leader in sportsbook apps in the state of Arkansas, Bet Saracen, has a club you might want to consider joining. It's the perfect offer for you if you like to play parlays. Head over to the Bet Saracen app, opt in, and get all the details on how to earn bonus cash with the Parlay Bonus Club. It's active through June, and it could be the key to stacks of sportsbook bonus cash. The Parlay Bonus Club on the Bet Saracen Sportsbook app. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I like to deal with people I know, or at least people I feel know me. Imagine buying anything the way we buy cars. It would take you 4 hours to get out of the grocery store with a gallon of milk. If you're looking for your next new car, truck, or SUV and want a different way to buy, check out Fitz Auto. With in-house financing with an interest rate you'll be happy with. Oh, and don't forget your dogs. Stop by and drive away with a smile on your face. FitzAuto.com or on Stagecoach at the Curve.
Razorback pitcher Gabe Gackle gets in the zone each week, presented by Arkansas Digital Media at arkansasdigitalmedia.com and Billy's Awards in Conway at billysawards.com.
Where the Hogs hit the hardwood. 103.7 The Buzz. KABZ, Little Rock. Buzz News with KARK's Claire Kreitz.
A government report released Wednesday shows some of the state's groundwater use is unsustainable. The report shows groundwater withdrawal in eastern and southern Arkansas, quote, remains unsustainable. However, 2 aquifers have shown a slight rebound over the last decade. The Department of Agriculture says becoming less dependent on groundwater is a priority. Taking time to cool off this summer is leading to a health scare for some families in Benton. It comes after multiple children were said to have developed burns, rashes, and irritated skin after playing at the Tyndall Park splash pad. The splash pad was shut down immediately by the city after the reports of irritation surfaced. It was later found that one of the pipes had cracked, which caused issues with the water's chemical controller. As they continue to look into the issue, city officials say the splash pad's drainage system is separate from the pipe that cracked. This is Claire Kreitz for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Hot and humid weather today. It'll be partly cloudy with a high of 94 and heat index this afternoon around 105. So a heat advisory, the first of the year, has been issued for this afternoon. Also, a slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm. That's just a 10% chance of rain. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
This is Trey Schapp. Tune in each Friday morning at 5:30 right here on The Buzz as I bring you From the Shortgrass, presented by UAMS Health, Orthopedics, and Sports Medicine. If you like to hear interesting stories about the game of golf, this is for you. You can also find it wherever you get your podcasts.
Hello, folks. It's Frank Fletcher from Fletcher Dodge here in Sherwood. Our employee pricing program was such a big hit for May. We're going to do it again in June. We had a fantastic month and you really responded. Remember, employee pricing simply means you pay what we pay. Everybody qualifies for employee pricing. Folks, there's no gimmicks, no hoops. You pay what we pay. Only Fletcher Dodge has the discounts in addition to employee pricing of up to $14,000 and finance rates as low as 1.9% for 72 months. Got some other great deals. New Jeep Wranglers, $7,000 off. New Jeep Compasses for only $379 a month with no money down. Don't worry about your credit. Go to FletcherCredit.com and get pre-approved in minutes right on the internet. FletcherCredit.com. At Fletcher Dodge, we're always going to give you the best price and the lowest finance rates. Come see us in person at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road or shop us online at FletcherDeals.com.
Forest River RV in Sherwood, Arkansas is now open. Come celebrate during our grand opening block party, June 20th through the 22nd. We'll have free food, on-site giveaways, and fun for the whole family. Plus, take advantage of huge grand opening discounts on the top Forest River floor plans. Tour hundreds of new RVs along with the large selection of quality pre-owned RVs. Don't miss the grand opening block party at the all-new Forest River RV dealership in Sherwood, June 20th through the 22nd. Get all the details at ForestRiverLittleRock.com/grand opening.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
In search of a great happy hour? Then look no further than at the Butcher Shop Steakhouse. Each and every weekday from 4 till 6. Great specials on appetizers, draft beer, house wines, well drinks, and cocktails. Inside the bar or out on the patio. Enjoy happy hour at the Butcher Shop.
For all you parents and grandparents, I have huge news for you. Summerwood Sports, the state-of-the-art sports complex located right off Highway 5 in Bryant, is now offering 2 summer camps for grades 3 through 7 this summer. Campers will not only get to participate in sports, games, movies, and more, but will also receive lunch along with a daily devotional each day. Camps run June 9th through the 12th and July 14th through the 17th. So don't wait. Sign up today. For more details, click on summerwoodsports.com.
At Mosquito Joe, our passion is making outside fun again. One of the most popular ways of achieving that goal is with a mosquito misting system. Mosquito Joe misting systems can be installed discreetly around your backyard, patio, boat dock, anywhere you're getting bugged.
The really cool thing about Mosquito Joe misting systems is that they mist automatically every day when mosquitoes are most active. And, if I want to, I can operate the system on my phone with a super easy-to-use app.
Mosquito misting systems. Just one more way Mosquito Joe makes outside fun again.
Visit arkansas.mosquitojoe.com.
It's a tough time. Injured, and it was not your fault. Hurts in the pocketbook, too. Who do you turn to? Don't call a lawyer and find they're out of state or talk with someone at a call center. Call us at the Brad Hendricks Law Firm and talk to a real Arkansas lawyer directly. And remember, the only place that success comes before work is in the dictionary. We'll work hard for you. Have for over 30 years. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm. Tradition, reputation, results.
If you have a passion for adventure and unmatched quality, then head to Honda of North Little Rock for the best lineup of quality motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides. They have Honda's best models and will find the perfect ride just for you. That's Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
I want your blood. I want your soul.
Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
I want them both right now.
Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
I'm your huckleberry.
Here is David BAZZEL, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
All right, Lunger, let's do it.
All right, it is 9:06. We're so glad you're with us on the first day of summer. Longest day of the year. We had a lot of guests already today. Pat Bradley, Tori Morehart from down home, President JB Saria, which is a great guy. Looking forward to getting to know him even better. Had our Hawks Homes movie review. Danny West, HA Trailer Sales. Girls from Sports Clip were up. Now in this last hour, we'll visit with Heather Baker. Brandon LeCue is here. Good morning, Brandon. How are you?
Welcome to Moe's.
You're catering our CEO's birthday party today. I think she turns 42. I think her actual birthday is Sunday, but that's Terry Mayhem. So if you have Terry's number, text her happy birthday, and we'll be doing that today. And as we mentioned earlier, Sports Clip is doing a neat thing. So go by and starting Sunday, and get you a haircut, give money to Camp Aldersgate. You've got Game 7 this Sunday night. You got Pacers and Thunder. Pacers blew out the Thunder last night. Travs game, got a big Travs game Saturday. We'll give away some tickets for that coming up here in a few minutes. Because the weather should be nice, Roger. I don't think we get any rain. It's going to get hot now. It's going to get hot for a while.
I'll be naked lawn mowing today.
Some big news for UALR, the Little Rock Trojan basketball program. They get the commitment from 6'9" forward Terrion Burgess.
I like
State. I like it too,
I like
man.
it, and I like it a lot.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to bode well for the local metro area.
I love it. Great job.
Saline County as well.
Darryl Walker, and I like the move. I really do.
I dig it. How much do you like it?
I like it a lot. Brandon, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. Better than I deserve.
Is something different from your beard than the last time we saw you?
I think last time it was a little closer crop.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit longer.
Yeah.
You know, you can get that taken care of at Sport Clip.
You're right. You're actually catering today, as we mentioned, our CEO's birthday party. And we got to announce here in a minute, when we get through with Heather, we've been giving away, you're doing a catering for a company.
Welcome to Moe's.
For up to 15 people, and we've got our winner for this one. All you got to do is go to the Buzz website for a chance to register.
Do we go?
We'd like to go.
Crash.
We'll
Crash it. Moe's Crashers.
Remember what I did when I dove into the last?
I do,
burrito?
but I don't know.
What do we call it? I went middle. I went middle
Yeah,
burrito.
he came in from the side.
I went in from the side. I avoided the fold.
That's
I
right.
You know what?
avoided the fold.
You know what? I noticed that. You know what? But that is
genius.
It's still it is genius.
It is.
But I've never seen a human eat a burrito from the middle out.
I don't want to get caught up in the fold. I want to go
Right.
right to the meat quicker.
Listen,
You see what a lion does?
You know what?
Just
Just
the line goes
open
for
up.
right for
Open
that
up.
neck. Right for the neck.
Open up a little wider, and you'll be fine. I promise.
Let's check in with Heather Baker if we can. There, Roger
want
Dodge.
any of
We
the
got
full-
to play Finish the Lyric. We'll go ahead and tell you the song right now.
How are you going to tell them the
We're
song?
going to tell them the song. They got to finish the lyric. They got to finish the words.
Why don't you just give it to? What are you doing? I never know what you're doing.
It's a George Strait song, right? No, it's
I don't
not.
know. I don't know what.
Miami. It's not. No, it's not George Strait. It's Miami.
It's Keith Whitley.
Yeah, Keith Whitley.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that
Yes.
song. Now I understand what you're saying.
So this will give you a hint. You still have to finish.
Cream. I love
That's right.
that.
So
Yeah,
Justin
absolutely.
Moore will do that. That's coming up after we finish with Heather here. Let's go.
She has the busiest social calendar in the state of Arkansas. Her insight on what to do across the state is unrivaled. She is the go-to person when you need an event promoted. It's time to talk to the queen of promotions from AY Magazine and Arkansas Money and Politics. It's Heather Baker.
She is the queen, that's right, of promotions. Good morning, Heather. How are you?
Good morning, guys. Welcome to Moe's.
Welcome to Moe's. Wow, we sound a little echo-ish. I don't know if that's us or her. What do you think, Roger? Is her? You think?
It's the board. Go ahead.
It's the board. Heather, we were hoping we were talking about this weekend watching the Razorbacks in the World Series against Coastal Carolina, but it was not the case. Did you get a chance to watch the finish of that the other night?
I did watch the game.
Yeah, that's tough. Roger's got a great shirt on. It says Arkansas Razorbacks. There's always next year, and that's just sort of what we got to do. We got to move on. Next week, we will have on Cam Kozel and Will McIntyre to finish up the year, and Brielis, too.
But you know what? Here's the thing. And just like last year, if you were at the Liberty Bowl and you saw the Arkansas Razorbacks defeat Texas Tech, I don't know what the score was, but the shirt will say that, or the shirt will say Arkansas versus Texas Tech 2024 Liberty Bowl. Right. It's dated. This shirt that I have on from Design Lab, Arkansas Razorback, there's always next year, is evergreen. You can use it
forever,
every year, every season, every sport.
And Heather, we talked about, now we've got too much to wait to see the football team break our hearts next year. Well, it's a bad attitude to have. I know. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. Maybe one of these days they'll change our mind.
Maybe.
It's all about your mindset, David. You got to get your mindset right. They're going to win.
Thank you,
My
Heather.
daughter was sending out the
Angels,
the Angel Flap movie thing. What was that one all
Angels
about?
in the Outfield?
That's right. Angels in the Outfield. Thank you, Brando. That's what it was.
So Heather, what is going on?
Didn't help.
What is going on this weekend that everybody listening they need to know about? What's the scoop?
Well, I'm up in Northwest Arkansas. Hung out with Luke Bryan last night at the amphitheater. That was pretty cool.
Name dropper. Go ahead.
There you go. So it's an incredible weekend for the poultry. I know we talked about that a little bit before because Marvin was on the cover, but they have their event that really raises the scholarships for Agri in Arkansas. It's so important. That's what's going on with their cooking contest. We're going to have another concert Saturday night with country superstar Jackson Dean. So if you're up in Northwest Arkansas, you can check that out. But Rosebud is going to be having their Summer Fest, and it's going to be going through Saturday. And I heard they are going to have big monster trucks. So if you're into that, it's a 3-door outdoor event with craft vendors, food trucks, carnival rides, attractions, autocross racing. Who knew that they could have all that in Rosebud? So you can check that out, and they're also going to have some fireworks as well. If you're in Benton and it is the first day of summer, you want to jump in the pool, they're going to have movie at the pool at River Center in Benton at 6:30 tonight. Mohannes 2 is going to be playing, so it's a family event out there. There is a wait list, so if you want to do that, jump online and try to get tickets for that. And Maumelle, at Mira at Maumelle, we're going to have bikes, boots, and burgers. So if you love motorcycles, this will be something you can do. They're going to have DJs, burgers, lots of things going on out there. So check that out. That'll be going in Maumelle tonight from 4 to 6 o'clock. One of my favorite refuges in Arkansas is the Turpentine Creek. We've talked about it multiple times, where that's where they rescue the big cats.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I've been there.
Absolutely. So much fun. But they're going to be having a Mopar Classic. I wonder if Frank has ever been to that, with his connection with Mopar. But they're going to be having a huge classic car show, and it's going to be going on throughout Eureka Springs and end up at Turpentine Creek. If you haven't been there, I highly recommend it. It'll be an incredible event, but that's going to be going all weekend, as long as we'll have more information about that at aymag.com. We have the Arkansas State Cornhole Championship. Can you play cornhole? Are you good at it?
I have played it. I'm not very good, but there is a skill to that, and it's a big thing. There are people playing for a lot of money for that. Where is this one?
So this will be in Cabot. It's at the Double Play Sports Club. This is the state championship. So it's going to be a 2-day event. There's going to be times varying, so you can check that out on their website. But this will be for the world ranking. So you'll have to be there. Food trucks as well. It's a $5 fee to get in the door, and they're going to have food and drinks. So that'll be fun for everybody. Big rally for the Mountain Rumble Rally. This is the 3rd annual Ozark Mountain Rumble Rally. Say that 3 times. Yep. It's going to be going on in Eureka and in Rogers. So the bikes will be going everywhere. It's going on all weekend. It is a jam-packed weekend. Music, motorcycles, mountain views. It's so much fun for everybody. We've got free Bluebell ice cream at Harps on Dave Ward in Conway at 1:30 on Saturday. So if you want to take the family out and get some free ice cream, you can do that. While you're in Conway, they've got another car show and shine car show at Maylee's Entertainment. That's going to be from 2 to 6 on Saturday. And then we have Juneteenth and The Rock at the Mosaic Templars, and that will be going on all day Saturday. They have so much celebration. They're going to be having storytelling, experiences, kid zones, run, walk, street festivals, and so much more. And that will be going in downtown Little Rock all day Saturday. We have all of our music lineup on our website as well, every music event across the entire state, and there's about 60 other events you can check out at aymag.com as well.
Yeah, listen, I mean, if you want to see there's so many things happening in this state. I think people forget. I mean, just car shows alone and music alone is enough to keep you busy, but aymag.com has all those listed. Let me tell you what, though. You don't have a Juneteenth celebration until you get Heather Baker, David Basil, and Rex Nelson there to be there to volunteer.
Don't do that. Don't go there.
That's when you really take your Juneteenth celebration to another level.
That was hashtag the whitest of white to be at that. I could just.
That's for you, Muskie.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord. Well, Heather, have a wonderful weekend. Good work, and I'm still working on the Touchdown Club lineup. Still got a ways to go. Had a big whale turn me down. Got the word this morning during the show. Rats.
Really?
I just got to keep throwing the bait out there. Keep casting. So, but thank you, Heather.
We'll work on that. We're working on a story on Countdown to Football. Acree's got all those interviews set up, so you can check that out in AMP as well. That'll be coming up in the next. We got football coming up pretty soon.
That's from your Queen of Promotions, Heather Baker. Thanks, Heather. Appreciate it.
Have a great weekend, guys.
All right. We need a contestant for Finish the Lyric, and we'll be giving away some. We've got
give it away.
We got Trav's tickets and other things. Just if you win, you can just say, "Josh, what's in the prize bucket?"
Ooh.
And Josh will just pull out. We know we got Trav's tickets tomorrow for sure. Because we have Brandon LeCue here in studio, can we go ahead and announce our winner?
Yes.
For the first, you'll have to check with your staff to make sure everything's fine. But looks like Roger. The winner for this first delivery, this first catering, is Tori Stump, and from Total Respiratory.
Welcome to Mo.
Total Respiratory gets a up for 15 people, right? Enough food.
Up to 15 people.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
I don't know exactly where they're located, but we'll find out. Roger, we'll see if we can be there. But all you have to do to win this every week is to go to the Buzz website and submit whatever information Chuck needs from you.
And you can request on there that we don't show up if that's what you want. Now, it doesn't mean we will. You can request it.
Right.
Someone says here they marked the tape when we were talking about how I eat your burrito. Mark tape Bass says it goes right for the meat.
You did.
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. That's exactly what I say.
Listen, there's no judgment here.
But you've been doing this catering deal for The Point. You did a deal for The Point for a while, and now you get to give the fun listeners. A lot of those.
Who are you
folks,
working with over there? The living legend, Jeff Long, Jeff Allen. Jeff Long. Jeff Allen.
It was routing through Chuck, and so we worked with Jeff some. We worked with Rick some.
Okay, Rick, you work with Rick and
spread it around.
Yeah. Who's his co-host?
Don.
Yeah, Rick and Don.
We don't know about that person.
Yeah, we don't know the person.
We see Rick every day.
We don't even. Because I'm gonna be honest with you.
So,
I think Don is Rick.
Could be.
Because I've never seen. Well, listen, we know about Craig was doing all those voices. So was Ray Lincoln. I don't know Rick does.
I was just in studio with him. If Don is Rick, then Rick is a heck of a ventriloquist.
Well, he is. I mean, he had to use that. That was part of his Army service.
What Don?
Marines. He's gonna get me.
Don is our Justin. Now you don't see him, but you hear him on the air.
Justin Moore. Okay, very good. I still say it's him. I've seen Rick.
Let's hit the open for Finish the Lyric, Josh, if you have it, and let's get a contestant.
Justin Moore has sold more than 20 million albums. But this country star is ready to challenge you to finish the lyric. Brought to you by Honda of Russellville, where you can check out the new Honda Mud Pro Series ATVs or Gold Wing trikes at HondaofRussellville.com.
Sounds like it sucks. He
Can't even bait a hook, y'all.
Now, so 661-1037. Don't be shy.
Well, don't be a.
Of course, we know that song is about.
What's that?
We know who that song is about. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He told us it was about Aaron Rodgers, right?
No. Well, I think he might revise it now.
Yeah, what athlete was it?
Big Ben
Roethlisberger. That's
now,
what
was
it
that
is.
a first-hand account?
Yes,
he told
that's
us,
right.
Somebody else.
So here's the deal. All you have to do is that Justin's going to sing the first part of a lyric, and we're telling you the song. It's Miami, Miami.
Miami, Miami.
It always. I don't know why it bothers me when I hear that. It's just it sounds funky.
You know what?
I don't know, but all you have to do is if you know the song, is finish the lyrics. So we'll wait for a contestant there. 661-1037. What do we need to know? What's happening with Moe's? Have people been telling you? We hear you all the time when Roger plays the crunch, and then Justin.
They do. Welcome to Moe's.
Justin says that it's something you do at the end of your welcome to Moe's. Is a little what because of
Put
vibration.
a little vibrato on it.
Yeah, that's what it is. Listen to it again. See if we can hear it.
Welcome to Moe's.
Moe's.
Yeah, I don't think that was intentional. I think when we caught that audio, that was actually me.
It was magic.
Holy crap! I'm being really loud. I need to back off a little bit.
It was magic. One more time, Roger, and the crunch.
Welcome to Moe's.
And do you make sure and challenge your employees to do this as well?
Oh yeah,
yes. When you come in, you got to do that.
Oh yeah,
which is greater, Waffle House, and because they do that, or you say Moe's is better?
I think Moe's is better.
I think Waffle House is sort of falling off a little bit.
What do they say?
You know, hey, good morning. Well, you welcome to Waffle House.
So theirs isn't like a concerted and focused effort.
That's exactly. You've got to do it when you come to your place. All right, Josh. Who is this contestant we have?
Charlie.
Charlie, good morning.
That is a made-up name.
Good morning.
All right, Charlie.
No, it's not.
It's not really?
Where are you calling from, Charlie?
No.
Where are you calling from?
I'm in Little Rock right now.
What do you do for a living, Charlie?
I am a driver.
Okay, wonderful. We love drivers.
Yeah, we do.
You want to tell what kind of product you're driving around or no?
Plumbing supplies.
Okay, listen, need our plumbing supplies.
Big fan of plumber's tape.
Are you a fan of Keith Whitley at all? Do you know the song we're talking about, Miami, Miami?
I do.
Okay, well, listen,
boy.
he's confident. All right,
I like you better
So
now.
Josh is going to play the first half, and you can either sing it or you can just say it.
So, will he play the first half, stop it, and then play it again?
Yeah, I think let's hear it the first. Let's you hear it, and then he'll play it the second time, and then you can finish it. All right.
All right. Here we go. Good luck, Charlie.
Should be playing.
Huh. Seems like we've had the last couple of days, Roger, when we start to do it, it never works. Our equipment never works. Here we go. Let's try it again.
Yeah, hold on. All right.
Is this user error or our terrible machines?
Well, this thing's mislabeled.
Said be sure, and I'll call you in L.A. Even in the taxi, I could hear my telephone ring. Call me.
Okay, so what?
Miami.
Come on.
I thought you never call. Miami.
Listen, that is good enough. That is good enough.
Yeah,
you sound listen. We've got just the worst equipment and function.
Well.
We're just. But you got it right. You got it right.
I
Good
can't
job.
think so.
No, Charlie, you did a great
yes,
job
you
of
can.
singing.
You did a great job, Charlie.
I thought it was fantastic.
Okay, here's Justin doing it.
What took you so long? I thought you'd never call. Miami.
Woo!
Oh, Miami. Miami loves me after all.
Can I tell you? I can't tell the difference between Charlie singing that and Justin.
Come on now.
I can't do it, Charlie. I
Good
tell you,
job.
Charlie, I didn't
If
know
that
you'd
is your real
stop
name,
singing.
Charlie.
Yeah, and if you really are a truck driver, we know you're a plumber.
I'm going to tell you this, Charlie. There's not a better singing plumber that's calling this show right now in America
that's a
than
fact.
you.
Hey, Roger, my daughter's the one to clean your house.
Oh, hey, she did a
Wow.
great job. How's she and the baby? How far along is she?
I think 7.
Awesome. It's about
Yep.
time. It's almost that time, isn't it?
Yep.
Fantastic, Charlie. Well, tell her I said hello. She did a great job, and I wanted to come back, but it made me feel bad enough that I knew she was just pregnant at the time. Now I need her to come back and she can bring the baby.
right?
Thank you, brother.
Good
Thanks
job,
for listening,
Charlie. You're a
Charlie.
winner,
Thanks,
buddy.
guys.
Thank
Josh
you.
will get with you. How about that? Good job there. I tell you what, I don't know what's going on. We got the tennis deal. We just listen. There's something in the system. There's a ghost in our system trying to ruin things for us. Brandon, you gonna hang out with us a few minutes?
Yeah.
Or you got listen. You have nothing else to do. You got all your employees working for you, right?
Right.
All right, we'll come back in just a minute. 9:24. If you want to be a part of the show, 661-1037 is the number.
The Zone Hotline on 103.7 The Buzz is presented by Jim's Razorback Pizza with 2 locations, Highway 10 past Taylor Loop and just off the Morgan Maumelle exit.
This is Sports Center.
The 2025 NBA Finals will see a 7th and decisive game after Game 6 last night. The Pacers win 108-91 after a swarming defensive performance that saw them hold the Thunder to just 42% from the floor and 8 for 30 from beyond the arc, which is only 27%. The Pacers made 15 of their 42 three-point attempts en route to a 17-point blowout victory. It was Obi Toppin who led the way with 20 points and 6 boards. He was 4-7 from beyond the arc. The ailing Tyrese Halliburton scored 14 points and dished out 5 assists. Pascal Siakam finished with 16 points and 13 rebounds. Game 7 will take place in Oklahoma City on Sunday night. You can catch the game at 7 p.m. on ABC. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center.
With KARK's Pat Walker.
A heat advisory this afternoon, meaning the heat index could get around 105, the actual high temperature 94. It'll be partly cloudy with a 10% chance of a shower or thunderstorm. Then tonight, mostly clear, staying very warm and humid with an overnight low of 76. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Catch the Buzz on all our social media platforms, presented by Luxury Pool and Spa in Conway and Russellville. They're your pool and spa chemical headquarters. LuxuryPoolArkansas.com.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Tickets are on sale now for Countdown to Kickoff, presented by Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, July 24th at the Hall, featuring Bobby Petrino and Taylor Green, plus former Hawks Casey Dick and Niall Davis, with dinner from Corky's. Get your tickets at LittleRockHall.com. Countdown to Kickoff, presented by Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, and brought to you in part by Oaklawn Sports, the Gangster Museum and the Hattery of Hot Springs, First Trust Home Loans, AY Magazine, Arkansas Money and Politics, Tito's Handmade Vodka, and Connect Service Solutions. Special thanks to Corky's Ribs and Barbecue and Party Time Rental and Events.
Let's go shopping at RussellHonda.com. Check out the newly redesigned Honda Civic, or for something with enough room for you and your future soccer stars, the newly redesigned Honda Passport. Right now, get into a 2025 Honda Accord SE CVT for as little as $466 per month, or a Honda CR-V LX for $470 per month. At Russell Honda, Honda dependability, Honda economy, Honda performance, and Honda style, all waiting for you at RussellHonda.com.
Now that it's summer, we're blowing out prices at HJ Trailer Sales. Through the end of the month at factory cost, some even below. Aluminum truck beds in stock marked down to $6,500 installed. All bedrock beds $4,900 installed. Butler hay beds $12,800 installed. Need a trailer? Good Guys 22-foot 10K $8,100. All air tow trailers under $20,000. Delta 30-foot 14K gooseneck only $10,900. HJ Trailer Sales on Facebook or hjtrailersales.com. Hot Springs and Paragould.
For all you parents and grandparents, I have huge news for you. Summerwood Sports, the state-of-the-art sports complex located right off Highway 5 in Bryant, is now offering 2 summer camps for grades 3 through 7 this summer. Campers will not only get to participate in sports, games, movies, and more, but will also receive lunch along with a daily devotional each day. Camps run June 9th through the 12th and July 14th through the 17th. So don't wait. Sign up today. For more details, click on summerwoodsports.com.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See shelter agents Richard Yeager, Steve Ferguson, or Jason Daly in Little Rock today.
On Friday, April 11th of this year, I finished my first year driving a GV70 from Genesis of Conway. So, what's the big deal? It's this. It's the Craig O'Neill Anniversary Sale at Genesis of Conway. To celebrate 1 year of driving the 2024 GV70, you're invited to come in and learn how you can get a 2025 for as low as $497 a month. Yes, $497 a month. Genesis of Conway, the future of luxury today.
Can't listen to the radio? Don't worry. You can catch Morning Mayhem live every day. Just download the 1037 The Buzz app.
Who's this, Raj?
This is, I never can get it right. It's,
oh, man. Sorry, man.
No, it's okay. I never can get it right.
Wow.
I just get it from
artist or song? Or either?
Something Like It Hot's the song.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's done by...
you can Google while I talk about luxury
it's
pull and
Eddie
spa.
and the Cruisers is the name of the movie,
Gotcha.
and I'm trying to think because he lip syncs. Michael Perry lip syncs it, but it's
Roger's
Billy Barra.
Roger has been playing music from the summer because today is the first day of summer, the longest day of the year, Brandon. I don't know if you knew that or not, so you'll get a full day of work in.
I was listening this morning.
Do want to give a shout out to our friends over at Luxury Pool and Spa. You know, they got locations in Conway and Russellville. And if this is the summer you've been thinking about maybe doing a custom pool, we encourage you to call them first. They're great people, got a great reputation. Again, been in business for decades, many decades. They're trustworthy. And if maybe you've got a pool that needs some attention, we talked about that the other day. The Hendricks family had just got through using them, and we know that Sam Pittman has used them, and they've got a long list of customers that they can tell you to talk to them. But they're good folks. They also have a ton of pool equipment. You've got those, and you've also got amazing hot tubs, which I love, and I've got one there. They'll tell you all the information. They'll sell you all the information or all the ingredients you need to make those happen, to make those the best they can be. LuxuryPoolArkansas.com. LuxuryPoolArkansas.com. Check that out online and make this be the summer that you remember. That was the summer that Dad and Mom got us the pool. Again, I don't know how busy they are. They might be able to get you started at some point this summer, but call them and find that out today. You can even, you know what? You can eat your chips out by the pool. You can.
RJ Hawk says he likes to order a taco kit from Moe's and then eat it by the pool. He told me that.
Yes. I do. I say either the pool or the bed. Yeah. Both of those are very good. We also, too, Roger, at this time, yesterday it was Bobby Tucker's wife, Brenda, that we wished a happy birthday to. Today is Tammy Cates, the wife of Joe Cates, super salesperson. Her birthday is actually Sunday. So happy birthday, Tammy.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Tammy.
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tammy Cates, Ralph Schuster, and Terry Mahan. They're all on Sunday.
Wow.
Happy birthday to you.
Very nice.
Happy birthday,
We'll be
Tammy.
celebrating one of those birthdays today downstairs. Terry Mahan, our CEO. She's been here, I think, 21 years? I think it's how long she's been here. And so, listen, no pressure or anything, Brandon. No pressure or anything, but we're expecting great things out of your burritos today.
What we do every day, man.
What kind of burritos are you bringing us today?
So today, I think you guys actually wanted a fajita bar, which is one of our catering specials. You can't get fajitas in the store, but for catering, that's what we do.
Wanted to hit a couple of things I know it's going to be outstanding. A couple of things that happened on this day, Roger, because there's some really cool things.
Throw it out.
78 years ago, 1947, something happened to this mobster at his girlfriend's house. That should be the clue. Girlfriend's Beverly Hills mansion.
Oh, got it.
Bring it, King of all trivia.
That, my friend, is from Bugsy Siegel.
That's exactly right. He was
Dead.
shot and killed, yes.
And in the movie The Godfather, how was Bugsy Siegel represented?
He was the guy that was shot on the massage table, right?
That's exactly what was his name.
Mo Green.
Mo Green. You
don't talk to
treat a
Mo
man
Green.
like Mo Green like that.
Yes.
Roger.
Roger.
Don't ever talk about that.
On this day, 58 years ago, 1967.
Gone with the Wind.
This well-known sports athlete was fined $10,000 and sentenced 5 to 5 years in prison for what?
What is this?
What year?
What year?
58 years ago, 1967.
That is Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali is
in
correct,
your
Josh.
face! In your face!
Of course, you
Do
know what
we have
happened?
any Moe's gift certificates? Because I get one of that.
He was fined $10,000 and sentenced to 5 years in prison for dodging the draft.
Yeah.
His conviction was later overturned by the Supreme Court.
Faux
We
show.
already talked about this was the day, Brandon. On this day, 1975, a 27-year-old Steven Spielberg launched Jaws, which earned $260 million in the U.S. Wow! And so probably
And that was in 1975.
Yeah, that shows you how massive that was.
Oh my God!
Netflix has a Jaws 50 right now.
Is that right?
Up, yeah.
Josh, you should know this. There it is. What came out 2 years later and made $307 million in the U.S.?
Star Wars.
Boom! I knew I couldn't get back by Padawan Josh.
Yes,
over there.
pertaining. What's it pertaining?
Roger, 45 years ago on this day, think of the blockbusters.
45 years ago on this date. How old was I?
We talked about this movie the other day. It was with two actors. One was the hottest star in all of Hollywood.
Yeah.
In all all levels of Hollywood.
All levels. We're talking about Jimmy Belushi.
That's exactly John Belushi. That's exactly
That's
the Blues
right,
Brother
yes,
came on this day. And Josh, 1986, 39 years ago, part 2 of this famous kid sports movie was released.
Oh, you kids sports movie.
Kid sports movie part 2.
Wait, kids sports movie for Air Bud.
1986, Roger.
Sandlot.
Blank on. Blank off.
Oh, Karate Kid.
Karate Kid Part 2.
A wax song? A wax song.
Never saw it.
32 years ago, 1993, Chicago.
Oh, Josh, you.
Chicago Bulls beat the Phoenix Sun, winning their third straight NBA championship. That's the sixth game that wrapped up the title was won by a three-point shot by who? With 3.9 seconds remaining on the clock. Not Michael Jordan. No. Who was it?
John Paxson.
Did you Google that?
No, I knew that.
Just you had a pause and working your way through that.
Yeah.
And Roger, you should know this one. 7 years ago, 2018. Brandon, if you know it, you can jump in. 2018, the first season of this show premiered. So it was 7 years ago on this day.
On what channel? On what channel?
2018.
Yeah, and it became one of the most popular shows.
On what channel?
In all America.
On what channel?
What even a channel? It's what network?
Is it Max?
You had to go searching to find it.
Was this not Succession?
And Roger has done a voice for this show for the last 4 years. Last 4 or 5 years.
Chuck and Bo show.
No.
Now I want somebody.
Two spinoffs have been done.
You talking about Yellowstone?
Yellowstone is correct. Thank you, Brandon, for
no
coming
idea.
in this show and
absolutely.
showing us how to do it.
I thought it was more recent than that.
It is a great show. We had a great time doing it. I'm sorry it didn't work out. I said, take it, Taylor Sheridan, shove it up your pie hole. I'm getting out of here. I'm going to Hot Springs. I'm going to stay at the Hamby House. I'm going to work down there with the Gangster Museum. We're going to do what we got to do. Kevin Costner here. Kevin Costner forever. Yeah, we're going to do it. And I have my bastard son on there.
What?
That's what he was. I got him right there. I raised him up to be a murderer. And that's what he did. We are the godfather of the Western. We love Yellowstone, Montana, whether it be Wyoming or Montana, is what we do in a little bitty part that is not governed by anybody. That's a train station.
Yeah, so the other day I was watching a show, and they in this show they were essentially taking somebody to the train station unbeknownst to them, and all that was playing in my head was Roger going, all I could think of.
Right there. Welcome to Moe's. I can do it for you.
I did want to thank Honda of Russellville for sponsoring our Finish the Lyric.
Yeah.
Appreciate them. It's the 50th anniversary of the Honda Gold Wing, and they've got the largest Honda selection in the state, so go by and check them out and tell them you heard it on the Buzz. Couple of little birthdays I want to throw at you. When you think of
Honda of Russellville.
Yes.
Not Russell Honda.
No.
Two different things.
That's
See
correct.
what I did
That's
there?
correct.
See what I did there? Genius.
When you think of this actor, what movie do you think of?
Gone
Or
with the
what
Wind.
role do you think of? He's 73 today.
All right, sir.
John Goodman, go.
What movie?
Yeah, what movie role do you think of? Or TV role?
there's a lot of them.
The Big Lebowski.
Big
But
Lebowski.
also the one I love him in Argo. He and Alan
Argo,
Arkin.
he's good.
Argo yourself.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
him. I like him in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
He's
Big time.
good.
Big time.
He's
Big
good.
Dan. He's Big Dan.
He's also
And
with,
Eli Gemstone.
And Dan.
Yes,
Boom, there it is. Right,
yes.
that's it.
And
Couldn't
of course,
think of it.
Roseanne, obviously
Yeah.
being the other.
Never saw Roseanne.
But let me tell you what else he was in with the
Well,
movie.
tell
I
me
don't know if
about
you've
it.
seen this or not, Raj. He was in a movie with Denzel Washington, and he played the devil. He was what was the name of that movie?
Devil with Denzel?
What's the name of that movie? Let me see if I can find that real
I don't
quick.
know about Denzel being in it.
661-1037. Tell me the name of the movie with Denzel Washington. And I remember the movie.
Okay.
The song was rock. Something the devil. What's the devil song with Rolling Stone?
Sympathy for the devil.
What is it?
Sympathy for the Devil. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
No, you got it. Sympathy for the Devil.
Sympathy for the devil.
Sympathy for the devil. I'm sorry. It
Yeah,
sounded like you
yeah.
said something else. Yeah, that was
also he was good. Have y'all seen 10 Cloverfield Lane?
Seen what?
Yes, I didn't like that movie.
I like Cloverfield.
Yeah, Cloverfield. I like the
Yeah.
first one. The second one I didn't like.
John Goodman was in Porky's?
He was?
I don't remember that.
He
was in Revenge of the Nerds.
To loop the conversation back together, wasn't he in the Blues Brothers 2000?
He was. I think that's
Well,
right.
And
Yeah.
he's had a huge career
Yeah.
in animated films because of his voice. Right? He's got such a good
What is he
distinct
known
voice.
for? What's he known for?
Monsters Inc. Which
Okay,
was a
okay,
huge
that's
movie.
right. That's right.
Emperor's New Groove, which was big. B movie, love B movie. B movie's a great film.
Great one.
You've not seen it.
So,
Cars.
who is he in Cars? I've never seen Cars from
Cars is awesome.
So I've got the movie. The movie's Fallen. You know it, Joe. Yeah, Roger, have you seen it?
I remember. the
Roger,
movie.
you need to watch it because it's got Denzel in it.
Well, Denzel plays an angel?
Well, no. What happens is the devil transfers body to body by touch, and
He
so
does what now?
if the devil starts occupying a person,
My
the only
wife
way
don't let me watch movies like that
Yeah.
because she's afraid they come right through the TV at me, and she's already got a problem with me now.
the only way they transfer is if they're touched, and so what you go is that. So Denzel Washington is having to deal.
What
with,
is Denzel's character?
He's another a detective. They're both detectives, and he realizes what's happening. So he has to play at the very end. He has to set up something.
Don't tell me nothing, and
I
I'm
know.
going to watch it
Yeah,
later
no,
today when I get off my riding mower.
It's actually a pretty good movie. The other thing, Roger.
Oh, he's great one in Monument, man. I like it.
Oh, my
too,
gosh,
yeah.
he was great in that one.
He's great in everything he does. You know, he almost steals every scene.
I am surprised you haven't given the one movie that I have not seen, but he looks like this character historic. No, Joe, you can't come in here and give every answer now.
Babe
Joe,
Ruth?
listen, you're making Roger look bad.
No.
I mean, you're beating
Well,
him on every-
nobody says that but you jerk.
I'm just saying. Come
Nobody's
on,
saying
What
that.
movie?
Oh,
It's go ahead, Roger.
Babe Ruth.
Yeah, it's Babe.
Yeah, but
It's
I
Babe.
don't think he looks like Babe Ruth.
He was in Flight also with Denzel.
He's in what?
See, I don't
Flight.
even know.
I haven't seen Flight.
I don't
You haven't
know.
seen Flight? You gotta watch
Oh,
Flight.
is that where he flies plane upside down?
It's awesome.
Oh my gosh,
Ridiculous.
we forgot.
Cocaine don't make you do that.
I know.
Roger, we forgot Brandon LeCue is one of the most sharpest pop culture advertisers we've ever had on our show.
John Goodman could
I don't
play
know
him
about
in
that.
the movie about Moe's.
I have my moments.
Yeah, what was that? What
I
was
have
sign
your
up for,
moments?
I would sign up for that today.
Everybody's All American? Roger, forgot about that.
That's an excellent movie. That's a real good movie. It's a that goes from it's a little period piece there.
He has had a long movie career.
Long,
he started
illustrious movie career.
1983.
If I could be in a movie with him, which movie would you want to get in with him?
Did you mention?
Argo.
Did you mention about Blue Brothers 2000? Did you
I
mention
did.
that? Yeah,
Somebody
yeah.
did. No, Joshua
And
did.
he
I think
did.
you did too.
No, he did.
Did
Brandon
he do
You did not, man.
King Ralph? Was
He
that
sure
was that
did.
his movie?
An excellent,
Remember that one?
stupid movie.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
what it is.
I am looking at his list of work. I mean, it is crazy how much work he's done.
It really is.
And
Well, he was not in Antiquities, though.
He was not.
No, there was a part for him, but
You turned it down?
Yeah, turned it down because he was working on King Ralph.
What
His
was
agent.
what was his role in Oh Brother Where Art Thou? I can't
He
remember.
played Big Dan.
Yeah, he was.
Big Dan.
He took
knocked him out.
he took him out and gave him some corn and took a branch, not a limb off a tree.
Oh yeah.
And smacked him right. Big Dan, what you got that for, kink?
He was in a movie called
Squashes a frog and throws it. We thought you were dead.
He was
That's
in
right.
Raising Arizona too.
Thought you was a toad.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the movie that I was okay on. You don't know Jack. Remember that one? That was the one with Al Pacino playing Jack Kevorkian. I forgot he was in that one.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I'm telling you, it
Some
goes
movies I refuse
it
to
goes
watch.
on and on and on. And Argo, you mentioned that was
He's been around forever.
Trouble with the Curve. Did you know that one? He was in that one.
That's a great movie.
I haven't seen that
Is
one.
that the one Clint
Great
Eastwood?
Yeah.
Excellent movie.
I have not seen
And
that
Just
one.
small
and
role
Justin
in that one.
Timberlake, oddly.
And Justin Timberlake. And that is a fantastic movie. Is that Amy Adams or Amy Fisher?
Adams, I think.
Okay.
Just listen. You know what? You're coming in with Brandon, Joe, because both of you know every darn answer. Yeah, but Roger and I forgot about Monuments Men. I think he had a nice little role in that one, too.
He did. He had a role in it. It was very
Great movie.
sentimental.
Great
Yeah.
A couple more, and then we'll wrap things up. I mentioned Lionel Richie, who was so big in the 70s and 80s. I mean, I remember being in college, All Night Long, Hello, Endless Love. I think kids today who watch him on American Idol have no idea how big he was.
At America's Got Talent.
No, he's American Idol. Okay. Yeah, he's American Idol. Yeah,
but I'll also say for kids that grew up in the 80s listening to Lionel Richie, we didn't know he was the guy from the Commodores.
Commodores. That's right. You also have Nicole Kidman. How old do you think she is today?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, she is
64.
Good answer. What?
64.
Nope. Younger than that.
53.
I'll go double nickels.
58. And then speaking of old brother, where art thou? Dan Kaminsky, who was the one who wrote the song, the main song for that, the Man of Constant Sorrow. Either sang it or wrote it or did all of the above.
Huh.
So
I did not know that.
Yeah, and then we mentioned too, Roger, Anne Murray is still alive. Snowbird woman.
You know what? And there's a movie that somebody else just threw out there. Thank you on the D3 Auto Sales text line. He plays one of the brothers that breaks out of prison in one of my favorite movies, Raised in Arizona.
Yeah, John Goodman.
Yeah. Oh, did he say Raised in Arizona? I did not hear that.
It's okay.
I was obviously wanting to speak to myself.
And this is something that Roger and I, many times as we've watched Godfather 2, we never knew this. Danny Aiello, who died in 2019, everybody knows who he is. He's an actor. You saw his face. He was the guy.
He died in what year?
2019. He was the guy that says Michael Corleone says hello.
Yeah.
And he gets him from behind.
Who was it
that he kills from behind?
I wish you had told me.
And if you look, I never knew it was Danny Aiello until we just played.
You said that.
And you look at it, and there he is.
It's a guy that goes back that we play the clip that he's on here where he goes, champagne cocktails. You know, he's a guy that was going to the Senate committee and going to rat on Michael Corleone, but Michael brings his brother in, and the guy goes, Senator, I don't know.
That's right, it's good. Yeah.
You know, you got a father here and a father there. I don't know. Champagne cocktails.
We're going to say another happy birthday to Ben. He's a servant leader at Renewal Ranch.
Hey, Ben.
He's out there doing great work on God's behalf. So happy birthday to you, Ben. Keep up the good work. Thanks to all you folks who've been sending in names of movies and John Goodman stuff. And somebody said Revenge of the Nerds. I don't know if you mentioned that or not.
He is. He played the head football coach in that one. What a jerk he was in that one. John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band is who sings the song for Eddie and the Cruisers.
Gotcha.
I had listened to my OCD. Yes, they fix that.
Yes. All right, don't go away. We'll come back and wrap up what was a crazy busy show.
A sale 200 million years in the making. It's Gwatney Buick GMC's loan and lease extinction event. Get out of that old fossil into a new GMC Sierra starting as low as $479 a month. Every new Buick on the lot at 0.9%. During Gwatney Buick GMC's loan and lease extinction event, we're rendering your current loan completely extinct. Make an appointment to get out of the dinosaur you're currently driving. 501-945-4444. 2025 Sierra 2500 HD. Right now, get up to $12,000 off MSRP. Sierra 1500 with up to $12,500 off. Terrain's at just $279 per month. It's the loan and lease extinction event at Gwatney Buick GMC, 5700 Landers Road in North Little Rock. GwatneyBuickGMC.com. GMC, we are professional grade. Some vehicles require qualifying trade-in. All offers with approved credit. Stock numbers 30833, 31064, 31456. Terrain is a low-mileage lease.
Here's another Whataburger DM. Miranda says, it's 2023 and still no Pico Burger. How do we get y'all to pick it back up? Miranda, we totally thought we responded to this. We know it's been a minute or two, but good news, the Pico de Gallo burger is back up. Yep, the 2 fresh beef patties covered with crisp Pico de Gallo, 2 slices of pepper jack and creamy cilantro lime sauce you love is back. And it's all thanks to you. The Pico de Gallo burger is back for a limited time. What a burger!
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
We all know how busy our lives can be these days and how important our time and convenience is as well. Edwards Food Giant knows that too. So that's why they're inviting you to take advantage of their Heat and Eat Meal Solutions items in their deli department. Delicious Edwards Food Giant signature dishes, along with a wide choice of entrees and sides, all ready for you to pick up and take home to serve your family tonight. The Heat and Eat Meal Solutions now at your favorite Central Arkansas Edwards Food Giant deli. This week's special is chicken and sausage jambalaya for only $7.49 per pound, with corn souffle for $5.99 per pound.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. Most Americans only knew Dr. Alvin Poissant as a consultant on The Cosby Show, but he was a lot more than that, including a psychiatrist, professor, and dean at Harvard Medical School. Upon his death at age 90, the story was recounted of his participation in the 1965 Selma to Montgomery Civil Rights March. He offered medical help to those participating, even as police officers called him boy and threatened to arrest him when he insisted on being called doctor. No, Dr. Alvin, you certainly earned it. When you walk into a Double B's, you're always going to be greeted with a warm, hearty welcome to Double B's. And then you can grab a corn dog, a breakfast sandwich, or 2 pieces of catfish at 7:55 a.m. like I had the other day with hot sauce. Double B's. It's where you gas it, grab it, and go. That's Double B's.
Celebrate 4th of July in downtown Little Rock at the 41st anniversary of Pops on the River, presented by the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette. This free community event will begin at 5 p.m. with free activities for kids, food trucks, Lost 40, live music, and concluding with the tradition of the Arkansas Sympathy Orchestra and a fireworks finale. Visit pops.arkansasonline.com or check today's Arkansas Democrat-Gazette for more information.
To get out and experience the natural state. And there's no better way than in a new Hyundai from Chris Crane Hyundai in Conway, where they say yes to new Hyundais loaded with technology for less per month than your cell phone bill. You'll get America's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000 miles, and Hyundai Assurance. You've got to check it out.
Right now, get financing as low as 2.99% and new Elantras as low as $24,410 at Chris Crane Hyundai on Museum Road in Conway. WACC, dealer for details.
The Rock City Margarita Festival, presented by Oaklawn Hot Springs, is back and happening July 19th from 5 to 8 p.m. at the State House Convention Center in downtown Little Rock. Your ticket includes a tasting cup and margarita samples from some of the best bars and restaurants in the city. Get your tickets now at Stubbs.net. Come sip, sample, and celebrate summer at the most refreshing event of the season. The Rock City Margarita Festival, presented by Oaklawn Hot Springs and brought to you in part by Tito's Handmade Vodka.
Want to see our beautiful faces? Catch Morning Mayhem streaming live every day on YouTube, X, and Facebook. Just search 1037 The Buzz.
All right. All right, we're getting ready to go down and enjoy some Moe's, because our CEO's got a birthday today, Terry Mayhem. Actually, it's Sunday, but we're celebrating it today. And Brandon and his crew at Moe's. I'm gonna put on my Moe's and be with you. Is catering it today, and always good to see you, Brandon.
Yeah.
And we'll be doing that. We'll be doing giveaways for once a week for a company of up to 15 people.
Yep.
Here, switch around, Justin. You can take this one. Here, easy peasy. There we go. Yeah, all you have to do is go to the Buzz website, and it's easy directions to fill out the information to maybe win that catering
show.
Justin Akery joins us back in the studio after.
Hey, welcome back, Jake.
Welcome to Moe's.
However long it's been. I forget.
It's been a week.
Yeah, it seems.
Went last Friday.
Yeah. I just think it could have been longer.
I wish it would have been.
I know.
I wish I wasn't here with you guys. No offense.
Yesterday,
Yesterday,
I finally had to turn it off. I looked so much at the social media and said, okay, I've replayed it so many times. I need to. And I mentioned we got a really cool text from Will McIntyre. I didn't reach out to him. He reached out to me and just said, hey, guys, wanted to let you know, thanks so much for having me on the last 2
That's
years.
nice.
What a class act.
He's great.
I told him we're going to get him one more time next week, and same thing for Cam.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Gabe one more time, too, if he wants to do it. So I got a chance to hang out with him a little bit for a minute with Gabe Yackel in the locker room after the UCLA game. So it's good to hang out with him for a second. So yeah, it's tough. It's hard one to swallow.
Probably a better game to hang out with him afterward.
Yes, he was. Although I got to give those guys a ton of credit. He and Ryder Helfrich, to come in there and face the music after that loss is tough.
And then we found out why Aloy was not there. You heard the story on that, right?
On Aloy?
Why he was not at the presser?
I did not.
Yeah, so there was an empty seat there, and a lot of people started, and he was not there, and so a lot of people were starting, I guess maybe some Tennessee fans, no class not to show up.
I didn't say no class, but I was wondering why he wasn't there.
Yeah, it's fair. But what happened was apparently he was doing some on the field, I guess, an interview, and he got there late. So when he walked in, whoever was running the presser said, let's not go up there. It's going to interrupt things. It's already got started. So they stopped him from
Well,
going.
whoever did that blew it.
I know. I agree. So
Because
I still haven't heard what he was thinking.
I know everybody wanted to talk to him.
Right.
So
That's
I know.
he's the point of the press conference.
But it wasn't his decision.
Wasn't his
apparently.
fault.
Yeah,
okay. Well, that's good. I mean, like I said yesterday, I said he doesn't have to do anything, but it would just been. And I'm not mad at him. I just want to know what he was thinking.
Sure. Yeah, and I think everybody did. It's good to know that was the situation.
Yeah.
That it was something that he was not in control of.
Yeah.
Over.
There are a few different options I would expect to hear from him. Like he's got like 3 options to say, and I'm just curious to hear what he would say.
So what's happening on the zone today?
Well, we're gonna talk a little more baseball because I'm not done yet. Again, I maybe have a little different perspective. I'm disappointed, obviously. Yeah. And even if they had gone and lost 10-0 last night, it would have been fine.
Right.
If Anderson or Ianson pitched or whatever, it would have been fine, but it would have been disappointing, but in a different way.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're gonna continue to talk about that a little bit.
By the way, do you see Roger's shirt?
Arkansas Razorbacks, there's always next year. That applies to many sports.
Yes.
Anyway, but hey, listen, it's an incredible program, and I'm already excited about next year.
You bet.
Especially with the guys that were, the guys like Helfrich and Gackel coming back, assuming. Matthew Banks is coming in at 10:30 or 10:45. I can't remember what we put him down at. Do you know who that is? Probably not.
I don't.
You shouldn't.
Yep.
He's a professional wrestler from Arkansas.
Whoa!
And he's part of this show that is over at the Hall tonight.
Okay.
And so they're doing, I don't know if you guys have ever seen sort of that level of wrestling, but it's really great.
Yeah.
They did it at Vino's one night, and the entire back room at Vino's was the stage, or the ring, rather, and we were kind of all crammed in there. It was an awesome
I love
environment.
local wrestling. Yeah.
The Hall would be awesome. I think tonight will be so much fun.
What's his name? What's the character's name?
I don't know what his actual,
Okay.
He'll have to tell us. Yeah. But he's a great dude. He's actually been in studio with us before. Big old dude, but he's a great dude. Tom Murphy's going to join us, recap the season. I don't know if you heard us talking to the new beat writer, Matthew Byrne, yesterday. He was really good, but he had a nice write-up today about the season. So we'll talk to Tom about the season, and I guess we're starting to turn the page now to football. Media days will be here soon. So
big news yesterday for the Trojans.
Yeah,
Terry
that was.
Burgess. Wow, Darrell Walker.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
I don't
Interesting.
know.
Great sign for them.
Measured choice there. That maybe that's the best way to start out. Yeah, wants to play.
That's what he is.
So
I think Cal overlooked him. Didn't
we had the president of the U of A system in today? I thought it was great when we were talking to Razorbacks, and he goes, "What about the Trojans and what Chris Curry has done?" I said, "That's right. He's got to make sure everybody gets some love."
Yeah.
And, listen, it's been fun, man. It's been a fun sports year.
I wish Arkansas had roughed up Cowan the way that Little Rock did.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So anyway, Zach's going to join us from Oaklawn. We'll get odds on Game 7 for the NBA Finals, Major League Baseball, whatever else he wants to get into. And then we've got Pigskin in and Champs and Chumps brought to you by Washita Bar and Grill down in Hot Springs. Philip Martin's coming on. And we've also got the general manager of, speaking of Hot Springs, the Wise Guys.
Yes.
So I'm going to check out the Wise Guys game tomorrow. I was hoping to be watching Arkansas, but I'll be watching the Wise Guys tomorrow. I've never been to a game.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. They've won a couple I know early on here, so excited about going down to see them.
Had a good turnout at the first game they had the other day. Yeah.
So they got a home game tomorrow, so let's go. Tickets are like $10.
Yes.
I mean, what a great deal.
First day of summer.
Yes.
Yeah, first day, longest day of the year.
We'll be playing a lot of summer songs on the show.
Yeah,
today.
Roger did that today. Roger, good job.
Good job, Dan.
Great to have Josh back. Josh, welcome back.
Awesome job, guys.
Brandon, great to see you all as always.
Absolutely.
Looking forward to eating your food a little bit later today.
I look forward to y'all eating my food also.
Yeah.
You know, Moe's is my first ever endorsement.
Is that right?
In the
Really?
history of my radio career.
Can you give us a welcome to Moe's?
Welcome to Moe's. I'm no Pat Bradley.
Go, my
It
gosh.
got me so excited. Let me ruin your phone.
What you got there, Raj? Oh, okay. Yes. All right, everybody. Thanks.